Oh no, wait! I love this idea. So there's like so we all have to go pee. There's only one urinal, and we just sword fight right there. That's the game.
Then Trainwreck wakes up. Sorry.
Let down that
Wait,
no, dude, listen. I'm sorry.
Devin, how do you think you've had like your best show ever in the first?
I'm having
he's throwing out some good ones, man.
Yeah, I want to say I'm sorry about missing last week. I feel like I let you down. That I ghosted you, bro. But look, there's a very important reason why. I went out to Texas Roadhouse. I didn't plan on drinking. I'm not sure if me being on Scuffed while pretty buzzed is a good idea. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know, honestly. But
it's the best idea.
Such a good idea. Join the party. I literally just ordered this. I got it out of a mug. I didn't even wash any damn dishes. Yeah.
You and Tito's and Red Bull? That's an old favorite of mine.
Water.
Oh, You're a perfect fit, Bo. So far, it's a perfect fit, dude. I'm loving this. Dude, two new personalities I'm loving is definitely Abdu, and now Bo. It's starting out real good so far. It's really, really good.
Dude, I've fucking been here. I just stopped streaming for forever.
It's a perfect spice, like just a perfect spice up to what we need. You know, we have Devin Nash here. You know, it looks like he just got out of his cubicle at 8 to 5. You know, 9 to 5.
Still in it, dude.
You know,
my boy's still at work.
We have Ryan Lockwood just got out of rehab. Slasher still in rehab. You know, Sequisha. This is a married man. This is exactly what we need. S-Fan just came from Iran, fresh off the boat. He doesn't know English. This is the cast we have. We need Bose and Abdul. We need you two in here.
I mean, we really do, because this show is so white every single week that we really have the most amount of color on it.
There you go.
I was gonna say.
I just realized, am I like the only European that goes on these shows?
Yes.
What?
I'm European.
I'm like the only European.
Dude, we get pretty brown sometimes.
Yeah, I thought that I was a diversity hire, and then I was like, oh, there's some brothers on today. This
yeah.
is I like this.
This is actually a pretty diverse cast. Is it typically this?
Yeah, I mean,
wait.
Usually.
Wait, guys.
Usually is pretty diverse, actually. Train, I think.
Is this a Black History Month mandate?
Listen,
I'll come back in March and we'll see how white it really is around here. Okay?
Listen,
that's all. Try hacks. We'll come back in March, see what's popping again.
Yeah. We'll see if am I still a priority against that point or not. We'll find out.
Listen, dude.
Spot too. Don't leave me out.
Okay, you can come on, but you got to wear green, like St. Patrick's Day stuff. You know.
That's right. Listen.
But then, Bose, you cover the women aspect too, so you know.
That's right.
I swear to God, my last 3 jobs, I swear I got them because they were like, okay, she's black, she's a woman.
She's covering hella bases.
I was like, this is great. This is so easy.
I am going for bounties. Hey, Twitch, I have a woman. Okay. Anyways,
let's just go to the topics here. I'll go ahead and start us off with our first topic. So the civil rights movement.
Do we believe it should still?
That's the next topic.
Thank you.
Yeah, but just to clarify for you guys, I have I'm trying to find the right fit, because my personality, there aren't many people left that can understand and have fun with it, right? It's just a lot of sticklers these days, and I feel like Abdu so far has been great. Bose, you've been on before. You and I vibe exactly in the same, sick, twisted humor, so it's good. And Triax is a perfect in between. He can be sick and twisted, and also he can be extremely political and whatever. So it's a good twist. And then I also, just in case, listen, I'm counting what were we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, I got Dareon waiting in the back too. So as soon as someone leaves, we got Dareon to come in here. So I have the cast. Okay, we have the cast waiting. We have Fandy waiting to come. So hey, listen, it's all there. It's diversified to the max for senses of humor, dude. I'm telling you, we have the best sense of humor, ranging from formal to informal, from nasty to proper, from political to impolitical, whatever the fucking wording is, okay? We have the entire diversified humor spectrum. As far when I say diversified, I'm speaking of humor and shit, not skin color. But anyways, just to clarify, which made it even more awkward. Okay, anyway, so let's go into the first.
I told you, man. You're doing that shit, bro. I told you, just say what you got to say.
Okay, good. I have Dareon waiting to come. Okay. Okay. Can I say? No, I'm not gonna say. Okay. Anyways,
so say it.
God, see, now it's gonna be awkward. Whatever you say is gonna be awkward.
Man, that was some trademark reverse psychology. If you really don't care about it, Train, we move on. Otherwise, you're lying because you care about it.
No, now we want to know. Say it.
Yeah, you got to say the shit now. But
okay, can I say this, or is this too far? Okay, technically.
Sounds like you're gonna say it.
If you have to ask, I mean.
Maybe you should type it to us first, and then we'll tell you if you can say it or not.
Well, I was gonna say, okay, yeah, I'll type it to you guys. Give me a sec here.
Can I ask you a question?
I was
going to a lot of facial expressions.
I was gonna hold on. I was gonna refer to Dareon, okay, as I got. Can I say that?
That's not, like.
I think that's fine. I don't know.
It's nothing. I mean, it's nothing.
Wow, Train! I got another coon coming, dude. Wait.
There goes the monsters.
Chill, dude.
And guys, we are no longer on Apple Podcasts.
I'm kidding.
Wait! I'm hearing breaking news. Trihex is suspended from Games Done Quick for another 3 years. Somehow.
Hey! Don't shoot the messenger. Shoot the. I don't know. Whatever the fuck.
I'm trying to help you, but I can't.
No, I'm kidding. No, Chad, I did not say that. I said brother. I said I was gonna say I got another brother coming.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if I could say that. Yeah,
bro.
It's just I got it. Yeah. 5 years ago, I would have said it. I would have said it, but now I just have to ask. But anyways,
dude, 2 years ago, I was a loose cannon. I'm woke mode now. I know better.
Yeah. It's yeah. So, anyways, Devin, take it away. Let's get into the first topic. While I do nameplates, and then we'll go natural after the first topic. Okay, so take it away, Devin.
Yeah,
I gotta do nameplates here real quick.
Sounds good, man.
Nameplates.
All right, let's talk about Ninja's tweet.
That is some glorious pasta.
Dude, this is all right. I'm gonna read it first, okay? All right. The phrase "it's just a game" is such a weak mindset. You are okay with what happened, imperfection of a craft. Oh my God. Yes.
You gotta read this in such a way that
you read it
as he wrote it. Like
I want you. Okay, I'm nominating you. You read it.
Train. You should put the tweet up on the screen. Should put the tweet up on the screen.
Okay.
I'll post it in the. Are you on the show notes?
Right. Yeah, I'm in it. All
right, do it. I think you could do a better job. Let's go.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. I gotta get in typing mode too, because when he typed this, he was.
I want you to capture Ninja's essence perfectly.
Also, if you need me to carry, I can. By the way, I know exactly how he would have said it.
I mean, there's also a follow-up video.
You're muted, Bose.
Wait, she muted herself.
She's role playing.
You hit the button. You unplug that shit.
Uh oh.
I don't know what's happening.
I think she's preparing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's getting ready.
She said 1 minute. Okay, this is exciting.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Train follows 5,000 people, but it's not following Ninja. I'm telling.
I'm telling.
You know how that goes. Yeah, but wait, why is she muted? What's going on?
We don't know.
Here, while she's figuring that out, do you want my little hot take on the tweet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there was the Jake Paul tweet previously, very divisive tweet, right? Not intentionally though, just because it was whatever. I think it was used because it was divisive, because obviously people would retweet it for, hey, I don't like this because of that, or some people I do. I don't know. I feel like that was kind of crafted, there's a clip that it was boiled down to, and then I mean I like Ninja. He's a cool dude, but I mean I feel like it was just kind of used in the fact that people don't disagree with it or retweet it. It's kind of man, what are you doing? Why are you drawing attention to it? That's
all right. Are you ready?
Wait a minute. Have you gotten it?
Am I fixed?
Yeah,
now?
you're back.
Yeah.
All right. I'll run through it, then hit it afterwards, and if someone else has a rendition, we'll try and get there.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Ooh.
The phrase "just a game" is just a weak mindset. You're okay with what happened, losing, imperfection of a craft. When you stop getting angry after losing, you've lost. There's always something to learn, and always room for improvement. Never settle. That's what I got.
That's what you got?
Yeah.
Actually, in my head, he sounds epic when he says it. The phrase, "it's just a game," is such a weak mindset. You are okay with what happened. Losing. Imperfection of a craft. When you stop getting angry after losing, you've lost twice. There's always something to learn, and always room for improvement. Never settle. Like in my head, he sounds like freaking Majestic.
I feel. Wait,
All
did
right.
we all
No,
have
that was like
different-
some anime
Wait,
shit.
wait,
That was
wait.
not how Ninja sounded.
Here's Scandinavian.
Literally nowhere close to how Ninja. That
I
was
want
like
Scissoring.
really
I want
Yeah.
The moment that we find out we all read Ninja's tweet differently, but we all have the same reaction.
This is my head voice. This is my head voice. The phrase "it's just a game" is such a weak mindset. You're okay with what happened. Losing, imperfection of a craft. When you stop getting angry after losing, you've lost twice. There's always something to learn and always room for improvement.
Is that
Never
Knut?
settle. Yeah, that's my Knut voice.
This is Norwegian as well, but nobody knows because he has almost no accent.
I got a rendition. Y'all ready for it?
Yeah.
It's just a game? The fuck you mean it's just a game? You ain't would get your ass whooped? You ain't would not be in 100? You talking about stop? You ain't angry that you lost? You got your ass whooped and you happy with that shit? The fuck? You better do better. If you knew better, you do better.
Ooh. Straight out of Call of Duty lobby. I love it.
I cannot wait to hear Devin. It's gonna sound like a fucking religious sermon. Go ahead, Devin. Give us yours.
I want to hear Devin too.
All right. What?
Today in paragraph 217 of the Corinthians.
The phrase "it's just a game" is actually such a weak mindset. You're okay with what happened.
Devin.
Yes.
You don't need to make that voice. Just do your voice, dude. Continue.
Look, you're like a fuck you. All right, do it then. Let's get Train then.
Why don't you play the video of him actually saying it?
Wait.
There's a clip that was derived.
I linked that. He did a follow up like explanation, and he pretty much
Did he say the same thing?
Pretty much. I linked it right in the chat. Just play it.
Ooh, please play it.
It's 30 seconds.
Okay,
long. It's pretty close.
I'll play it.
It's in the chat, bro.
Okay, bro. Holy shit.
It's in the
Wait,
chat.
in the chat? Where? Oh, I see it.
If anyone ever uses the excuse,
Hold on. I'll put it on. Hopefully, I don't get sued for using Ninja's likeness.
if anyone ever uses the excuse, "it's just a game," I'm gonna lose my mind. Imagine telling LeBron James, Tom Brady.
I can't follow up Abdi, dude. That was too good.
Wow. Yeah, that actually was really good. That was really fun to listen to.
Are you gonna tell
That
me?
is kind of hard to follow that up.
Hold on.
And that has 155,000 likes. Holy shit, that blew up.
Yeah.
I remember when it had like 25k likes.
Dude,
That's
his
what I'm saying, dude.
explanation of him saying it. One, by the way, Abdu, you were the closest. He really. He could not sound more like the way that he was trying to explain this. It could not have been worse. Like, he probably made the worst possible.
Did you
way of
just tell me to
explaining
play this
this
last string as you're just having a conversation during it?
Oh, my bad. I didn't know.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, playing now.
If anyone ever uses the excuse, "it's just a game," I'm gonna lose my mind. Imagine telling LeBron James, Tom Brady, that when they're pissed off after losing a game, that it's just a game. Like, I'm gonna lose. Like, are you kidding me? You're so stupid. It's the competitive nature, bro. It's about respect, bro. It's about pride. It's so much bigger than a video game. And anyone that ever uses the excuse "it's just a game" is a horrible human being and is lazy. You're a lazy human being. If anyone ever...
All right, you may converse.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm like, with all the tweets, I'm just really surprised people have put so much
Use
thought
the
into this.
excuse.
Like, it's wild
Yeah.
seeing these like wall of text replies,
Yeah.
and I'm like, people care way too much about this shit. People like, see, if everyone played PoE, they'd be too busy grinding to care.
Yeah. If they played a real game.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What triggered this? Did he like lose a match?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, yo, what was he
what did
thinking?
he
I
lose?
feel like when he was tweeting this shit, he was like, "Oh, this some shit." He was into it. I don't know what his mindset was.
Well,
Like,
you know what happened?
I
You know
kind
what
of get what he's trying to say, but it's still like, yeah, that I don't know.
Did anyone see the Dr. Disrespect clip?
That
of
was
him
so
playing Fortnite?
fucking funny. Oh my god.
That is basically what happened to Ninja, except he just went a different approach.
Wait, what?
I thought that was the funniest shit, dude. Oh my god.
The one where like Disrespect loses it and like does the whole dolphin laugh.
Basically, that's what happened. That's basically what happened to Ninja, and then he wrote a tweet about it. I can basically see the same thing happening. He's in a 1v1 in a game. He fucking misses a shot. He loses. He gets really pissed off. He closes the game. He goes on Twitter, and then Ninja writes a tweet about how if you fucking lose, you gotta keep getting better, and you're a fucking lazy piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Ninja has really changed much over the years. I think he's always been very like affected by his viewers, especially like if you ever watch old clips of when he's laughing. He's like, "Oh, stream sniping? Oh yeah, I'm gonna report him." And he's like laughing at his viewers or like the people he's fighting. I feel like Ninja's just, I mean, his social life and everything has changed. Obviously, he's become this huge star, but like I just feel like he's still super affected by his viewers. I mean, it gives good content, but I mean, sometimes I feel bad for the guy. He gets like super motivated about it.
Like, actually, Lockwood, I feel like what you just said there actually ties into what he brought up about gaming. I think the same thing could be said about what you just said about like people like being affected by their viewers. Like I think that's one of those statements made by people that either haven't been there or by people who are in the viewers. Like, because from my experience, like for myself, right? I've had a lot of friends that I stream with. They say, "Oh, who cares about what these people say about you? Just ignore it." And then as soon as they go through one piece of it, they take 6 days off, 4 days of depression, 6 depressive posts, 8 different psychological evaluations, 7 prescriptions, 6 pills, right? So it's like, it's very easy to say not to be affected, but like, you have to understand, like, it is a whole different ball game from telling someone to just ignore it and why you're being affected versus being in those shoes and actually ignoring it and affecting it. Like, so it's the same thing. It's not that simple, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, nah. I slightly disagree. I mean, there's so many streamers out there who've dealt with stream sniping like no problem. Like, I mean, you look at Shroud. I remember back in the day when Shroud and Forsen were playing PUBG together. They were streaming like they had like a zillion stream snipers because Forsen, his Discord was purposefully coming after him.
Yeah,
I think that Ninja has had a lot of time to get used to it, and he still hasn't. And that's basically what I'm saying. He's just still super affected.
The difference between I would say those 2 names you brought up are the only 2 names you can, and let me tell you why. Forsen, his stream snipers are his content, right? The same way my chat is the same way my chat is mine. So his stream snipers aren't ruining the stream; they're making the stream. As far as Shroud goes, Shroud is the one superhuman where it doesn't matter how many stream snipers he has. They could be
they're just cannon fodder.
Yeah, they could be aimbotting. It doesn't matter. He's gonna kill them first because he's a fucking machine. It doesn't matter. So of course those 2 examples would work, but they really wouldn't because those are like 2 exceptions. Everyone else though, the way they deal with it, like if you go into any like streamer's chat that you realize doesn't get affected, it's not that they're not getting affected. It's that, have you tried typing the word doo-doo face? Like, we're talking a PG-13 curse word. That shit is moderated. You can't even type that in. It's fucking going into moderation selection. Like, these guys have 17 mods, 18,000 restricted words, 17 fucking CIA agents watching the backlogs, 19 FBI watching the back channels, 17 doing sting operations, all during their channels. So it's like, there's a lot going on behind doors that are allowing them to seem like they're ignoring it, but really they have 17 different fucking precautions that are keeping them from seeing it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, yes, that makes perfect sense.
I'm actually kind of more on Lockwood's end here. While you are right, Train, that these are really 2 good examples, Shroud being a machine, he can kill everyone, even when people are stream sniping him, and that Forzen uses it for chat. Ninja has not necessarily done too well with stream snipers. He's never really gotten over it, and I think also because he comes from an esports background, he used to be a pro gamer. He wants to be really good. Like, he tried to qualify for the Fortnite World Cup last year, and he didn't do it. And I think he still sees himself as like a top professional level Fortnite player, along with being a streamer. And I think he loses in pub games sometimes when he doesn't think he should. And he's also not able to handle things like stream sniping at the same time. And then that is what is causing him to like rage kind of still at these games when he shouldn't.
All right, I'm gonna just throw this out there. I feel like it's a little brash, but like nobody's touched on it yet. Does nobody feel like it's a little bit of emotional immaturity?
No, absolutely. That's exactly.
Like, I mean, and then when you think about Shroud, like, he's a little more put together, whereas Ninja was just streaming, and then he's thrown into fame, and he's never had the time to grow up and process. And
I don't know.
No, I think he's kind of leaning into it too. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Fang.
I mean, Ninja was. He was still a bigger streamer than like the majority of the website before he blew up in Fortnite.
Yeah, but what she's saying is it's like he's not had time to like mature up. Like it's like such a crazy lifestyle for someone his age. Yeah.
Yeah, but like the pro athletes, the same thing happens to pro athletes. They end up making millions of dollars.
But then you have so many pro athletes that make millions, and then they're destitute by 35 because they didn't learn how to spend money appropriately.
Right. But if you want to say like his age is a problem or this, and like dude, 29, like most guys are done. Like running backs, like done in the league.
Some people get stunted at a certain age. Some people's emotional maturity is stunted at 16 or 17, and the way that he reacts sometimes is like a 16-year-old boy that's playing Fortnite.
Yeah, but it's like how much do you actually like watch him? Like how much do any of us watch him? Like let's be honest. Like we see a clip. Well, the thing, like we see a clip where somebody overreacts, and somebody who has like he's a high profile streamer, whatever. Like like Ninja is more than like he's a straight up celebrity at this point, right? So anytime anybody overreacts, we're gonna see it. We're not gonna see like the 99% of the other time that he's not overreacting, right?
That's right.
Well, imagine having played Fortnite this whole time too, though.
With like a Shroud and people like that, we don't see outbursts like that with some kind of more mature.
But I feel like streamers. I keep hearing the Shroud example. Okay, like we have to talk about this. Okay, can we all agree that there's different personalities? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes, correct. We cannot sit there and say Shroud is this mature person. Shroud's personality is inward, quiet, and that's just what it is. True. We cannot say that he's this loud person and he shut himself down during controversy. No, this is just how he is at his base level. Do you understand? Whereas Ninja is more outgoing, loud, right? So like we can't compare the two and say that he has this like maturity. No, this is just how he is. This is his base level, right?
Well, yeah, and I'd also like to touch back on what we talked about before. Like before Ninja became Ninja, he used to still freak out even then. I mean, you could say he had a good viewer base, but even back in, I think when he was streaming H1Z1, he himself would go stream snipe other famous Twitch streamers. Like that's what he would do when he played a lot of H1Z1.
There's a lot of people that did that.
Wait, really? Yeah. If he stream sniped, then I don't know, because I actually don't stream snipe others, and I hate stream snipers.
Yeah, but Train, you're garbage. You can't stream snipe anyone and ruin their day because you going into their game is not going to affect them in any way.
So when I see like if people stream snipe and then complain about it, it's just like, and then you get all affected that like, or like you look bad when you're playing Fortnite and you're like, oh, he's stream sniping me, and you like making excuses. It's like, dude, you've been doing this for years. You've been streaming for years. You've talked about how long you've been streaming for years. It's like you're still not used to it, and that's all I was saying. You know what I mean?
I think you touched on something really interesting, and once again, just throwing this out there, but sometimes like individuals, we get mad when people replicate behaviors that we have done before that we didn't like in ourselves. So it could also be a reflection of him not liking something that he also did in the past.
Projection. Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if you ever get used to it, man. Like Twitch chat is like a preschool generator. Like they just keep going through insults till they find the one that gets you, and then they just lock onto that shit.
Well, I
don't know anyone that's over it.
Part of it is why he's on Mixer now. Because
another thing about like stream sniping though too, the more you like address it or even acknowledge the fact that it exists, the more it happens. Like you know, I mean, I've been doing this a while too, and like I originally got partnered off playing Rust, and Rust was really bad at stream sniping because it wasn't like they just won the game. It was like everything that you've been working at for a fucking week is fucking gone. You end up waking up in a cage naked, you know, with like signs that, you know, all kinds of like crazy shit. But you know, just the acknowledgement of it, and like, and plus I think, you know, he's kind of leaning into it too, because people are like, oh my god, Omega Law. Well, actually, I guess there's no Omega Law Mixer, but whatever the fuck they do on Mixer, I don't know.
Rufflemouth.
Rufflemouth. Okay, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, look, Ninja was a pro gamer. He's always going to be competitive at heart. That is where his tweet is coming from. He always wanted to be the best. I mean, part of it, me thinks that he wants to be better than he is at Fortnite. Like, he didn't qualify for the championship last year. I really think that he is pissed off that he's not able to be at like a pro level, even though he's a full-time streamer. And that is like frustrating him when he plays the game for fun on stream and he's trying to scrim off stream. It's not really going as well. And I think part of that is maybe his projection into his tweet. But at a base level, he is a competitive player. That's where he's coming from. The way that he's articulating it is very fucking terrible, and he's making an awful case of that, how to go about it, because I've already seen responses from like a lot of people, and you know, they're not necessarily the same competitive nature, but he looks like kind of like a brat in the situation, and part of it is like not being maybe as emotionally able to go through this. I mean, LeBron James, all things considered, is one of the best ever athletes in terms of looking up to someone, being a good person, doing really great things for like his community and people, and being like a good role model. Everything except for China recently for all of what he's done for basketball. And Ninja, you know, you can go back and forth if really he's really done such a thing. He has his own personality, fine. And he has done good things for gaming, obviously. I've been the one to promote them, but he has his faults too. And I think part of this tweet is definitely part of one of those things.
Hold on. This whole thing from Ninja is a massive debate, dude.
Yeah, I think that too. I think it's like a marketing.
No. Like it's actually a debate. Look at what I just posted in Twitter in the Discord. Well, play that on stream. Train.
Oh, actually, yeah, Octopus is a homie. I actually know the guy who did that. He's a really cool streamer.
It is his quote, and he made it into the. Yeah,
I'm playing it.
Yeah, the Ninja's tweet happened, then Octopus.
Yeah. Then they made it. It's not like he took a quote from someone.
Wait, this is real? This isn't real?
No, it's not real. It's made.
I mean, you're asking was it actually produced? Yeah.
No, I got debated.
That was so good.
You did, yes, you did. You got
Oh no, I got debated.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I was trying to find out what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Play it anyway. Play the
link. Play the link.
Everyone got debated, dude.
It's so good.
It's actually so good.
Okay. All right, I'm playing 3, 2, 1. Now.
Calm down, Kaiba. It's just a game.
The phrase "it's just a game" is such a weak mindset. You are okay with what happened. Losing. Imperfection of a craft. When you stop getting angry after losing, you've lost twice.
Calm down, Kaiba. It's just a game.
The phrase "it's just a game."
I thought that was legit.
That's pretty good.
Really good voice actor. He's done some professional stuff actually.
That's so good.
That's good, dude.
So especially with like playing hardcore games and stuff, I see a lot of people saying like it's just a game whenever you like lose a character. I'm sure Sakisha had the same thing with like Rust and stuff. But the way I look at it, it's like you're just losing a massive time investment, right? Say Devin was painting, like doing a big painting for 30 hours, and then Train comes and like throws paint over it. No one's gonna tell him like, oh, it's just a painting, right? Like nothing physical was lost. Like you're losing a big chunk of time investment, and like that matters a lot to a lot of people. Like at least for me, like gaming's my entire life. So when I lose something, I take it more seriously. So I actually find it easier to emphasize with the tweet, because at least for me, getting better is really important.
Yeah,
I love that. From a pro standpoint, I love that shit.
I think, yeah, like that whole tweet goes back to like how you guys are saying how he reacts to losing. I think Ninja just really hates losing, and then with the situation where he's in, where he is because of Fortnite, but then he's not on top like he was before, or like seen as the most skillful or best Fortnite player, etc.
I mean, he was great at H1. He was a champion like on LAN. He won a tournament on LAN.
And then also being like really good at every game he's ever played, he's been like really like he's been at the top, kind of sort of close to it.
Yeah.
And now it's like Fortnite. So many people are surpassing him now, skill wise, but he's at where he's at because of Fortnite. But then he's not the top player. So like, it's like, and then him hating losing also plays into that also, where it's like he also, the way he reacts to losing is just like he you can just tell he's one of those, like he just hates losing. So yeah, I think all of this comes back to basically that, just like with the tweet where he's like, oh, losing is just kind of like, because I'm pretty sure when he reacts to losing or when he seems like a solo loser, everyone's like, oh, it's just a game. But it's like that competitive nature mixed with him hating losing, like all of that plays into that.
And it's like a really, really hard feeling when you have been one of the best people. Like the first game that I got like sponsored to play anything was Heroes of Nero, which is the best MOBA of all time. But like, and I didn't play MOBAs for like 8 years, right? Then I started playing Dota 2 again, and I'm trash now. Like I'm so bad, and that is a really hard feeling going from being good at something to being complete trash, because you know that you used to be good at it and you had fun doing that. Now then being like bad, feeding, fucking up, and like knowing in your head what you should do but not being able to pull it off, like that feels incredibly shit.
Yeah, because like I remember the old Ninja clips used to be like, oh, you seen that Ninja clip? But it's like now it's like it ain't hitting like it was.
I just like I'm looking at this tweet, right? And like in my opinion, this matters so little to me. Like well, here's the thing. How it has 155 likes.
Yeah,
well, 23,000 retweets. It's like, dude, who cares if somebody takes a game more seriously than somebody
Everyone's
else?
trying to get a drop of that clout, man. You know,
I just want to chime in.
It's more because Ninja is literally the biggest representative of the entire streaming culture of esports, even though he's not really a pro gamer. A lot of people see Ninja as like the representation of esports. When he tweets something like this,
his tweets are news, dude.
Every single major media organization picks it apart, and you know, I think it's also kind of stupid, as you say, as fan. All of this is stupid nonsense to talk about.
Slasher, I think your shirt is underappreciated, by the way. Where did you get that? Or is it a jacket?
No, it's a shirt.
Is it jean? I had one like that, and I can't wear the jean shirts because like they make. Well, here, don't tell anyone this, but they made my nipples bleed.
Wait, what?
Like jeans? You ever had because the way they rub on it? You know?
Like the areola or the nipple?
Hey,
no,
nipple tape.
Like the nipple tip, you know?
Hey, nipple tape, baby. Get some nipple tape.
A
nipple
lactation
tape.
blood or a chafed areola?
It was like it chafed like the very tip, you know, kind of get a little raw, you know.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Okay. Anyway, sorry. Back to Ninja tweets. All right.
Well, actually, I should take this time to say I gotta go. It's 2 a.m. I don't even know how I'm waking up tomorrow or how I'm streaming. I gotta still figure that out.
Wait, you just got here? No, bro. Come on.
Babe, you better holla at Train. Why we started 90 minutes late?
Hey, this is the start time.
No, it's
You're
not.
on Central Time like me. What the fuck you mean, boy?
I will say this is late. My nap time is like 9:30.
Yeah,
and it's midnight.
Listen here, boys.
I was told. Right. I remember when this thing used to start at 10:30 p.m. with an hour intro. Well, you won't even lie till midnight.
Listen here, boy. All right, listen here. I'm gonna say this one time. All right,
and
boy.
the intro got longer.
Listen here, boy. All right, listen.
Yeah.
All right. Let me ask you a question. What made you come? What made you come to the gaming world?
The gaming world?
Yeah, the gaming world.
I was not popular. I was not popular in elementary school or middle school, and I wanted escapism, and the one thing I identified very deeply with. So ultimately, I fell in love hardcore with video games and Yu-Gi-Oh competitively, and it gave me the outlet to begin the era of spawning Trihex the name. And that made me feel comfortable and appreciated for my endeavors.
That's
and
exactly right. Yep. So with that
I'm
said,
for the debate. All right. Now what?
Thank you.
What that got to do with you starting 90 minutes late?
I'll tell you.
I'm waiting for that connection right now.
I'll tell you what right now. Listen. 2 years ago, I started a speech about the same kids that bullied you, that still bully Devin, that bully all kinds of people on this earth. That now they want to come to the gaming community. Now they're one of us. Now let me tell you this.
Are you filibustering right now?
Just wait, no, wait. I've moved on. I've moved on and added a new message. Have you noticed that once everyone comes into the gaming world, they make it? Suddenly, it's not only the PG-13 curse, but suddenly the hours change. The hours of gaming that we used to escape from. Just let me finish this, please. Please, let me finish this. The hours at night, the loneliness, the sadness, the night, the emptiness of night that everyone else saw, but the life that we saw. Nighttime is true gaming people hours. Daytime is for the posers. Daytime is for the normies. Daytime is for the PG-13 goddamn fucking PS4 console players. Us degenerates, that's me and you, Try. That's Devin, that's Lockwood, that's Abdu, that's Slasher. Slasher, you can tell he's not only degenerate on his gaming, he's full degenerate. He has lost it all. Sequisha, S-Fan, Bose.
No.
These hours are the gaming people hours. These are the hours that are slowly dying from our community. These are the hours left for real gamers. Bad and good. This is the hour that the lonely people are no longer lonely.
We should have had you read the ninja tweet.
I tried.
That would have been good.
I think it would have been good.
Tyler, you should have read that. It would have been good. I'm just saying.
I'll read it next time.
You good now? Are we in real gamer hours right now?
Yes,
that good?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm offended because you called me a gamer. I find it obscene that my choice of media consumption determines what kind of person I am. You don't tell a book reader they're a reader. You don't tell a movie watcher you're a watcher. But if you play games, oh my god, you're a gamer, and you got
unbelievable.
You got a fucking fupa and butt chin and fucking basement dwelling neckbeard, all other shit here. If I'm a gamer, but like you got the fucking 6'5" chads who read books all fucking day. They don't get profiled into some kind of like typically derogatory subcategorization of human.
Did you not just do it by calling them chads?
Got him. Well, it depends on perspective, right? I mean, chat could be an insult. I mean, it's typically used as like a derogatory thing, but
All right, Triax, it's always a pleasure, man. I love you, man. I can't wait to have you back soon, dude. I'll try and start earlier so we can have you on longer.
Can I ask? Can we do a topic before you go? Are you really gonna?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Dude, it's too.
He said he had a hard out.
My grandmother. I'm supposed to be up at 5:40. Dude, I don't know how I'm even gonna wake up tomorrow. Like I'm. What's your topic? What's your burning topic, Slash?
No, you know what? No, Train said that he had 2 people lined up. Now,
I think this is a good week though for before you leave Trihex to rant against Nintendo. I wanted you down to do it.
I tried to get you out of here, brother. I tried.
It's actually true.
Come on, this is a very good week, opportunity to shit on Nintendo deservedly before you leave. I think that would be fair.
You gonna keep him here for Nintendo?
It doesn't have to be that long.
Why did we spend 40 minutes? No one's
the show. Okay,
hold up.
Train didn't start the intro an hour in. I don't know.
That's right, boy.
Hold on. Before we continue,
small talk filler episode, all fucking Bleach, shitty anime adaptation ass.
Hold up. Before we continue, Bowles.
What?
You trying to say it's just Nintendo? No, let me
I play PC games. So I can't help you there. Sorry. Yes.
I was related to Ninja Tweet.
Okay. Sorry. Oh, I shut it down. Let me back it up. It's Nintendo.
I was. You good?
Slasher, I assume you're referring to the fact that Animal Crossing New Horizons is limiting one island per Switch. Is that what you're beefing on?
No, that's
Are you beefing on the fact that a paid product service like Nintendo Switch Online does not offer cloud saves for all of its games universally? No. Or are you referring to the fact that in case your game save fails in the new Animal Crossing, that you have to it's behind a paywall of NSO in order to retrieve your cloud save? That's not in the cloud, by the way, but it's a cloud only when Nintendo needs to be in the cloud in order to prepare your game save. You talking about that?
Today I'm learning.
And you said you're not a gamer.
Oh no! So please tell me
which Nintendo gamer.
Nintendo bullshit thing are you wanting my?
I think he's referring to Hungry Box and the Smash tournament.
The basic one. Oh, that's not news. That's like that's been a thing. God damn it, dude. That's actually a good topic. You were fucking beating me hard right now, dude. Of course, I got an opinion on this kind of thing. Shit.
Perfect.
What's your opinion?
So recently, Hungry Box won Smash Summon, a big prolific Smash Brothers tournament. As you all know, there's both the new Smash Brothers Ultimate for Nintendo Switch that came out in 2018, as well as the other very popular Smash Brothers Melee for the Nintendo GameCube that came out in 2001. Unlike a lot of games here, Melee has survived the onslaught of a whole fuck ton of generational upgrades to the sequels and everything else here. and its grassroots enthusiasm is still persisting, even at a point where we have a bunch of modern games in the Goliaths of Fortnite and other comparable games. Still, as an esport, Melee still currently thrives. The problem is that, unlike every other game, there's no developer backbone to reinforce and reinvigorate the competition with a lucrative monetary prize pool for sustainability of competition. And so, because of that, everybody makes dirt and crumbs when they play competitive Melee compared to like any given, League or freaking Rainbow Six Siege team player, whoever it may be, honestly. And the problem there is Nintendo's not supporting the Melee players by putting like sponsor-backed circuits or just putting sponsor-powered prize pools. So nobody makes any fucking money. Like literally, you come in third place, you might make at most $700, which won't even cover your plane ticket and hotel for the event you went to even compete in the tournament in question. So HungryBots called out Nintendo hardcore about please support our scene. However, the problem there is obviously like Nintendo has a game that people want to play, or has a game that they want people to play, which is the new Smash Brothers. So really, by giving monetary support to Melee, again, a currently obsolete game from 2001 for 3+ consoles ago, there's really no incentive for Nintendo to sustain Melee probably from their POV, because they view Melee as competition towards driving more sales to Smash Bros. Ultimate. One can make the argument here that there's like a ecosystem effect where you can just kind of have the cross traffic of Melee's relevance bring people into playing Smash Bros. Ultimate. But I mean, clearly Nintendo doesn't want to do that right now. So yeah, HBox called out Nintendo hardcore on his like victory speech at Smash Summit, but where that will go, we will see, because Nintendo of Japan is very, very stubborn. It's run by Japanese old men who don't really get the whole Western culture of competitive sports gaming or whatever. So I don't know.
I mean, the whole reason I was bringing this up is like connected to Ninja. Like Epic allows Ninja to put in his creator code and make even more money than he's making through the game. Trihex has been streaming Mario Maker and Nintendo games his whole fucking life, and I'm sure all Nintendo has done for him is probably DMCA copyright strike one of your YouTube videos or whatever over time. Never has helped Trihex. Never has helped any of the Smash players, whether it's Ultimate players or Melee players. Doesn't help any of the Mario Maker community. Nintendo is utterly pathetic in terms of supporting its competitive community, no matter what the game is, the streamers, the YouTubers, compared to every other publisher and developer out there. And it is really terrible.
It's another thing, like, it's one thing to just not do anything, but it's another thing to like actively stop your scene from growing, right? So that's like the problem with Nintendo, is that they've actually tried to stop the scene from growing at some points and like actually shut down tournaments. So I don't know. The way I see it is like there's 3 types of esports, right? There's the franchises, there's the community-run stuff, and then there's just the people that ignore it. And it's so hard to get, because Nintendo's right down the street from me in Seattle. And when I talk to the American division, it sounds like they really understand it. But what just the Japanese corporate side just does not understand esports at all.
Yeah. Also, Rap God in chat. Apparently, I was talking too fast. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go on an epic monologue, but you know, Slasher poked me hard.
I had no idea what was going on, but I respect it.
Thank you.
Wait, why is my name misspelled? It's not Caesarian. It's Zizarin.
Yeah, I spelled it correctly. Skastrudel, he's a little dumb, so don't worry, he'll fix it. Yo, Skastrudel, it's Zizarin, dude. I spelled it correctly in the text. I'm sure you can get it, dude.
Dance game.
Okay, PC child.
Too old school.
All right, well, you got an extra 12 minutes out of me. Slash, thank you for poking me on that topic. It felt good to get that off my chest. Apparently, I had a bunch of like
fuck Nintendo, you
fucking sexual tension, and now I'm cool. You know, now I lost November essentially.
I mean, I'll get you off anytime you want, Trihex. Don't worry.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, dude. Also, Mike, be real quick, Slasher. Hey, next time, tell Train when he knows he has me on for a limited amount of time here that we get to the good topics earlier in the podcast rather than the boring, like shallow Ninja tweet one. I don't care about speculating about Ninja. Let's get to the shit that actually happened this week, dude.
Your Ninja tweet monologue was pretty good. We needed that.
Oh,
that was Devin, not
you.
me.
We needed it.
Yeah, I'm the one that makes the topics, dude.
Yep.
Thanks.
No. The topic list is good.
Oh, great job, Devin. In that
Good job, Devin.
Time was garb.
Really
Make sure you don't talk about all the boring shit that Devin wrote down, so that we can actually get to the real shit that happened.
Yeah, basically, if you have any compliments, you put them toward me. That's me doing it. If you have any negative comments,
anything
it's
bad
Devin's
that happens,
fault.
it's exactly.
Train doesn't wake up until 10:30 p.m. We can't start the show until at least 2:30.
I'm actually the one that
I
keeps
know.
Train sleeping. I'm the one that tells him to make the intro longer too.
I was up at
Train.
5:45
The sponsors want the ending to be longer.
10:30 a.m. and Train was still streaming. I'm like, dude, is the podcast gonna happen today? Like, oh my god, you're still live at 10:30 a.m., dude.
That's
At
right.
some point, it's gonna happen like on a Friday because Train's gonna be so late. It happens at 12.
Facts.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a Friday Scuff podcast, dude.
That's right. Sounds good to me, Bill. All right, well, Trihex,
All right.
always a goddamn pleasure having you on, boy.
Have a good night, dude.
Appreciate it, man. Love you, dude.
Yeah,
Have a good
see you
night.
later, man.
You did. It's
Bye,
good seeing you,
bye.
Trash.
Peace, man.
We'll see you next week, baby. All right, let's get. I have 3 backups. We'll see where the fuck they are. All right, we'll get our.
Make sure you keep the quota as is. You know?
Oh, believe me, my man. I got a quota just for you right here, baby.
Okay.
I got
great,
a perfect
great.
replacement here. Let's remove Trihex from
There's
group.
a line.
Hey, check this one. Hey, my man's coming in, baby. What up, baby? My man. What up, everyone? Welcome, Dareon. Hey, my man. What up, baby?
What up?
Hey, what up, dude? How you doing?
I'm chilling, dog.
Good. Dareon, this is Bose. This is Dareon.
What up?
S-Fan, you know S-Fan. Abdu, you know Dareon, Abdu. Zizarin, Dareon. Sequisha, this is Dareon, Sequisha.
Hello.
Ryan Lockwood, Dareon, Ryan Lockwood.
What
And
up?
Hi, Dareon. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Just got back from the gym. You know, getting swole.
Hell yeah.
Typical stuff.
Yeah, my man. All right, well, welcome to the crew. We have 2 more replacements to bring in whenever one of you dickwads has to go because it's nap time. Fucking idiots.
It is nap time, but I'm having a good time. I'm hanging around.
It's a fun time. It's a fun time.
Oh, I'm gonna keep drinking.
All right.
It'll
Sounds
be
good.
nap time soon.
It'll be even more fun.
Yep, already fitting into the Twitch just chatting.
Bose, you're the only one that does the show, right? Like usually, I'm the only one drinking on the show, besides MMA guy. Fuck,
Dude, when am I not
I'll
drinking?
join
I'm
you.
like a little bit sad.
Jen's
Like
pulver.
Tito's?
Jen's
so-
pulver, yeah.
You're like
Oh, there you go. Good.
some Lagavulin, some 8-year.
What is that, whiskey?
That's Scotch, baby.
Oh,
Thank you, Sequisha. Yes!
You want to combine some good scotch, boy? I got you.
It's smoky.
What you want here? I got you on some.
I got some water.
Zizaron's gonna come back with a Zima. He's like, all right.
You said some water. Where are you from, Dareon?
Listen, dude. There's only one thing I drink. Okay.
Wait, what did you say?
That's exactly what you just said, boy. I got some McKellen right here. Some McKellen 12. Okay.
Liquid
Oh,
cocaine.
you got some
And
McKellen?
then
My man.
I
My
got
man.
some beautiful. Hey, peep this one out. I got some Masters. Listen to this. Masters Keep Wild Turkey. You ready for this? I'm not even done yet. Just wait for
Ooh,
this.
okay. All right.
I'm gonna open this up for you right here. I'm gonna open this up for you. No.
Masters Keep. That's like a $200 bottle.
That's right, baby. Look at this, dude. Oh yeah. That's some good stuff. That's some good stuff right there, baby.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck? You already drank out of it. Why you got it still in the box, man?
Drink.
Because I have to hide it
He's
from
got a
myself.
flex.
It's the dusty.
Every sip he takes, he needs 2 gifted.
You gotta put that in the liquor cabinet, my man.
I bought this just because the bottle looks really fucking cool and it tastes like shit. It's like Gregor's cognac.
Grey Goose sucks, dude.
No, Gregor's is okay, but like with cognac, it tastes like shit.
You know, there's like one guy that makes like all the vodka in the world or some shit, right?
What?
I don't know. Somebody in chat told me that. I don't know, man. This is something like
It
that.
chat said it. It's
Somebody
true.
in
100%.
Twitch chat told you
Well, yeah, it's like one guy that makes it all, you know.
It's like a single Russian guy with a giant bathtub.
Okay, comrade.
that. And he just funnels the vodka straight into the bottom of the tub.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds. Yeah, whiskey's my go-to. That's all I can really drink. Plus, you know, the other stuff. It's okay. I mean, if you really want, I mean, you know, like I feel like tequila. I feel like you have to be single to fuck with tequila. You have to either be single or you have to be with your girl or boyfriend when you're drinking tequila. Tequila is one of those alcohols where when you drink it, after probably shot 5 or 6, hey, you're ready to fuck, suck, do whatever the fuck you want wherever you are. You'll find a spot and you'll get
I don't
in.
know. I've never got like that on tequila. Tequila was always just kind of, I don't know. Everyone's got their thing. I think like the really sweet stuff like Goldschlager and like Aftershock and what is the other spicy
Sambuca?
Fireball?
I actually really like Sambuca. I'm a big fan of licorice because I'm like
the only thing I used to drink. I like when I started drinking, I didn't like beer, didn't like anything, and then cause I was like 18 in Belfast.
Oh,
and
Fireball,
then we had a
Fireball,
shot of
okay.
Sambuca, And I asked, can't I just have a glass of that? And the bartender's like, what do you mean? I like, can you just fill up a glass with Sambuca? And he's like, yeah, that'll be like 60 pounds. And I was like, sweet. And then I would just sit there, like drinking slowly on a glass of Sambuca the entire night.
Yeah. Smooth, man.
Wait, am I an idiot? I thought Sambuca is like a thing you take for like antiviral.
No, that's Zambucha or whatever.
Am I like 150 years old?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Sambuca?
Sambuca. It's with a V. The Sambuca Black's pretty good too.
Yeah, my
Sambuca. Oh, okay.
I can't really do whiskey.
You know what I like?
Usually get blackout drunk doing whiskey.
What I usually hit is this Chuck Norris water. Actually,
I hate being old, dude.
C4.
How old are you? 54?
Yeah. Well, I'm almost 55 actually next month.
I'm turning 32 this year, dude.
32.
You're getting there, dude.
Nice.
20 more years and you'll be where I'm at. Your bones start to creak, man.
Damn, y'all.
How old are you?
I just turned 24 last month.
Fuck.
Yeah, we're old.
You want to know how bad it is to be a boomer, dude? Ask anybody. I'll ask everybody this question on the podcast, okay? You can choose. I'll give you $1 billion, but you have to be 70 years old. Would you do it?
Hell fucking no. You crazy?
Wait, you said billion and be 7?
$1 billion,
70.
but you got to be 70 years old.
hell
No way.
It ain't worth it.
No, not your youth.
That tells you how important time is versus money, friends.
Oh my god, you're right. I should stop drinking.
I don't know how you got that out of it, but if I helped your life, good, okay?
Yo, I just saw her face. It's like she had a revelation. She had an epiphany. She was like, oh shit.
I don't want to be
More alcohol for me.
No, you're enjoying your time. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Yeah.
Your youth.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I don't drink. I'm like team forever sober.
I mean, you've only been able to buy alcohol for like, what, 3 years, right?
I'm considering picking up drinking.
Oh,
Is that in all states in America that you can't drink until you're 21?
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, no. Yeah. I felt like that for a while.
Yeah, I mean, it makes complete sense. Think about it. You can literally sign up and go to war and hold a fully automatic machine gun and take lives, but you can't drink. It's crazy. It's actually completely logical.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
Wait, can't you drive a car in America when you're 16?
When I'm drunk before.
Yeah.
Wait, how old do you have to be to vote in America?
18.
Yeah, you can vote, but you can't drink, dude.
Right.
That's why our nation's fucked.
Well, I think the reason why they can get or people are allowed to drive before that is because they want people to be able to show up to work at some job as part of the machine at an earlier age. Yeah, can't take the bus to work all the time. Yeah,
that's true. That's pretty true.
But you could drink on the bus.
That's right.
No.
Hey, they changed it to where you can't smoke till 21 now, right?
Yeah. The jewels and everything else.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait,
can you
pass that in Florida?
Nope. No blunt wraps either. You gotta wait till you're 21.
Wait, you could smoke. Can you smoke weed before 21?
No.
Okay, there's a lot of lawbreakers around these parts.
Oh.
There's been lawbreakers. I'm pretty sure I had somebody give me a pack of cigarettes at 16 just because I
Oh, for sure.
Oh man, I used to smoke a pack a day at 9 years old.
Have you ever done a drug in your life?
No, I haven't.
Just
World
blessing
of
your
Warcraft,
protection
dude.
the entire time, dude.
S-Fan's on the ultimate drug.
I think that's why I didn't drink, because I didn't have time for it.
Yeah, dude, hey.
That's fast.
That's life,
if you get drunk and miss a raid, dude, that's it.
Yeah,
You're
it's
losing.
like-
Dude, hey, let me tell you what, dude.
Bosses. Oh man.
I can tell that S-Man never done a drug because that 1 week it was a couple weeks ago. We were talking about heroin or just drugs or whatever.
Yeah,
he put like this like rubber like around his arm and he started slapping his arm.
Yeah. I seen a lot of crackheads though.
Yeah,
we have one on this
a lot of
podcast
crackheads
right
in
next
North Carolina.
to you.
That's for sure.
Yo, we got one right next to you, Abdu. Just look to your left over here, dude. Look to your right. He's right there, dude. You already know it.
Wait, who's on my left? Hold on, let me look on the cast. Oh,
no one. He's talking about Slash.
I think he's talking about bottom right.
Slasher, dude. Fucking Slasher. All right, so as far as the good stuff that's gone on, what has gone on? I feel like I've been in my.
I can't believe this anti-Semitism week in, week out. It's just unbelievable so far.
I mean, dude, I've been watching Curb Your Enthusiasm lately. Speaking of Judaism that you're talking about.
Oh, whoa! So I'm the token Jew now. Your token Jew friend. You can bring up the Jew.
Yeah, I can. Shabbat shalom, by the way. Anyways, realistically speaking, I was watching Curb. Dude, this new season, you have to admit, Slasher, if you've watched it, dude, you have to admit, dude, this is a full squad W season.
New season? I thought Curb Your Enthusiasm ended like 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
Nah, new season.
Dude, the old stuff was so funny, man. Old stuff was so funny.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the new one.
It's good. It's actually good.
Do you remember the episode where he goes to a funeral and then everyone's like zapping? He's like, well, like the food's good though, right? And they're just like, I don't know, just like, dude, it's so funny, man.
I love the Palestinian chicken one. That one's hilarious to me, dude. When Funkhauser tries going in with a yarmulke and he's like, oh, far too cocky of a move. He's trying to take it off. They all start cheering for him. Woo! And then he's fucking the owner of the Palestinian chicken store, and she's like, fuck me like you fucked my country. And Funkhauser walks in and he's shocked.
Look at the talent, okay? Look at it.
The hell is that?
What is that?
Yo, what the fuck was that?
What is that?
Is that Slasher?
That's Dareon
Someone
for
knows
sure.
what it was.
Who's over there watching?
Who is that?
Who is it?
I think somebody went on speaker on Slasher's mic because he's muted now, and he's just trying to make sure the subject moves on.
now I know it's Devin then.
That was Dareon.
Sorry, that was my.
My hands are right here.
Who's looking up?
I'm gonna say that it was Slasher.
Yeah, I think it was Slasher. Though.
Is Poke here? Did
Darian,
did Poke infiltrate the Discord? Is he here?
Darian, check your mic because here tap on your headset because I don't think that's the mic that's picking up. Yeah, that's not it. I think it's using your monitor or something.
It might have been Abdu, dude. He's looking kind of guilty. It sounds
Abdu.
Oh no! Who's?
Hey,
were you on Bo's Twitter? Were you on Bo's Twitter?
Nah, I wasn't on Bo's Twitter. Nah, I was. It was some
On
random
my
shit on Twitter.
Why?
He's like, no, I was on our Instagram.
No, I wasn't.
Why? Because it sounded ebony.
Okay, chill. Okay.
Hey, look, I'm fat for the day. I chill. Okay. No, but I'm saying, no, it was some random shit on Twitter.
I love you guys. I love that, dude. I can't. I love it, dude. Wow,
wait, are you big?
I love that. That was hilarious. What?
Are you Big Boss Bose? Is that your Instagram?
Yes.
Yes, that's me.
It says
That's
marketing and digital strategist. Is that true?
Oh, I just quit my job. I was a marketing.
When are you coming back to Twitch? Are you on Twitch now?
Devin's in love. Devin's in love.
Yo, you heard that? You heard that, bro?
Devin is
I finally found someone.
Bro, so Devin is one of the biggest marketing strategy people on.
Oh my god, I've been in marketing for years. Dude, I could go. Let's talk. Actually, though, seriously. Oh my god, sorry. Yeah, I just quit my job at Live Nation. I was a national marketing director.
Oh my god, I have so many things to ask you. That's so cool.
You're gonna whisper analytics into each other's ears? This is great.
I'm also a statistics major. Absolutely.
Oh my god.
I quit last week and I come back to Twitch next Friday.
Devin's turning red.
Analytics, dude. I told you it would pay off one day.
Yo, Dev, go change your pants, man. Change your pants. My boy.
Hey, Devin,
next time on Wash the Rets.
Devin, I just want to let you know. Devin, I just want to let you know. Thank you for donating your kidney for my transplant that I'm going to be having. It was really nice of you to do that, and all the money that you've lent me was incredible, saving me from the fire and saving all those animals from the burning building.
And lending me the Ferrari.
Really,
seriously, I'll give you my ticket.
Yes, for letting me the Ferrari.
Yeah, let me.
Seriously,
no
Devin,
problem,
thank
guys.
you so much.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks for bringing it back in one pieces. Appreciate that.
No problem, dude.
And I always got another kidney slasher. I always got your back, dude.
No, thank you. You really, I could not do it without.
Wait, how did you
Such a
find
good
me?
guy. Really, such a good dude.
Because you're on. Because you're on.
I'll remember this.
you're on the podcast and it says your name on everything.
I mean, yeah, but he was just like, "Are you Big Boss Bose on Instagram?" And I'm like, "Did I say something? Hello?"
No, I literally just I googled
why am I
you and then
searching myself.
I googled you because Abdu googled you, and then I was
No,
like,
I know. I
saw-
real life did. I real life was just on Twitter though. I can show y'all. It was a random video on Twitter. It wasn't.
It's okay, dude. You're fine.
Okay.
Bose, I have a really old clip of you. That's fucking. I thought was really hilarious. I just found it.
Wait, who just said that? No, dude, I did so much fucked up
No,
shit
no,
on
no,
Twitch
no,
when I
no, no.
started.
Here.
Like, there's a clip of me
No.
throwing a whiskey bottle at my mom.
It's clean, and it's right there. I don't know if you see that. I put it in Discord.
You want to play it?
You had this little xylophone thing. It was funny.
No, this is the old one. This is the one with the ISIS flag. No, I don't know what this is.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yo.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
No, that's not the. Is that in the background? Oh, okay.
That's a
Okay, sorry. I
goddamn
didn't see
ISIS
that. I
flag.
just thought the xylophone thing was like funny. All right, never mind.
Where the fuck do you buy an ISIS flag without getting flagged by the FBI?
Yo.
What the hell?
It's not a literal ISIS flag, but I'm big. Look,
It's the
Twitch,
Second
I
Amendment,
started
right?
in 2015, so like Twitch was like at its worst. Like I've had everyone would say it was an ISIS flag.
Yeah.
It's a really old clip. There's like a Deftones flag and a Second Amendment flag. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. There's a Second Amendment flag. Whatever.
Just what's the topic?
Well, the topic is why the ISIS flag shouldn't be allowed on Twitch. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
I still want to know about this marketing. You've got Dave Chappelle in a picture here.
Yeah, dude, Dave Chappelle, he's great. He's great. He's really
This is fucking insane.
And then I was at a Dave Chappelle weeks ago
Your
and
mic's cutting in and out.
Oh shit, sorry. Hello?
Yeah, you're good.
Hi.
You're good.
I was there the other day, and you know what was interesting? And I'm like, should I even say this? But I'm just gonna fucking say it, whatever. Aziz Ansari was there, and I didn't know him, and he didn't know the girl I was with, and he looked like he was terrified of women, and I felt so bad. He looked like he was terrified of women that he didn't know because, I don't know, maybe he didn't know what they were capable of, or he just didn't know.
Well, he had a bad run-in.
Yeah, it's because he went through that like the allegations.
The bad date.
Absolutely. And like that was an interesting case for me because there's a clip of I think somebody named like Ashley Banfeld or Ashley Bancroft or something like shitting on the woman that made this allegation that almost ruined his life. And like I could feel it from him like a year or two later, and like that was like really powerful for me because I was like, damn. But I didn't talk to him or anything. Like I didn't want to invade his personal space. I didn't want to like freak him out or anything. But like I'm really curious what is going to happen to some of the people that had to deal with that years later because I saw it.
You're talking one right here. That's literally why I still preach to this day, and I'm passionate about it. And everyone else wants to label this and that and talk shit. But at the end of the day, it's scary. It's a scary thing because there's no oversight. There's no control. There's no power over. If someone decides to go and do it, right? Damage is done, and then they come and say sorry. There's no punishment. There's no oversight to. Okay, you just tried ruining this person's life. You just tried taking everything and then ended up that you're lying and no one cares. You just move on and move about your life. I mean, this happened with Johnny Depp, right? Everyone with Johnny Depp.
Oh, yeah.
They were so fucking quick to take everything away to strip him. He lost Pirates of the Caribbean. He lost so much of his world. And now it came out that she was the one lying. She was the abusive one. And look, no one gives a fuck. Is she in jail?
Dude, I actually
it didn't even hit headlines.
Are these same fucking screechers, these SJW blue-haired fucking screechers, are they still preaching in the name of quote-unquote equality right now, trying to get justice for him? Fuck no, I don't even see them anywhere. They're hiding under a fucking rock and eating a bunch of Dunkin' Donuts and getting fatter than they are. Fuck them. So at the end of the day, that's just what it is.
This is something that's really sensitive to me because a very good friend of mine that I worked with had something happen to him in the same vein. And about 2 days later, she tweeted, "Damn, I thought I would have got more followers off of that."
Yeah, it's shameless. Believe me, I know.
Jeez.
It's fucking shameless.
Yeah.
It is so shameless, and it's disgusting how I cannot stress enough how the same people who sit there and cover in the name of equality say nothing when the truth comes out. Because if you're for equality, it shouldn't matter which side is getting it. You should be fighting equally, right? Like, so it's so sad to me when I see nothing being said by the same people going after him to defend him.
Right. Yeah, there was like that guy. Who was that guy? Was it Pro Jared or whatever? There's some shit like that too, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then I saw his thing.
Response video. It was definitely written by a lawyer because that shit was too good.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I watched it.
You
It was
always
like,
know.
and it went
Yeah.
under the radar. No one ever knew about it. I stumbled upon it, and it was like his take on it, and like pretty crazy, man, because it fucking ruined his shit. You know, I don't know.
Wasn't there a Chris Hardwick too?
Yeah, Chris Hardwick too. That was with Chloe Dextra. She wrote an article, didn't put his name in it. Everyone figured out it was him, and I think she got a lot of hate for a while, but no, she's fine. You know, he's not. He's okay, but she's fine.
Yeah, it's very fucking sad. It's unfortunate. It's terrible. But hey, that's where we're at. That's where we are right now. And so I actually don't. Yeah, him being scared, I 100%. And that's what I brought up earlier. The Curb Your Enthusiasm season. For those that are familiar with Curb, he actually does the entire season so far as Squad W. It's what we preach here. It's just double standards. It's like ridiculous shit that's over exaggerated, but everyone seems so they're too scared to talk about how ridiculous some of the things are. So he makes jokes out of them, which I'm surprised HBO even allowed. And you know, since that shit's extremely like democratic and liberal, where the fuck the wording is, right?
What the fuck are you talking about? No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. Do that entire Hollywood scene. Hollywood, yeah, Hollywood in general.
But HBO is there to make money.
Yeah, but Hollywood in general is leftist, are they not?
I mean, probably the actors and actresses within the scene are probably more left than they are right, but everyone's job is to make money. So HBO lets them do whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I guess HBO is more capital. Yeah, I guess you're right. But anyways, he makes he makes this skit where he comments on his secretary's tattoo that's on her arm, visible to the world, and she says, like, you're violating my space. Like, this is my tattoo. I don't have to explain it to you. And then she ends up filing for sexual harassment. And
and he has to preface everything, like what he's doing, like the whole thing.
So he gets a video recorder. He like ends up finding a date, and she comes over and he gets a video recorder. He's like, I will be moving my left hand to your left shoulder. Is that okay? She goes, yes. Then he goes, to the video, you have seen that this is okay. He puts it there. He goes, now I will move my right hand to your right waist. Like, he names everything and like records it. Like, it's absolutely hilarious because it's exactly the jokes I make on my stream. So it's really refreshing to see that people are catching on that like actually have influence to how fucking ridiculous this is, especially when you see how many people combat me and say that what I'm saying is not true. This doesn't happen. I'm exaggerating for content. No, like, this is definitely a ridiculous thing that needs to be talked about because there's no fucking oversight over it. So it was refreshing to see Larry David put it into his skits. And yeah, you should check it out. Curb.
Yeah, I want to check it. Do you think it's changing? Do you think that like people are starting to realize like how ridiculous this stuff is?
Yeah.
And
the pendulum always swings very hard.
For sure, yeah.
And then it starts to level out.
Yeah.
I have Oh, go ahead. Sorry. No, I was just gonna ask Train. I said, have you ever seen people actually turn around and say sorry after they've trashed someone who was wrongly accused? Have you ever actually seen people?
They can't.
Have you? I was just wondering if anybody's ever seen it.
I haven't seen it.
It doesn't really, very rarely.
And even when it does happen, nobody gives a fuck because at this point, it's like,
yeah.
You know what though? We do have to take into account that the people that turn on someone and later find out they were wrong, they feel fucking stupid. So even though they may not outwardly express it, they'll think twice before they do that again.
Yeah, but I mean, for the most part, you already did. Sometime they've already done like irreversible damage, and it's just like that's what's like shitty about it.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Okay. So when you think about this specific circumstance, to go through with the action itself already kind of answers the question of would they say sorry, right? Because this isn't something where in the moment a mistake was made. To go through and say someone is doing something to you, like sexually assaulting you, harassing you, raping you. It's something that you have to sit there, you have to acknowledge and be aware that you're going to do, how you're going to go about it. You have to actually have crocodile tears. You have to go about it in a way where it's somewhat organized. If you do all these things in this premeditated way, you know, you've already convinced yourself that you're going to do this. So to come back and say sorry, like you've already considered the sorry thing to be off the table when you first decided to do it. This isn't like a one moment thing where you say, oh, yes, and you realize, oh, fuck, maybe I fucked up. No, this is something you have to premeditate. So that's why I think there aren't that many sorries in these cases, because it's an actual premeditated thing that goes way beyond just a simple mistake. It's just a plethora of mistakes that are combined into one big one. So yeah, that's why I think there's no sorries.
I also think it's no sorries also because every time that it is found out that someone was lying, nobody gives a shit. So they don't get all the harassment. They don't get all the whenever they tweet anything, oh, you got a million people just bashing you and telling you this and that. So they're not held responsible. So they don't care to take responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was also. Go ahead. Go ahead.
A dude at my college, he was on the football team. He hooked up with a girl. She said he raped him because he kicked her out. And then the night he lost his football scholarship, got kicked out of school the very next day. And it was all wrong. Yep. She didn't even show back up to court or anything.
It happened to my buddy too.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Is anyone here is anyone scared of putting themselves in that position?
Oh, I don't.
Being one-on-one with someone.
I don't have nothing to worry about. I'm a virgin.
I don't anymore.
Here's the thing,
dude.
Here's the thing.
No one on the show ever talks to women in real life, so there's no problem.
Zizarin, even with my guy friends, dude, I do a full like you can literally ask anyone I've gone to dinner with. Like I do a full pat. Like even guy friends. Like I don't trust anybody, dude. It's just like it. Because no one
do a full pat down.
I do a full pat down.
So the reason I asked was because at one of the Twitch Londons, I ended up sharing a hotel room with one of my female friends, and that was fine. And then also my moderator came out. We were just hanging out one-on-one, eating a KFC in the hotel room. But
did your moderator make sure she didn't try and pull anything weird?
No,
I would never share a hotel room with a girl at a Twitchcon.
Right, and that's what my manager told me afterwards. He was like, "This, you're way too naive, and you need to be more careful." I'm like,
"Yo, I did that shit quite a lot with two girls that I was dumb cool with. We had an Airbnb. It was cool. I wasn't bad, but I don't think I'll do it again. Now.
Yeah.
After all this shit, it's I don't.
You know, this for me, this draws a really interesting dichotomy because women and I always get nervous when I say anything because I feel like I'm gonna say too much. But women, we kind of like to be pursued. We if a man's not flirty enough, we're like, oh no, he doesn't like me. So with all of this going on and men becoming a little more withdrawn, I see a huge issue in the next 5 to 10 years when this becomes normal and men don't make the first move and men don't outreach enough and women are like, oh my God, he doesn't like me. That's just what we do. And so I'm a little concerned about things moving forward because so many men are afraid to initiate on a woman because they don't want it to be misconstrued.
Yeah, that's already happening.
Yeah, I mean, and this is just
with
the start.
MGTOW and stuff like that, right?
It's gonna start to be baked into men, I think, and women. I don't know how much we're gonna change.
No, y'all gonna have to see.
No, here's what's gonna happen.
It's gonna get real. Once women, and then that's when women gonna be like, y'all gonna feel what it's like.
Yeah. Hey, whoa, not me. I send the first message.
Oh, see, I fucks with that. That's dope.
But I see that a lot in my female friends that they want more from the man, and I get concerned when I see how many men are retracting because they don't know what is okay. It's a lot of women are saying that's not okay, that's not okay, that's not okay, but they're not saying what is okay and how to do it, and that leaves a lot of confusion in it from a male point of view.
Man, oh, sorry. You go ahead. I'll go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go.
I was gonna say, for that type of thing, anyone who's got an attitude like that, I always write these people up. I see people say stupid shit like that, all the time on Twitter, and it's just it's just an easy way for me to identify somebody who doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. When it comes to stuff like that, and it's kind of I don't know. I feel like everybody should kind of go about their own path anyway, and not really, feel it out and how they interact with other people. Whenever I see somebody barking about oh my God, some guy did this, that, I was well, I don't fucking do that. And I try to teach other people around me, how to be respectful. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things. Everyone's got to take their own path and not be so. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you.
I know
So does everyone.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for the wife rack. It never came, dude.
No, I know what you mean. You mean like just live, just do what you do, and like you think.
Yeah. I try not to take like all these other things into.
Yeah, I don't think like that shit either. Because the way I look at it is like, if a girl like you, bro,
she's gonna let you know.
And this is the thing too. Like this is another thing that's so confusing because women gotta also admit that when they like dudes more, they allow way more shit than when they don't like someone.
Yeah,
right. For sure.
If a girl don't like somebody, the amount of shit she you on like the thinnest of thin lines, but if she like your ass, you could do whatever the fuck.
It's true. My boyfriend, we've been dating for about 2 years, and at the beginning of the relationship, at one point in the beginning of the relationship, he got lunch with his ex-girlfriend, which would have been inexcusable. But I was so.
But it was a week.
I liked him. But anybody that was a few notches I don't know if
I am so happy that you're both bringing this up because I tried. Listen, dude, I feel like on Twitch. Listen, I feel like on Twitch there's so many people who, sadly and unfortunately, and hopefully someday they do, haven't lived through the experiences of what they preach. Right. So a lot of certain streamers, they come to me and say, "Oh, what you're saying, it's incel." And what I say is exactly what you and Abdu just said, Bose. If the girl likes you and you flirt in the same exact way as she would perceive it from someone she didn't like as creepy, but she likes you, to them it's hot for the person she likes, right? That simple double standard right there is a very clear cut and real thing if you've experienced any sort of social interaction with the opposite gender or with the same gender if you're into that, right? So, like, so many people on Twitch, you can tell they haven't really experienced too much. And they're just like trying to logically deduce and just jumble it up into incelism. But at the end of the day, this is exactly how it is, right? And there's no problem with that, but that's just how it is, and that's a goddamn Squad W. Good shit, boys. All right.
I feel like human behavior.
That's human behavior in anything.
If you already don't like someone, everything they say is annoying, right? Like, they fucking crossed the road. What a fucking bastard. Whereas, like, say I like look up and like Sakisha, if he tells a joke, even if it's not a funny joke, you're probably gonna like it. You're just predispositioned to like.
That's exactly right. Hey, that's exactly right. And I call them. Listen, I don't even go Squad W route with those guys. I go hate. I call them hate watchers. Right? I call them hate watchers. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. And hey, hate watchers, Squad R, baby.
I feel like there's still a way to like approach things with confidence with girls, but I just like communicate very clearly. Like, I am now putting my hand down your pants. Do you consent? Yes, no. Maybe I'm too like business oriented, but
I'm now putting my hand on
your pants. Said to me like in the middle of it, like, do you consent? I'd be like, what the fuck? No, not now, bitch.
Devin's the type of dude to make the girl sign a contract.
Do you?
Yeah,
consent?
I do. Absolutely.
Sign this contract before I slide in your pants.
NDA.
For sure.
Absolutely.
There is no way to make a woman drier than to ask her if she is ready to perform the act you're trying to do.
Well, there is one way. There is one way.
Trying to ask a girl, do you consent to get oral?
What if she's a lawyer? Do you think she'd be into that sort of
It's
thing?
like, ma'am, are you familiar with the term fellatio?
I'm about to tear that ass up. You got a pen? The representing party,
the representing party, also called the fellatio handler. You agree to at least 3 sucks. Yeah, dude. I'm all about the contracts, man.
Excuse me, miss. I'm going to piss on you. Can you please sign here?
Jesus, Slasher. I can see you being into that too, dude.
I know Slasher a freak nasty. Look at him, bro.
Yeah, dude.
See, outside nasty, man.
Slasher he goes the deepest in here, man. Like, I would not want to know.
Dude, Slasher's the type of dude that, listen, he has a dick and he's also putting a strap-on on. He's got that double dick going, dude. He's got that double dick.
You ever been double penetrated by one person?
Y'all are funny, but it's my nap time.
All right. I got another replacement, no problem. Bose, you are irreplaceable. No, don't worry. You're irreplaceable. I'm looking forward to having you back on. You're great. You're amazing. And you fit 2 quarters, so it's. I'm just kidding. No.
Oh my God. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. No.
I'm coming back to Twitch, so I'll be on more. I'm down.
Okay. No, Bose.
Please please give me 2 hours notice instead of 20 minutes notice?
Yeah, you're never gonna get that.
Yeah,
Look,
that's
the
true.
20 minutes notice is basically a 2-hour notice because it starts 3 hours after.
Oh,
So,
that's fair.
you
That's
know.
fair. I had time to put on eyeliner and eyebrows and shit. I don't have any eyebrows.
All right, hey. You sound, hey.
Hey, wait, Bose, I have a future tip for you. You're now single from now on.
Yeah, because
Oh, true. If you want to get viewership up, you're now single on the platform.
But I stream on Twitch for fun. I got like I'm good. I'm just here for shit. Trust me, I'm not gonna be streaming on Valentine's Day or my birthday trying to get more money. I'm
All
just
right,
here for
let's
shit
take a
and
test real quick, Bose. Let's take a test. Let's take a test real quick. Chat. If you prefer her single, gift subs. If you prefer her to be honest, Twitch Prime and Tier 1. Twitch Prime Tier 1 for her to be honest. Gift subs for her to lie and say she's single to give some of you hope.
Oh my god, that's so... Wait, somebody buy me a sub. Big Boss Bose, buy me a sub. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, we got one Twitch Prime for honesty. I guess the gifters aren't out tonight. Any gift? Oh, we got one gifter. Okay, it's tied right now, guys. It's 1-1. We have one gifter and one Twitch Primer. Let's, guys, it's tied. We have to break the tie here. We need either a gifter or oh, there we go. We have another gifter here. The gifters are up. We have another gifter. Right, that means the lie is the real. Any Twitch Primers? Any Twitch Primers? We're going for one Twitch Primer. We have another gifter. That's another gifter. That's 3 gifters to the 1. We are literally 42 subs away. We have a Twitch Primer. Twitch Prime. That's 3-2. 3-2. Do we have any Twitch Primers to tie the game? Tie the game. Twitch Primers. Any Twitch Primers? 3-2 right now. Let's get it to 3-3. 3-3. Any 3-3ers? Twitch Prime. Oh, there's another gifted sub from Just Saying. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. We are almost at 12,300 subs, guys. We are 40 subs away. All right,
breathe, man, breathe.
You could be an auctioneer, like a Twitch auctioneer for Twitch Prime.
10 gifted subs. Scam train.
I'm a fault with. Somebody gifted me a sub. Thank you. Wait, no. I'm about to leave, but before I go, tell your backup to shut the fuck up. Wait 1 second. I got a question and I got a topic.
All right, Nim, shut the fuck up.
All right. All right.
Be a juicy one.
Should female Twitch streamers lie about their relationship status?
I have a better one.
Absolutely.
Hold on. I have a better one. Should female?
Wait, why just female? Why just female?
But why?
Business reason.
Yeah, not just women. Men should hide their relationship status too. I mean, women want their dick all. I mean, like Trihex was on here earlier. I want Trihex now, so I mean.
I'm a speedrunner. They just assume I'm single.
Okay.
Any 100 gifters?
But no, serious question is that because I know in pop it's very common. You are not allowed to have a boyfriend. It cannot be public knowledge. You cannot say anything about that because obviously it lessens the appeal. But the appeal that it lessens, what do you need out of that? Like, why is it a cause to lie, like to viewers or anything?
Dude, that whole topic is fucking hilarious because I've seen like VIPs in chat with like the 100,000 bit thing, and like somebody says boyfriend, and like, you see that person pop up and be like, excuse me.
I wish that was like the moment that I wish you had a webcam. I wish you had a webcam for viewers at that second just to see their like soul like crunch up a little bit when that goes on, dude.
Yeah. Well, dude, every time a female streamer goes on like an IRL stream outside and they even talk to a random guy, you see like half of the VIP chat and the ones that have donated the most amount of money. Like, oh my god, why is she talking to this?
Talking that jerk.
What is this guy?
Talking that asshole.
Let's get him out of here, okay?
Let's ask you. Okay, Bowles, do you think male streamers should hide their whether they're with the girl or not?
Their relationship
Well,
status?
here's the thing, okay?
Don't answer it as if.
Well, here's the truth. Here's the truth, okay? It's an unfortunate double standard we live in that actually hurts women. But when men have a girlfriend, it doesn't matter. Men, that looks good. You got a girlfriend, great. You don't have a girlfriend, great.
True.
You have a girlfriend, it doesn't matter. Force and CD, fuck it, right? Like, no matter what, you win if you have a girlfriend as a man or you don't, right? As a woman, you're fucked. So that's a double standard for the women. And it's an unfortunate one, but yeah.
But it's what are you fucked in? You get less viewers and less money? Like
and then they know you getting clapped. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I want to clap and somebody else is clapping. So it's like,
they got to think they have a chance.
Yeah,
you know what? Here's the kind of issue with that is that like I've been on Twitch since 2014 or 2015, and I've run into some viewers where that was an issue. And if there is a chance that you want to clap, I can't give you that chance, so why would I reel you in?
Because they're giving you $10,000.
Exactly. No. And I'll digress because my situation doesn't relate to everyone, but like I have a job, so that's not a primary concern for me. But I don't know. I think.
How about you quit?
I got a little contractor gig.
See, that's the thing though. I feel like your situation
your boy is out here.
Yeah, your situation is different, but like for most other people, they're trying to maximize profit. So it's like, in order to maximize profit, you know, they're trying to get the most people they can.
It gives you a very different mindset on streaming, I think, when you don't like you reach one of 2 points, right? Either you have another job where you have income, or you're actually like making so much money you don't give a shit. I feel like your content gets better.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Well, I think it depends.
When you don't give a shit, content is better for sure.
Okay, wait. I'm going to answer Bose's question by posing this: who's the #1 female streamer on this platform?
Pokemon.
And is she single?
Oh, that's true. Very ambiguous. We
You know the thing is,
I don't know.
No one knows.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Yeah, but
I don't think she's single, but she getting clapped, boy.
Well, yeah, and like
I don't know who she getting clapped by, but I know she getting clapped. You know,
there's somebody for sure.
Part of it. That's an important part. Lying about it is one thing, but avoiding the question and rerouting is a totally different thing.
I think Poki is like an actual like ninjutsu master of that shit too.
Yeah.
She like doesn't even let anything on. Like I legitimately have no idea.
I mean, listen, all of you, you can call a ninjutsu master, what the fuck that means, but realistically, it's pretty fucking cut and dry and simple, right? You either answer directly, and that means no. If you don't answer directly and you reroute, that's the answer itself, right? It's not that complicated, right? If you have to reroute, that's the answer itself, right? Like, be smart. Right. So let's not overly complicate and overly give credit, right? That's just the truth.
Because here's the thing. Hold on. If she says no, then people could assume that like, or they'll try and insert their own feelings, like, oh, she's looking. And let's go to that. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, there is a larger problem with Twitch chat. Look, I don't know if the people are in your Twitch chat right now, Train, or anyone out there.
It's podcast days, so there's a lot of degenerates in here.
You guys need to stop donating to multimillionaires who have like multi-million-dollar streams. They don't need your.
Don't worry, I muted him. Don't worry. I muted him.
I know, like you're talking about the guys with like these huge deals and this and that, sure, but like,
don't donate to them, and don't donate. You think that like you are somehow going to have some chance with her because you're giving her this random girl that you don't know. She doesn't know you. Other than
this part I'll unmute.
Right, but not going to get you. Not gonna help you fuck her. We're literally, it's never gonna happen. It never happens.
If anything, it kills your chances. I ain't gonna lie, because
I've never heard a story of it happening.
Well, here's another thing: is like they might have. They might have this. Am I muted?
No.
No, go ahead.
That like I know you're talking about like these guys with, like master streams or whatever, but like people legitimately might want to like give like $3 or $5 or whatever just for TTS on the stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like they literally might just be paying because they want attention from TTS.
Sure.
So there's that too.
There's a myriad of reasons. I remember back in the day, Kitty Plays. This was the most gangster shit I've ever seen in my life. She used to hang up a flag behind her of the country that was the top donor. So like if Sweden was the top donor for the day,
that's smart.
the Swedish flag would go up, and then if like Switzerland beat them out, she would switch it out for the flag of Switzerland. And they were essentially competing not for her attention, but for their country's dominance. And
that's insane, yeah. I mean,
that's
I wouldn't say that's
so
the country's
smart.
dominance. I would say that's the country's.
Hey, bro, hey, I'm gonna stop you, bro. But hey, I got you, bro. You know, I'm gonna stop you, though.
My man.
You know what I'm saying?
Which country is the hardest?
That'd be a cool study to run, actually.
I would say it's probably America, to be honest. I'd say it's America.
I don't know.
Dude, no, I used to watch those streams back in the day. America was not winning. It was like Sweden.
I know the answer. I know the answer for sure. It's Denmark. Dude, Denmark? How do you know someone's from Denmark? Don't worry, they'll tell you. Like, seriously. They got DK in their name. They're like, hey, sorry I got banned from your stream. I'm from Denmark, okay?
Any Denmarkers in the chat, boys? Any Denmarkers? Do we have any Denmarkers? If you're from Denmark, gift a sub. Since you have any other.
I just realized, like, my girlfriend's Danish, and she started putting up flags, like Danish flags, in my apartment.
Yeah, I love the Danish. I do, but you know they like their attention. You know they really do.
Yeah.
Okay. So I Swedes and go ahead, sorry.
I'm for real departing. I know you have a backup. I know you have a replacement for me, sir.
You're irreplaceable, Bozo. Bozo.
Okay, I'm coming back to Twitch next week, so I will be around.
Yeah, guys, check her Twitch channel out, Big Boss Bose. But as she has said, she does not. As you already know, she has a boyfriend, so donate everything you're gonna donate to her to me. Okay, guys? We need gifted subs, and tier 1 and Twitch Primes. We are 24 subs from 12,300, and we are 624 subs from 12,900.
Okay. Goodbye,
All right.
goodbye, gentlemen. And
Bye.
goodbye.
See you later, Big Boss Bose. Twitch.tv/Big Boss Bose, guys. Give her a goddamn follow and go check her out. She's just as edgy as all of us, and she has the goddamn intelligence of Devin Nash. She has the goddamn. No, I just leave. Okay.
There goes the last woman that will ever relate to me with analytics, dude.
Oh, Devin.
Yeah, feels. Can I get some feels bad?
I actually have a something. Well, a topic we can kind of talk about. Well, once you get this,
I gotta see who's ready. I gotta bring Fandy and NymN.
I do have to say, look, to just extend this a little, there is a huge opportunity for dudes in like the geek world who like video games or comic books or whatever. There are more hot women into like nerdy shit that there are ever. And there's so many simps in like all men that they can't hit on women properly. So if you just have a fucking little bit of a brain and some charisma, you can actually hit on girls and
self-respect.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
It's one of those. True.
Welcoming in Raul from Super Seducer 3. We can see him in here. Raul from Super Seducer 3. He has been accepted to Super Seducer 3, the game by Richard La Ruina.
Wait, so they've already told you your character and everything? No.
He is Raul the bartender.
We've discussed the script. Yeah, I mean, I'm shooting on Tuesday, so.
Dude,
that's cool, man.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Congrats, man.
What if I suck, guys? Then what?
Then just don't suck.
What do you want the stream? It's fine.
Hey, if you suck titties, man.
Just be good.
It's true. True. We'll figure it out.
Hey.
We'll do a part about sucking instead.
Wait,
what's up, man?
There's no actual sex in the Super Seducer, right?
No. I mean,
I'm gonna shame.
Wouldn't you think that should be in the end of the game? Like eventually at the very end, you get to have sex with the girl you.
I think that does happen.
I want to watch NymN. I want to see your bare ass just going right.
I don't know what the age rating is on the game actually, so maybe because of that you're not allowed to do it. Also, they want people to stream it on Twitch, right? So that's
Yeah.
NWK's chills because Shooter
maybe
only
we
has
can
so
work
many
something
hands.
out in DMs instead.
Fuck up. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna message Richard and see if you can get a line in there that says Squad W. That's gonna be a good fucking line, dude. Fortunately, me and Richard are somewhat close, so maybe I'll do him a favor. He can do me one. That'll be good. I love Richard. He's the nicest guy in the world, dude. Richard's absolutely a sweetheart. Like I can see how like the dude is just like just by like talking to me, I would suck his cock. Like he's so charming. He's just such a good dude. I cannot explain. Like having him on the podcast was such an amazing experience. He's just such a nice guy. And it's insane that his
2
wife
minutes into my podcast experience and you're already talking about sucking a dude's cock.
That's right, baby.
That's literally every podcast. So.
Yeah, big facts.
I'm just thinking in my head, like, how long does it take? It's the same, like, if you bring on Soda Pop and we can start the timer, see how long it takes for him to start talking about masturbation.
True, that's another good one.
That's true.
Scuff podcast bingo, dude.
Okay, hey, I got a quick one. Okay, so how much for Twitch EU Amsterdam? I think there's going to be something that happens, like with like Twitch streamers. There's going to be like some US Twitch streamers that just can't handle the shit. They're going to smoke too much pot or whatever, too much absinthe, something, and there's going to be some shit going down. I can just feel it in my plums, man.
We gotta put you out on
Thank you.
leash. I don't know.
bro.
So
That's why I'm
you've
not
been to
going.
both of them, Sakisha, right? What did you prefer, like the European ones or the American
No,
ones?
I didn't go to the EU one last year, but yeah.
They have like the German efficiency is crazy. There's like no queues. Like not even because there was like a lack of people, they were just handling them so fast. It's insane.
Yeah. They've gotten better. Yeah. I remember like the first time it was just a shit show. I don't know if anybody remembers TwitchCon. Was it last year? Or was
the one before there?
The one before last year, yeah, where like people were waiting in line for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah,
and shit.
San Jose was fucking horrible.
Wait, San Jose or Long Beach? Which?
It was San Jose.
Both of them were terrible.
Really?
Which one was the one with the hotel protests where they were just like standing with like posters yelling for no reason?
Yeah, San Jose. That was
horrible. Why did they do that?
They do that everywhere. Too.
No. That was a protest because the people at the hotel happened to they were doing like a workers' strike thing, whatever.
Yeah,
it had nothing to do with Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Actually, it was funny story about that. All the people that were striking up front. I was getting in my ride leaving, and somebody goes, one of the protesters said something and thought I was Dr. Disrespect. They're like, "Hey, Doc, love you." Anyway,
it's great.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
I didn't know he was at TwitchCon.
The best thing about the European one was that the age limit was 18, so there was like no 14-year-olds thinking I was Ninja. That was great.
Nice.
Seriously, that blue hair. It's like
you should do your blue hair again and just walk around taking pictures.
I mean, like at my meet and greet at one of the American ones, there were like a group of like 12-year-olds. They came up, and as soon as they saw my face, like up close, they left the meet and greet line except for one. He stood next to me taking a picture. I was like, "Wait, do you play Path of Exile?" He's like, "No." I was like,
"You knew."
That's brutal.
That's so funny.
And like, so many people going like, "Hey, Ninja, here, actually, fucking in New Zealand." Like in New Zealand for the Path of Exile convention, right? There were loads of people like asking for pictures and stuff. But when I was out getting food, somebody said, "Hey, Ninja, can I get a picture?" And I just only heard like, "Can I get a picture?" So I started standing next to him. He looked fucking disgusted at me. He had like hatred in his eyes that I like started getting ready for the picture. Like, who the fuck do you think you are?
I give you a dirty.
Is that why you don't do the blue hair anymore?
No, I just like figured I'm gonna re-dye it in like a week or so.
Just reset.
Yeah, like let my hair like heal.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually agree with these Zakusha. Somebody might like do a little bit too much of something and then it turns into a thing, maybe. I don't know.
Someone in chat says, "Is Zizzorn in a wheelchair?" Yes. Please don't bring it up too much.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
You know what?
Zillion walks the earth, dude. Does anyone remember that?
You gotta what?
You know what? You know what, Ziz? Your angle does make you look like you're sitting very low in your chair.
It kind of does.
Yeah. I never really thought about that because you can't tell on your stream because you got the green screen.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the dude? Oh,
I'm the only one, dude. Zillion walks the earth. You remember that?
Yeah, it's the guy who the scammer.
And then like his girlfriend was trying to cover it up or whatever.
They all did.
She was like, "Oh, yeah, that's old school Twitch stuff."
I know, dude.
Yeah. That was one of like the first times I heard about Twitch, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, most of the Zoomers in chat don't even know what you're talking about.
Because that guy,
they're like, "Oh yeah, League of Legends, Zillion, hey, clocks are cool." No, that's not what we're talking about.
Me. Literally me. I thought you were making a League reference.
No, there was Train. You'd be Train. Okay, listen. If this had happened during the Scuff podcast times, you would be like all over this topic. This guy,
that shit was crazy.
This guy basically, he went for like, was it like a year?
Oh, it was a long
fucking time. He pretended to be a paraplegic and he like got all these donations and all this stuff off of it from Twitch. And then literally one day he leaves his webcam on and he just stands up and walks away.
Yeah, he forgot about it. No, it wasn't even like he left his webcam on. He was like, "All right," he went up to go get a drink or something and stood up. And then he was like, his girlfriend was on comms. Was like, "Oh fuck."
He was sitting like this and the thing, and then you just see him get up, and then it was like, he knew he fucked up.
Yeah, and everyone says Zillion walks the earth, dude.
There's a Path of Exile player that's a paraplegic. He's called No Hands Ken, and he's paralyzed from the neck down. Still plays hardcore on Path of Exile, and he plays with a straw. So he has to like move his mouth around to move.
That's
and he has to like inhale on the straw to like left click and like blow into the straw to right click. It's insane.
Jesus.
Dude, some of the determination for some of these folks doing stuff like that, like Like when you have like use of your limbs in your hands and like you're having a shitty day, you know, you drop a sandwich or something, you're like, I ruined my day. Like, I mean, think of like, like we have to be thankful for all like these things, you know, like really your health, like it's so important, man.
I completely agree with you. You're completely right.
Just be thankful you don't have a stuffed nose, you know? Because when you have a stuffed nose, that's just the worst, and you can't imagine.
Oh, like when you're sick or whatever.
nice
When you're sick, all you can think about is being sick, dude.
Yeah, that shit is pretty trash.
That's a big true. It feels so bad to be sick.
Yeah. But now, I actually want to get to the topic that I want to talk about. We probably covered it before, but like just earlier they were talking about how content is better when you're financially free from streaming.
Yeah.
What do you guys feel about that? As far as like, do you feel like content is better because you maybe try harder, or is it better because, or would it be better if you were like financially free from streaming or whatever?
I'm such a strong believer in like I feel like people that are like a month out from failure on stream, you can like, you ever see those like really like desperate streamers that are actually, I get a lot of emails like that are like, I've been streaming for like 2 or 3 years, and then I'm like, I got one like last month that was like, I sold my car, and the guy had like 25 viewers, and he was like, I'm going one last month to try to make it, and it's like, man, when you have when you aren't thinking about like service to other people and like providing value, it just feels real bad. I feel like your content can go way downhill if you're just like month to month. Yeah.
I commenting on that is when you're in a bad spot like that, like when you need it, like there's a difference between being hungry, you know, and then desperate. Because like when you need it, you exude that, and other people start to like empathize for you, and that's kind of like a negative thing. Like a lot of times, I feel like whenever you hear people like, you know, bitching all the time, like people don't come to watch your stream to watch you fucking complain. They want to like kind of get their mind off their own shit. A lot of times, I can't speak for everybody. I'm just, you know, people want to kind of enjoy themselves, like a positive experience, you know, and like, you know, laughing and enjoy, entertain. You know, people don't just go watch movies to fucking feel like shit unless you're going to watch like Star Wars.
Some people definitely do enjoy watching a train wreck, if you will, on stream.
Well, sure, but drama, but
only temporarily. They don't want to come back.
Like they don't want to get exhausted.
The longer I spend on Twitch, the longer I realize that positivity actually matters so fucking much. Like if you're a consistently, there's so many people here that just like are like, man, fuck my day or fuck school or fuck whatever, and I just want to be here and chill, dude. And like the wholesome communities are the ones that actually survive and like thrive, I think.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So when the caster's hurting and like they feel like they need it, and they're like, hey, you know, we got these bills. Lights are gonna be off in like 10 minutes unless we get some good. You know, I mean, if it's a funny like a joke like ploy, like, you know, people might, but if people are like having to feel bad for you, like if you ever popped into someone's channel and they're like, oh hey, you finally showed up. Anyway, I got all these things to show you. You're like, bro, hey, I accidentally clicked on your shit. I'm fucking out of here, bro.
The guy that's like okay, how about the guy that's like 2 to 5 viewers, and then you pop up in their chat and they're like, SFan TV, hey, what's going on? And you haven't chatted yet. You're in the user list.
You're like,
oh, that's too bad.
I have the funniest story about that. So one time I went into a Athene stream, and
hold on one second. Who's breathing really hard?
Somebody's breathing really hard in the mic.
Yes. Calm down, dude. Yeah, dude. It's not that late at night, okay?
Abdul, are you still on Bose's Instagram?
I just fixed my mic.
Yo, shut up, man.
Hold it till the end of the podcast at least. Jesus Christ, okay?
All right, go ahead, Sven.
But yeah, no, I go into Athene's stream, and he's doing like some like this is I guess right whenever he started making his like new game that he's working on or whatever, his mobile game. And I'm just sitting there watching it, and I'm just like, okay, like what's going on here? And maybe like 2 or 3 minutes in, he just starts going, SFan TV, SFan TV, SFan TV, get SFan TV. And I'm like, wait, what? What the hell's happening? And he puts my face in the game of his game. And I think what he had is, I think he had somebody looking through the viewer list the whole time and telling him like, oh, who like partnered streamers and stuff were to get them in the game, to get them excited for the game. And it was so trivial. It like weirded the crap out of me. I was like, "Wait, what? What happened?"
Wow. Yeah, that's weird, dude.
That's
it was just surprising to me, right? Like,
everything you're explaining, I do on a regular basis. So like when I'm if I'm like, because like a good portion of my stream, like the first 3 to 4 hours of my stream, I basically do for free what others like have for TTS. I just go through my chat and I just sit there and just banter with them, shit talk them, they shit talk me. We just go at each other, and I'll open my viewer list like just to see what's going on. And I see some streamers coming, and I just call them out, and I'm guessing they're sleeping, trying to have a cozy night, and I'm like, hey, what up? I see you in there, Dareon. What's up, dude? The dude's probably jerking off on the other monitor. He's pissed. He's hearing my voice. That was last night. Yeah, I do this shit all the time, dude. It's actually hilarious.
I was beating my dick.
My man, dude.
Wait, but I use Chatterino, so whenever it's running, I'm in like 20 chats at once. Doesn't mean I'm watching the stream. So
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Like,
I've noticed
calling me
that.
out all the time when I'm not even.
Yeah, probably, dude. I do it with Fandy a lot, but Fandy told me she has Chatterino because Fandy's always in my chat. I'm like, the fuck? Like, what is she doing in here 24? She's in my chat more than I'm streaming. Like, it's fucking insane, but I realize she's Chatterino. It just keeps you logged in.
Yeah, I got Chatterino too.
Yeah.
Good.
I need to use Chatterino again. I didn't install my new computer yet, which has been like 2
I
months.
don't like the layout that much. I like never got used to it.
I think once you get used to it, it's nice. It's just nice to have like everything there.
I've been using
Everybody keeps
Chatty
telling me to get
for
it.
a long time. Chatty since like 2012, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the reason I want to start using it is whenever I raid someone, I have to like pop out my chat every time, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Just get used to the layout. It's not worse. It might be different, but it's not worse. So
yeah.
Guys, I'm so excited.
Why is that?
I am
excited.
I am 993 followers from 100K on Twitter.
Damn.
Well, it's actually
good,
insane.
man.
It's actually
How crazy is that? 100,000 on Twitter, dude. That's just.
Are you verified yet?
No, everyone says I should.
Dude, the verified thing, like you gotta know somebody or become part of like one of those orgs or something. That's fucking so weird, man. yeah, I know, right? It's like that. It's like,
well, we just verified this 8-year-old who's playing Overwatch. So okay.
Yeah.
I got an
that
email
shit
from
is
some
so
company
dumb.
who said they would guarantee a verify. It took them like I don't remember how long, and you had to pay.
But
them
here's the
a bunch
thing.
of money.
Like I still can't find out like what's the biggest like you can DM people who have their DMs closed, right?
Flex.
No.
No, the real
not true.
powerful thing about it is there's a so 2 things. One, you get a verified tab, so people that are verified can see your message in that tab. But the second thing that's the most powerful is it actually kicks up the if you reply to someone, it basically puts your reply first.
the top,
So they see it instantly.
Oh, really?
It's insanely busted. Yeah,
So
it's
he-
actually nuts.
I have a quick question about the verified thing. So anytime I've seen people's like some, well, not everyone, but some videos, and they post a video, I've seen ads on the videos. Do you have to opt in for that, or is that like forced on?
It's so it kind of depends, but Twitter has a partner program where you can actually like sign up for doing ads with them, but you have to kind of be like involved with an agency or involved with something to do it. But you can actually, like, a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually make a lot of money off of Twitter ads.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Like this is like a thing. Like you could have Twitter ads run on your videos, and you can make a lot of money off this. But you have to be part of an agency.
Right. I wasn't sure if it was an opt-in thing or if it was just like, hey, you're verified. We're now putting ads on your shit. You know what I mean?
It's been a thing they've been trying for a while. Yeah. It's actually pretty cool.
Hey, by the way, Devin, while we are on this topic, I guess it's sort of related. You know how we talked about it before on the show where you can't stream concurrently on multiple platforms?
Yes.
Well, ESPN is partnered on Twitch, and they stream on everything when they.
Yeah, they probably have a specific agreement. There's some organizations that have negotiated it out of their contract.
Well, I think Twitch probably wants to. I think Twitch probably wants to go more mainstream with stuff. Like I know they're doing stuff with TBS now too.
Yeah, like it makes perfect sense to me why they wouldn't fuck with ESPN. But like if a major partner tries to restream on a bunch of different platforms, like they'll come down on it.
Yo, by the way, Nim, I hired your YouTube editor for mine, dude. He's great.
Who?
I hired your YouTube editor.
Well, yeah, I heard that, but like I have a couple of guys to do it.
Yeah, I had a couple too, but I had to fire one. Shameless. But yeah, the other one, he's good. He's really good. Bolant. You know
that's great.
Bolant? Bolant?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Bolant's very talented. Yeah.
He is. Sweet.
I want to find this guy. His name's Sabor. He does some really good clips. I was watching Bolant's videos, and the next one was some guy Sabor. I'm like, damn, this is really good. I love this, my channel. And it ended up being Sabor's channel doing clips of my stuff on his YouTube. So I got to find this guy and hire him, dude. He's really good as well, dude. If I get Bolant and Sabor on my YouTube, it'd be insane.
You'd be unstoppable.
Unstoppable, dude.
Yeah. What do you want for your YouTube? Like, what do you want it to be like?
I just want, like, pretty much, like, there's a lot of so since I'm like extremely lucky with CS:GO unboxings, like these CS:GO unboxings, they're crazy amounts of views, and almost every other channel capitalizes from my unboxings. And like if I just had one person that was intelligent enough to grab my 95,000 different unboxings of rare shit that people who spend their entire lifetime just getting one of, that video right there is easily 500,000 to 1 million views, regardless of how big my YouTube is. So I just need someone to understand these like different markets and clickbait shit and capitalize off of that, right? But unfortunately, not many people do.
Yeah, I've like are there a lot of like people on YouTube that actually upload your content and then?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
There's one guy that I actually don't mind. I give permission to. I think that's great. That this guy named Chrono Yinger or something. I think it's Chrono Yinger. He's he does my CS:GO unboxings, and I've actually gained a lot from it. I mean, he's probably gained a lot of money from it, but I don't give a fuck. I've gained a lot of CS:GO YouTube viewers just to come watch me unbox shit.
Yeah, like that's the cool thing about YouTube is like you can get people to syndicate your content. It actually helps you a lot with viewers.
I mean, to kind of connect to what Abdu was asking and to what you were saying, Devin, most people are too naive in trying to make Twitch their full-time career, thinking they can make a full amount of income on just streaming. If you're really good at like making content and you know what you're doing, you need to do everything. You need to be streaming on Twitch, putting VODs on YouTube, doing Instagram, doing Twitter, doing Facebook, all at the same time, doing Snapchat, doing TikTok all at once, making content for all the different platforms and pushing them out. I mean, we had on Felix and Chapo Trap House on the show last week. They make over $300,000 on Patreon from just the fucking podcast. 300,000 from just the fucking podcast per month, I think. Not per year. It's 300 per month.
Dude, this is the number one problem I have right now, actually, is like, I just announced a TikTok challenge just to get myself like involved in this. It's a $500 tournament that anybody can create a TikTok. And the person that gets the most likes, follows, and stuff at the end of the month wins. And I'm trying to do
win that shit.
Yeah, dude. If one of you competed, you'd be very far along. One of the I'm trying to do right now 3 Instagrams a week, 1 TikTok a day, 1 LinkedIn post a week, 5 streams a week, 3 YouTube videos. I don't know how the fuck you do this. And I have a really kick-ass team too, and it's just so hard. Like to be a modern day content creator and be relevant everywhere. Fuck, man, I don't even know.
Yeah,
that's so hard.
Yeah. The hardest thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go. I'll go after.
I was just saying, the double dipping with YouTube and Twitch is like a pain. I got to figure out a better system myself, because one of the biggest problems is trying to get the actual footage of the the core parts that you want to put in there, and then culling it down from that point. Just going through, scrubbing through, and getting all the key moments that you want to put into a video is a real pain in the ass. That seems be the biggest issue.
I have a question.
Well, you need a team.
I have a question for you guys. Are cuties, are these genetically modified, or are these real fruits?
Well, all fruits are basically genetically modified at this point.
Right? Kiwis are delicious, bro.
Kiwis are good,
yeah.
Cuties in the just chatting section, or what the fuck are you talking?
Oh,
about?
kiwis.
He's talking like a little orange.
No, kiwis.
Dude, you know how to eat. You know how to eat
kiwis? Small oranges.
Dude, wait, kiwis or what?
No, cuties.
Cutie? What the fuck is a cutie?
It's a little orange.
Oh, I think you're talking about kiwis. Yeah. Okay, well here's life hack. Take a kiwi, you chop it in half, and you take a spoon and then run it. Yeah, that's how you eat a kiwi.
I just ate a thing of kiwis. I wish.
Wait, isn't that the normal way to eat them?
Not everybody knows that. Some people eat them fucking.
Oh, it's a brand for man.
I just bit into it.
Yeah,
kiwis make my tongue feel weird.
Yeah, kind of tickle a little bit.
No, it just it makes my tongue like it's a.
It's like a tingling filler.
No, it just makes it. It's I can't stand it. It actually bothers me.
We just had an avocado for the first time ever last year.
What?
It's very plain. I don't know what the hype is all about.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Avocados are amazing, dude.
I eat 1 avocado every day.
Yeah.
Every day I eat an avocado.
The only thing I like about them, if I put loads of salt and pepper on them.
No. Listen. I'm gonna give you a trick that I have invented here. Okay, you ready for this? What you want to do is get a little lime juice. Okay, squeeze some lime juice over it. Get a little paprika. Okay, sprinkle a little paprika over it. A little bit of salt, small amount of pepper, and you're good to go. The paprika.
Isn't that called guacamole?
No. The paprika
Okay.
paprika makes it delicious. Sprinkle a little paprika over it. It's
Okay.
delicious, dude. Just trust me.
Someone's been watching their Gordon.
Yeah.
Did you actually learn anything about cookies?
Yo, speaking of Richard, he just messaged me. I love him, dude. Oh
shit.
Hey, mate. Smiley face. I love him, dude.
Dude, Richard
Richard,
Lewis?
if you're watching here, dude, I love you. I'm going to suck your cock with consent. All right, continue. I love him, dude.
He's like, sorry, I was gonna come on the cast, but I'm all Zappa cloned out, mate.
Not Richard. Richard La Ruina. He's the creator of Super Seducer.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of Richard Lewis. Never mind.
Richard.
Sorry. I was like, are we talking about the same guy here? All right.
Yeah.
Way different.
But that's what I'm saying. Okay, to go back to what you guys were talking about, like for people that are streamers that, you know, maybe are trying to grow or maybe trying to go full time and you guys want them to like diversify basically. What do you suggest they do when they don't have a team? Because everyone can't have a team behind them. You know what I'm saying? So like what do you suggest they do? How do they go about like, or how can they efficiently do that?
Get a fucking job and then also do content on the side.
I think you can leverage your community quite a bit before you actually get a team, and you can pay rates that are like so I have a personal policy where like, I don't. You could definitely get people to volunteer for you, and they'll do an incredible amount of work. I really try to pay people if I can. But what I might do is I might like be really straight up with them and just say, hey, I can't pay you like competitive rates, but I can pay you like entry, and then as we grow this, I can pay you proportional to the growth of it, right? And then eventually it becomes something really good. So I think those things are available to everybody. It's just like you got to think. Well, there's just no way that a single content creator can do everything. But there are some people that are always going to be a member of your community that are going to be like legit. They just want to help you and they believe in what you're doing. And those are like your best bet. Those are really special people if you can find them.
Mm-hmm. And I got one question because like, you know, all of us are content creators and it's like, you know, like that, it kind of relates to what I asked earlier. What it is, because I'm pretty sure this probably happened to all of y'all. What is an idea that you thought of bringing to stream that you didn't execute or you didn't fall through on? Like, what's an idea or cool content idea that you thought of that you could do on stream that you didn't?
I'm not sharing that.
Yeah,
I mean, something that you can share, like that you just didn't fall through on, and it's not you didn't fall through on because. I'm not talking about something you may be planning on doing, but something you probably thought you would do, and then you're just like, "No, I'm not gonna do that."
I'll tell you.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Squisha.
Oh, I was gonna say like I was gonna start doing the Speedo streams last year, but like I'm still working on the dad bod right now, so we'll see this summer.
Yeah. I was gonna stream. I was gonna start streaming earlier, but I didn't.
I wanted to stream other speed games. I still kind of want to do it now.
What do you normally stream?
Right now, I'm just only doing GoldenEye at the moment. But
wait, are you the dude? Are you the guy?
112, yeah.
Are you the 112 dude? That's you? No shit. What a fucking legend, dude! You didn't even see 113.
No, people ask me
That's amazing.
They're like, "Have you really seen one?" I'm like, "No, I haven't." And they're like, "Wow, like I can't believe it's true."
Yeah, that's awesome.
But thank you. I've just been streaming GoldenEye.
Never fucking will.
No, yeah, but I kind of wanted to get into other speed games because what I noticed as a speed runner is if you get known for a certain game, that's the only game that people want to watch. So like people only like, Ryan, you playing GoldenEye today? I'm like, no, I want to play Getting Over It because I speedrun that too. But people don't really want to watch it, and so like I know that if I want to be like a variety speedrunner, I'm gonna have to like take a hit to my community too.
Oh yeah,
and it's gonna be kind of rough.
Right.
Like I don't want to be just purely GoldenEye because a lot of people GoldenEye you can't really watch it. It's kind of
It
unwatchable.
can sometimes be easier to do something that's very, very similar in genre though. Like early on, I was like, could only like stream Path of Exile. And then eventually, like, you know, if I tried streaming something like Apex or something, it would be like around 1,000 viewers. Whereas if I stayed to other ARPGs, it's like generally people will be pretty curious about that. Whereas if you do a genre switch, that's a lot harder than playing a similar game.
Yeah. You have to have the courage to take the plunge sometimes. You know, because like if you think like if you pop in and you're playing another game, even if you're taking like a viewership hit or something like that, unless you think it's absolutely going to crush your channel. Like and do like irreparable like damage. You think by the time you come back to like your main game, you probably scooped up some people that would have never seen you beforehand, and you gotta fortify. It's like you gotta spend it.
I don't know if I have like a fucking hot take on this, dude, but I literally think at this point, relying on Twitch discovery for any sort of growth is a complete waste of time.
Well, no, not like discovery, but there's a lot of different communities out there, that are gonna watch like whatever. They might only like that game, but if you go scooting through there, I don't know. But
right, so size of the channel, right?
Dude,
Right.
what is? Hold on, dude. I see a tweet here, man. I cannot stand, man. And it's like, dude, why the fuck is it people that look this way? Why is it always the pronouns in the profile? Why is it always this type of shit, dude? Right, you ready for this? My nephew came from a domestic. Just wait. My nephew came from a domestic violence situation. He watched Ninja because Ninja's behavior reflected the behavior of his abusive father, which was normal for him. Think on that for a while. Like, what? And I hit 21,000 favorites, dude. 5K retweets. Like, what? What?
So I don't understand. She's making the connection that Ninja is a domestic abuser.
They're like, here,
because
I'm gonna link the tweet to you guys. It's just like, why is it always these fucking people, dude? Like,
cranking out.
Okay, well, yeah, Train. You also have to understand too. There's a lot of people that don't like the fact that the video game industry is like successful. That never understood video games. They think it's stupid too. So there's a lot of people that probably kind of want to dogpile on that issue too. Because you're like, oh, Ninja, him again. Video games fucking suck. Yeah, whatever. Fuck him. You know what I mean? So I don't know. There's also a lot of that too. That kind of.
She says that she's a gamer.
Yeah, but it says.
But people who aren't, like, what do they do with their spare time?
Listen, real quick. It says she says in her profiles, she/her educator and researcher of games. So in this situation, I don't think this is a situation where she or her is pissed of gaming. She's doing her education and researcher of games. So I just learn, grow opinions on my own. God, thank God their opinions, fucking dumb opinions. I can't stand that, dude. I just can't stand it. I cannot stand people like her. I just can't, dude. It's just shameless. It's fucking shameless beyond everything. That's such an extreme fucking jump. Are you kidding me?
So far from objective reality.
Someone watched Ninja because I just oh my God. I just can't. Someone could please take it away from me.
I'm just thinking, like, if she blames Ninja, has she even seen some of the other streamers out there? If she thinks like that Ninja rages hard,
yeah,
there are some,
But how does she even?
What's up?
Just look at it, dude. Just look at the tweet. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make the connect. How do you even make that connect? Like, that shit be pissing me the fuck off, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
It don't make any sense.
That's her reality. She wants reality to be that way. She's just throwing her subjective spin on it. She's like, I want people to see it like I do. You know?
It's projection.
It is projection.
What's so scary about it though is like it's projection on her, but what's so fucking crazy is the engagement. Like,
exactly. It's like reinforced. Like, you know,
how do people agree with this?
You know what I'm saying? Because like before, back when you said some, get the fuck, that shit don't make no motherfucking sense. And then you realize like, oh shit,
dude, I just
said some dumbass shit. But now you say you write a tweet like that, you get 20,000 retweets. You like, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna do another one.
Dude, this is exactly why I tell people to follow my Twitter, because I'm literally fighting an uphill goddamn battle. My tweets and Slasher, you can tell my Twitter's good because Slasher thinks my Twitter posts are dumb and they're just too vulgar. Like, listen, I'm fighting an uphill fucking battle against a bunch of goddamn sensitive pussies. The only way to fucking get it to their heads is to say things like "shut the fuck up," because it's just getting so goddamn fucking annoying.
Hey, look, Trey, some of your tweets, come on, some of your tweets do me, you know what I mean? But
hey, listen, I'm gonna keep it going, baby. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they're a little vulgar. Fuck it though, dude. I mean, they're not vulgar. Vulgar's the wrong word. They're just a little stupid. But hey, listen. Is it wrong?
Train,
no.
I just posted a Bloomberg PewDiePie meme on my Twitter. It's not like I'm adverse to posting like a risque, edgy shit or anything. I fucking get it. I'm just saying you're kind of dumb sometimes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's the only way to get people's attention, though. You have to be vulgar because the internet's so soft now. Like,
yeah, but
society in general.
We can't hear you. You're very quiet.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah, I said society in general is just super soft. You have to be vulgar to get your point across. That's the only way.
These guys are just, I have to be careful. I have to be very careful because I know people are just waiting and shit. So I have to be careful. I'm not like vulgar, but like I'm blunt. I get to the fucking point of what I'm trying to say, right? So that's more of a description of what I do.
I don't know. That should be pissing me off because they get likes. Like it.
I could play devil's advocate just to, spice things up on this fucking show. She does explain in follow-up tweets to that main tweet that said the kid would lose in the game and then like throw the controller, and she would tell the kid that like you just need to play better and it's you're just not going to be able to win every game, and the kid would like throw a temper tantrum and start getting mad. Now, is this Ninja's fault? Obviously not. You can't blame a fucking streamer for why your kid is all fucked up. So obviously that is not true, but I don't think that Delore, someone who like throws shit and breaks his fucking keyboard or tense or whatever, are good like role models for gaming or anything.
Right,
like, if you're playing a game and then you're losing and then you're smashing your keyboard or punching the wall or whatever, you're kind of fucking insane, all right? That's not normal behavior. It's not like a normal way to like go about things, okay? Dr. Disrespect is a character and he's doing, the way that he does things. Like, that's fucking different. If you're a normal person and you're getting so upset that you lost the game that you are throwing a temper tantrum, that's not a great way to like go about things. So if you're a 7-year-old, obviously you can't blame the streamer for why your kid, you just need to be a better parent. But that's not a good way to like
be very clear about the listen. Okay, so Doc is playing a character, right? But
he get mad sometimes, though.
Yeah, there is a difference. Listen. There is a difference between so you can have a character that is not you, but still play that character as like an alter ego type where it is still you. So that
you lean into it.
Yeah.
It's
for
it's
example,
like a part of your,
exactly. So for example, Doc might not be Guy, but the way he does Doc, it's still him. It's just a side he reserves a little bit more, but that's still real in there. It's just not a side that he acts on outwardly, right? So to say that he's getting mad specifically for Doc persona, I don't think so. I think that anger is real.
He's uninstalled Fortnite like 70 different times. It's not like he's not going to reinstall Fortnite.
And rightfully so.
I think part of that though is like just it's funny for stream, right?
Yeah. I think a lot, even the streamers that are not playing a character, I think a lot of them who are raging are doing it a bit extra for sure.
Yeah.
And
Just
I don't think kids
little
are learning to
embellishment.
rage from watching streamers either, because I grew up in an era of no streamers, and we would be kids and we would still smash our keyboards or whatever when we got into stuff.
Yeah, it's like that has to do with being a sore loser, but the whole domestic, he came from a domestic thing, and and then people like it just because it seems like it's some good
people like it on Ninja. People
they
really
like
don't
it
like
because
Ninja.
they want to bring him down. They like it because they want to bring him
That's
down.
right.
Like that's all it is.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with they
That's
like it
what
because
it
it sounds good. They like it because it has to do with Ninja and they want to bring him down. Like if that was anyone else that they liked, they would say this. If that was anyone they liked, they would defend it and say that's stupid. Ninja's just a.
Success breeds jealousy. This is not new. This happens for anyone who makes it.
Hey, any hate watchers, Squadar?
Especially
Any
if you
hate
make a
watchers?
big play in video games, people are like can't wrap their heads around it.
Now this might be a not necessarily a hot take, but something I noticed a little bit. This might not be true all the time. Some of you might not like this, but growing up, I had like a bunch of brothers and sisters, big family. I always felt like all the kids that I knew growing up in school that were like just like single children or whatever, didn't have brothers and sisters, seemed to rage a lot fucking more for some reason.
Yeah. I know, dude. I noticed that too. I actually didn't. I remember that being a thing too.
Yeah. I guess maybe because they didn't have anyone they could like kind of like closely
They didn't know-
relate
they didn't
to
know how
about
to
the
lose.
rage. Yeah.
They had a lot more time on the game too.
And then I feel like because you don't have like sisters and brothers, like you don't like you have a
To
way
put you in
closer
check, they're like, hey, don't do that stupid shit. You know, like, maybe.
Like you don't really have any close connection like that. So the game is kind of like where you go to for that that feeling you get at school, I guess, with your friends and stuff. It's like I don't know.
I mean, like I was an only child growing up, but I had like some friends that came over and played video games like Nintendo 64. We played GoldenEye localized or sports games or whatever. So it wasn't such a big deal, and maybe because I've been playing games for 20 years on the internet, I'm just so used to playing competitively that doesn't fucking matter anymore. But I think it definitely, if you don't have a lot of social interaction and your parents are really against video games or make it hard for you to play games, or they're always on your ass because you're playing games or whatever, it's definitely going to be harder for you as a kid too.
So just more about close connections then. Yeah.
But that's the thing too. Like, I feel like also it's a way to be like, I grew up in a different time. Like, friends came over, like they had to come over to play games together and shit. Like, it was no, you know, you didn't just play with everyone through the internet or just see everyone through like maybe FaceTime or some shit like it. So it was way more interaction with people. So it's much less of that. But now like kids don't have that as much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I remember when I was young, shit, when you had to meet up somewhere, it was you ain't have no phone, no beeping, no nothing. It was just, it was like, yo, we're going to be at the park at this time. And if you wasn't there, you know what I mean? And if you wasn't there at that time, you missed it. You know what I'm saying? They'll come on and say, yo, we was all at the park, yo, and you just there like, what the fuck, I missed it. You know not to miss it next time. But now they on FaceTime like, y'all there yet? Yeah. Oh, all right. You know, it's like, the location. It's way different. Like they checking snaps. Oh, they don't. They didn't even tell me they was going. You know, it's like it's different. It's kind of.
I remember playing Snake on the Nokia or the Nextel beep.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I was a beast, boy. When that shit would get dumb long.
Oh yeah, I'd have like one block.
Yo, you would just what? That shit would get dumb long.
Dude, I used to make animations on the TI-82s. You could draw out a graph and you could save up to 3 of them. And I used to make like really like gross animations, and kids would like, you know, hand them to each other. One kid got grounded because it was like, I don't know, it was like some, you know, like someone blowing a load on someone's face or something, you know, like on their computer, you know. In 3 frames too, you know.
That shit used to piss me off because I remember when they made that shit mandatory. Like, you had to have a TI-84 or what it was. Yeah, TI-84. That shit was dumb. Like, what am I getting a big ass calculator for?
They're still as expensive as they were back then, even though
it's so expensive.
That shit was bad. I'm like, yo, and it was mandatory.
I used to write all my notes in it. You can put your notes in it, and you can type letters. It was great.
Oh yeah, my kids used to do that too. I never did it. 3-head.
So Slasher, there's stuff
you're talking about. You know what's even worse is that Texas Instruments makes like it costs like $6 to make each fucking calculator or whatever.
Oh yeah,
and they make like plus 90. It costs like $100. They make like $95.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
How do we fix that? It shouldn't be illegal.
I was reading some article that they coordinate with the school board to make sure that it's mandatory in all the classes, and then they like get kickbacks from Texas Instruments, and Texas Instruments makes money because all the kids have to buy the calculators.
Yeah,
all
it's
the
like
schools
a textbook.
Then they give the schools some money after they get
And then some kid shows up with like a way fancier, modern calculator, and then it's like it's too fancy and too good, and they don't. Not running a bunch of like illegal shit like apps on it.
Yeah, they would do that here too. Like if you weren't allowed to have like calculators above a certain level, so everybody used TI-84 for like 20 years. Everybody used TI-84.
Because I remember people used to cheat. They used to save stuff in the calculator in the other ones. Because there was a way that people used to say
definitely.
Hey, you know, so you know.
There was like a sweet spot when these calculators were really getting popular and the internet was kind of getting popular, and you could cheat really good because teachers didn't realize the power of the calculators and things you could. And now I don't know, because fuck school. I don't know how easy it is to cheat. I would think it would be easier than ever to cheat.
These kids are dumbasses, bro. Oh my god!
But isn't it even harder because you can't bring your phone into places and like you can't like do anything?
I had a test with where we did the test on our. This was not that long ago, but still kind of long ago. We did a test on our laptops, and they shut off the internet in the entire school during like this test day. And some kids downloaded the entirety of Wikipedia onto their computer. You can download. There's a download button to download Wikipedia. I don't know what the fuck. I can't remember what the test was for. I don't think it helped a lot. It was more just to show
it was
that
like
they
math
could.
class or something.
The system. You think you can turn off my internet? I'm gonna download the whole internet.
Hey, for school stuff, there was but everything's changed a bunch. I remember in 10th grade, it was like world civilization class. A friend of mine.
God, World Civ.
Yeah, a friend of mine we had a substitute, and a friend of mine had the fucking Faces of Death VHS in his backpack, and he put it on the teacher's desk and told the sub teacher, he was like, "Yeah, we're supposed to watch that today." So they got fucking Faces of Death up on like the mounted TV like throughout the entire class. People were just like, "Why are we watching this?" Have you guys ever seen that shit? That's crazy. I wouldn't recommend watching it, by the way.
No.
Anyway,
but all I know is when you saw the TV, shit was lit that day. What? You see that TV rolling in, you like
rolling on the strap around the thing.
That Zenith one, they fire that thing on it.
Zenith, yeah, it's always a Zenith.
You hear that?
I don't know what took longer, like for the teacher to like the time it took for the teacher to figure out how the technical aspect of the whole thing worked and setting it up. They always had difficulties. It was like watching a Trainwreck's intro every time before like.
You'll be so a kid in my class brought in a universal remote one time. Started fucking with the TV.
Oh yeah, there's a kid that had it on his watch too. There's kids that had that on their watch. Could fucking control the shit.
Dude, I remember like we had this happen like multiple times where like teacher would roll in the overhead and we would never use an overhead, but they would have it on roll in the overhead, and because it got used so rarely, the lamp would be out almost every time. So it took them 20 minutes, and then like halfway through the lesson, like it's just whatever, right? It's like halfway through class, like it's already over. Yeah. So it's great.
Like
people, good old overheads. They were fun.
It was.
I'm still in school right now, and the one thing that's been annoying me with university is like the classes seem to be more TA taught now, at least for me. And I've been finding that kind of annoying. Like it's gotten a little weird. I feel like the instructors are not even, they're making like a ton of money and they're not even really doing too much. Like they make the TAs do everything.
Do you go to a bigger or smaller school?
I go to the University of Central Florida.
I think
that's a pretty big
huge school.
It's too big. It's too big. At my school, we had one-on-one with all our teachers every single day.
Really?
Yeah, my school is like half and half.
Yeah, my school got a lot of one-on-one time with my teachers.
But yo,
wait, how many people were in your classes?
I had about 27 in each class.
Yeah, I had around that, like around 30, around 30-ish, 30 to 40.
I mean, I guess my classes varied. Like I had classes with like 100 people almost.
Yeah, I also had big classes too. Like,
wow.
The general,
but I had like I had mostly like I would say like 30, like 20 to 30 in most of my classes. But then there'd be like a random like biology or physics or something with like almost 100 people or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's insane. UCF. I mean, some of my bigger classes where they were either like 300, 400, 500.
Yeah, Jesus.
Wow.
Christ. Yeah, UCF's like the biggest school in the country, right? Or one of them?
It switches with their enrollment. It's like around 55,000 enrolled. It goes up.
Nah, Arizona State is the biggest by far. Like eight.
No, it's they fight with each other about.
Oh, okay.
That's where I went. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the biggest party school in the country, though.
Yeah, I went to ASU. That's where I went, boy. That shit was a little crazy, but hey, that's what it is.
Glad I graduated. Fuck school, dude.
Yeah, nah, but people dumb as fuck, bro. People be in class failing. People be failing take-home tests.
I don't understand that, dude. Like,
bro.
Dude, like, listen, the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Here's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. So these guys try to combat like cheating and shit, right? I never did this, but I know friends that did.
Of course.
Yeah, so they try to combat cheating by doing that one thing where when you do like online at-home tests, they do that one thing where it's like a safeguard internet where you can't like it locks your window, you can't go this way or that way. But like they're so dumb, you just get a fucking laptop and you fucking have two computers, and on your second computer you look up everything and then you fucking type it in the first computer. So it's like very dumb, or like your phone, right? So like it's just very dumb how they go over with that. But I mean, I didn't do that, but yeah, most people did do that.
For one of the tests in my first year computer science, our teacher had given us a like pre-test for the exam, which would have something like 5 questions from the actual exam, but it was automatically generated. So I got like, and this was in uni, so it was like a bigger class. I got like 30 different students together. We all did the test and we made like a compilation of all the correct answers. And eventually we had the entire exam. So I just had everyone like rehearse only the entire exam with all the answers.
Nice.
Smart.
Yeah, I have to go to a testing center and on the lockdown browser to take a test. They monitor us with cameras. You bring a phone or it goes off. You get up and you have to leave your test as is, submit it. Like you can't even. Actually, fail.
We got a test center now where like some of the things you take, you can't even have your phone at the computer. You got to put it like in like a thing on the side. and then like all the monitors got like a black screen, so like you can always see what's in front of you. You can't even see the next monitor. Yeah, and then they got people like looking at all the monitors, freaking, and they be
walking around,
pissing me off.
Dude, being a kid in school right now has probably got to fucking suck, man. Because, like, I mean, when I was in high school, kids were walking around between classes, like, smoking cigarettes on campus. And that would never happen nowadays.
That's why I said, because now, when I was in high school, I remember people used to cut class, and the only way you would know is, like, when you sign in, they had the thing as many times you miss class. Now, they have an app that said, like, if you miss class, it sends it, like, your parents can download the app. And I was like, damn, y'all can't even have fun. Like,
wait, what the fuck, really?
You can't even skip.
Yes, like
it sends a fucking message to your parents on an app. That would kill the shit out of me.
That's crazy.
There's an app where they will, it doesn't send a message, but they can look at it, and it shows every class you missed or made.
Fuck that.
Like that. I was like, yo, that's
probably a lot of additional stress. I mean, after that, I'd have to go fucking win some battle royales in Fortnite, just to take the edge off.
I mean, as a kid, I put in a lot of work to get home to make sure that I picked up the phone call that from when my school called my home to leave a message to say that I put in a lot of work to make sure that anytime there was a truancy letter mailed to me from the school that I would get it before my mom did. And I made sure that she only found out that I cut pretty much all of junior and senior year way later on rather than when it was happening, okay? So I have full sympathy for kids nowadays that can't get around and hide that you're cutting school all the time from your parents.
That sucks.
I remember.
I guess just don't cut school, huh? Stay in your classes, kids.
So I what I did was like I would have to. I hurt my back my senior year of high school, right? And one thing that I kept doing was, and then this wasn't like a bad thing, but they wouldn't let me leave school unless I had like parent permission. So what I would do is like they'd have to have my parents email them. I would just get on my parents' email and email the school on my parents' email. And just be like, hey, S-Fan has to leave school.
I did that too.
S-Fan's got to leave, and can you give him $5, please?
So I was like, okay, like.
Why do I feel like S-Fan somehow that you grew this mustache when you were like 15 and all the other kids used you to pretend to be their dad?
Yeah.
And like to get them to not have to
this
go.
Is my dad, you gotta sign me out. Oh man. Yeah, that used to be the best shit used to be when you was sick and you was actually sick. And you used to want to try to stay home. But that shit used to be the worst when my mom used to be like, you go to school anyway. I'll be like,
you gotta get all the other kids sick.
Yeah.
Oh man, being sick.
I think I had like
great.
50% absence in school.
But it's crazy because like when you were sick or when you like, okay, I was bad. So when I got suspended, like, you know what I mean, and it was like during school hours, I would go to like to store something. I felt so lonely because everybody's at school. I'm like, damn, there ain't shit going on. It's nothing for me.
Was anyone actually a good student?
No, I was good later on, but
I was
middle school.
I was alright.
I was smart.
I was smart.
I was good in elementary school.
Smart,
I scored really high in like 3rd grade. They put me in academically gifted where we did like puzzles and shit. But in high school, I was fucked, man.
Yeah. Dude, I think that's how it goes for a lot of kids. Like they kept trying to. They spent like the first 2 or 3 years I was in school. They kept trying to like get me to skip a grade, and they put me in like advanced classes and all this stuff. And I just like did not. I was like, no, like I don't want to do that. Wow. And then high school. High school was like kind of. High school was fun. I enjoyed high school, but like academically it was like kind of boring. And like so I just like wouldn't. My problem was completely disorganized.
Nah.
So like it caught up to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I would just kind of like I would get away with doing whatever I wanted. And I would just like not do my homework or whatever. It's like, homework is due next period. I'd whip it out the class before and just like speed run it, And then but it catches up to you in college. It doesn't work in college. It doesn't work. And I had trouble in college with it.
High school fucked me because all it did was encourage my procrastination. Like you would miss an assignment and not hand it in. They'll be like, okay, well you can hand it in, and it just like fuck. Because once I knew I didn't have to hand in the assignment or due date every time, it was over. I was like, oh, really? I can hand it in. I lose 5 points. Okay, shit.
And I remember one time in I think it was middle school. It was like 8th grade or something. There was a new girl in school. And she was like pretty cool, pretty cute. I remember we were walking to the buses at after school.
Dude, she's in middle school, dude. What's wrong with you?
No, we were walking like 8th grade. Okay, now listen. Okay, we're walking out to the buses, and apparently my bus was broke down or late or something like that. And they had a replacement with the short bus, so like I was there, and I had to get on this fucking short bus. And that was like the first day of it. So, like, I was like, well, I totally fucking blew that one.
Yeah,
You probably thought,
short
you know.
bus. Oh man, yo.
All right, Nim, love you, dude. Hey, have fun where you're going. We'll see you soon, baby. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Twitch.tv/Nim, boy. See you later, baby.
Bye.
See you later, Nim.
Bye.
Yeah,
I see you as well, Train.
What'd you say?
Yo, I went to.
I gotta go too.
No, you don't.
In middle school, I went to a Catholic school. I got kicked out of every concert.
You have to go, Zizarin. All right, love you, Zizarin.
Right.
Twitch.tv/Zizarin, boy. Zizaran. Zizaran. Twitch.tv/Zizarin, boys.
Love you. Thanks. Bye.
Later, baby.
Bye, Nim. Bye, guys.
Yeah, like in middle school, I was horrible. We got kicked out of every, like my class got kicked out of like every concert, every extracurricular, everything from like 5th to 8th grade, literally. Like we made every teacher cry. Like we were horrible. I remember because they was like, it's a final boss was 8th grade teacher because everyone was like, oh, you made the other teachers cry. I guarantee you ain't gonna make. Yeah, they was like, I guarantee you I ain't gonna make her cry. And then we made her cry. Everyone would just look it. They just looked at us like, oh my god, man! Like the look of disgust, and we were horrible, man. Oh my god,
straight evil.
Yeah, and I remember one teacher because we really didn't like her. Me and my friend, and she cried. And then after school, he was like, we went and we were singing, "When I cry, you cry, we cry together." Yo, we were horrible, man. I was bad. I don't know why. I don't know what was. Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with me, man. I was. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't pay them teachers enough, man.
No,
at all. Yo, we were stressing them. We were stressing them out. Woo.
They don't get paid enough at all.
I agree.
Yeah, we were stressing them out.
Dude, I went the most degenerate, I think, out of any of you. Like, as a kid, I grew up in math and science. Like, I finished AP Calculus in freshman year of high. I was almost done with math before I even entered high school, and I was like one of the best on like the math team in middle school. And then as soon as I hit high school, drugs. Fantastic, wonderful. Thank God for all that shit. And then because I was 14, which would be 20 years ago, it was 1999, and Quake and StarCraft just came out, and the internet just was getting insane. Man. So basically, freshman and sophomore year of high school was me first getting into StarCraft and Quake Online, and then my entire online high school experience deteriorated from there. I stopped going to school pretty much all of junior and senior year to stay home and play StarCraft and Quake Online and lie to my parents and fake being going to school and fake like all the letters and all that.
Was just high school was so awesome. I love high school.
My senior year, I was late to every single basketball practice because of WoW.
Man, high school was so good.
Because I got out of school early. I got out of school early, right? So I got out like at 11:30, and then practice started at 3:30 every day. And then so like I would get home and I would start doing my dungeons and shit. And I always told myself, "Hey yo, I'm good. I could catch the 3-something bus. I'm gonna get to practice." I was late to like you can ask anyone about you. I was late to like 75-80% of those practices. But I'm riding the bench. I was on the bench, so I was like, "Fuck this shit." Like, all right, yeah, if I was starting at some shit, I probably would have been on top, but fuck that. I was on the bench. I was like, nah, WoW was different. I don't know, that shit, it was a different beast back then.
Dude, I played video games so much, they kicked me out of the technical high school that I went. I went to like the specialized fucking school, but I missed so many classes that.
Is it weird that I still haven't played WoW before?
No, you're good. Good for you, man. Good for you.
So should I play or no?
No.
I don't know, like if you, I mean, you haven't played any other game that's like that, really. Have you?
A few, yeah. I mean, I play RuneScape.
RuneScape? Yeah. I mean, it's an MMO, but it's like it's a whole like step down. Yeah.
It is. It's like up a couple steps down.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah.
Well,
the way I started playing WoW, it was weird. Like it was me and my friends. They played WoW. Every time I would try to go to a party, they would be like at home with it. Like they would be at my friend's house with all their computers or laptops.
Yeah.
And then eventually, I was like, "What the hell?" They was like, "Well, we don't want you to play this shit because this shit is like crack." And then
they're all playing it.
Yeah, I ended up playing it, and life was never the same, bro. It was just different. Like, yeah, it was
World
like
of Warcraft. Yeah, during that period of time, I was working as a maintenance man, and I was always playing on the clock and shit. I'd have my little go kart, like or golf cart, whatever, like parked, like fucking grinding and shit. Have my walkie-talkie, be like, "Hey, any service requests coming, you let me know." Okay.
Fucking Sequisha.
Yo,
What's up, Fanster?
WoW used to be so crazy. Man.
What's up, Fandy Andy?
Did you ask me at 10 to come on, and then it's fucking almost 4 a.m.
Yeah, I asked.
It's 4. Yeah, it's 4.
It's
God,
4 a.m. Oh my god, Fandy,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I might have to leave
Yo,
you. Too,
Train saying like that. He don't give a fuck. Train about to be up for another 5, even after the podcast.
We've actually been
He's still gonna
keeping
be up.
reasonable hours on this shit finally. Like the last 2 weeks, we left at about 2 and 3 a.m.
Yeah, it was really
amazing.
good the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
Sequisha, should we play some Tarkov after this?
Oh,
Man, I've been up for a long time, man. I wish I would have known you were doing this earlier.
Played
I would have
some new
stuck it
train.
out.
That day we played Tarkov after was so fun.
We have to do that again. There's
that
so
was
many.
so fun, dude.
There's one of my favorite clips was when we were playing Train. We were playing with the Poke was playing with us too.
Yeah.
It's seeing poker playing.
I gotta find a clip, but it's really funny because like Poke's like he's like oh okay, you okay, Squisha? Okay, he's like, I'm coming to you, Train, and he's like running towards Train. Train's like, someone's pushing me. It's fucking really funny, dude. Oh, it's so good.
Is that you? Is that you?
Yeah,
Is that you?
Somebody did a montage of that. Is that you? Is that you? Is that me? Is it me?
Is that me? Yeah, at one point I just said, "Is that me?" Because I'm like, I know it's gonna mean. I might as well just say, "Is that me?"
yeah, but for real, Train, it would be like Train. If you started your journey early, it would be so dope because like you would be able to people would be able to play with you after every time.
Yeah, true.
True. All right. How about this, guys? Next podcast will start earlier. Okay.
What if you actually started?
Wait. If guys, listen, we're at 12,186 subs. Okay.
Oh my god.
Let's get to 12,300 as a nice indicator of both of our consistencies. Okay. I will start it next week, relatively earlier to my life. Okay. If we can hit 12,300, guys, Twitch Prime 2 and any gifters, we're only 14 subs away. All right, continue down what we're saying.
I just want one of these to start at 9. Like start at 9.
That'll never happen.
That would be on.
Like
well,
the
that's
intro, or
no,
Yeah, the intro.
no, the show because that's officially the start time, is it not?
No.
It's 9, right? Train?
No, 10:30.
Wait, really? You changed that shit?
Yeah, it was 9. It was 9 at one point.
Yeah, I think it was.
Was it 9 at one point?
At one point, it was
Casually.
9.
Keep going back further and further.
10:30.
It was
Are you
9?
serious?
Where's the clip? Where's the clip of when I get back to Austin?
Are you fucking punking me right now? Someone, Trainwreck, schedule a promise. Open this clip. What does it say?
Oh, poor Devin's gonna.
Yo,
Devin's gonna be pissed.
yo, you got Devin Smith. Yeah.
Look at that face.
9:30 p.m. PST. That's what that shit says.
Yeah. I'm cool with that. You want to do 9:30 p.m. PST?
I do.
Okay. That's
Wait,
11.
PST? Why not? Wait, why
Hey, 9:30 p.m.
No, no.
PST is 11:30 p.m. CST. Yeah.
No, it was CST. It was CST. That is not Texas time.
Nah, yeah.
I'll take
Cali
PST
time.
all
You
day.
know, we can actually get like some real guests on if we go earlier. Okay,
Well,
like
next
we can
week,
get
next week I got a super cast on.
we could get people that like that we could get some like people that are like in the the professional world. I mean, like not just streamers.
Yeah, but who cares?
Yeah, I guess. You're right.
I got a super cast next week, which is all you guys, boys. You're the super cast. Welcome, all of you.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, like,
Dude, can we
there's
get Alex Jones?
There's
Is he
so
banned
many
on Twitch?
people that we can't have on the show because of the time, is what I'm saying. I didn't mean to say that you guys are bad guests. You know I love you guys. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of people that I message. They're like, hey, it'd be really cool to have you on. And they're like, yeah, sure. What time? And I'm like, oh, it's at 10:30 maybe if Train decides to come on, but it might be 12 a.m. if he has a bad night or something. And they're like, yeah, fuck that. Like, they're not gonna sit on Discord for. Yeah, I don't know.
Who said yeah? Fuck that. Who are we talking? I'm gonna go roast them right now on Twitter.
Train, you've got this crew right here, dude. These are your true friends because they'll wait for you, man. That's
they're the
fucking
boys,
truth.
dude.
How much you paying again?
I got you. Dude.
I just wanted to know.
Fandy's covering me. Fandy, take care of me.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No. But realistically, tomorrow cooking stream. Who's coming?
I'll be there.
Is it gonna be at 4 a.m.?
I don't know.
Hey, Train, I found that clip, by the way.
You
Fucking clip's hilarious, dude. Yeah. I posted it in Discord.
Train, you gotta, but if you doing a cooking stream, it gotta be earlier because nobody. If you cooking at 1-2 a.m.
Yeah.
The fuck?
I have done a cooking stream at Train, and we were literally making apple pie at 5 a.m. So
5-8.
it was 5 a.m. when everybody left. I'm pretty sure. I think it was at S-Fan's house.
Yeah, we usually do cooking streams at my house, and not usually, but like actually, the last probably how many cooking streams have been at my house?
3, right?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay.
More than that.
I'm gonna play the clip.
Probably three or four. I don't know.
I'm gonna play the clip.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna play the clip. 3, 2, 1. Quiet.
Really? Are you dead? Player,
yes. No, I'm good. I just saw you in the doorway. I'm at the end of the hall.
Train, I'm coming to you, okay?
Someone's pushing me.
It's me. I'm coming to you right now. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
Are you sure that's you?
It's me running.
Okay. Oh my god, this guy is insane. Gen 4?
Are you sure that's you?
Hey, listen, dude. In that game,
that's actually a fair question, dude. Tarkov is a really good game.
Hey, you never know, dude.
Pushing me.
You never know, dude. Okay, that game's it's a little
It's
crazy.
so
over there,
funny,
dude.
There's no chevrons above the head.
Trent, I'm coming to you.
So
someone's pushing.
Someone sent me this. One of my mods sent me this a little while. Man, it's so late in the show. I don't know if we should even open up a new topic. Emergency alert system in Washington State was hacked to advertise Vine sauce. Started at 8:35 Pacific time when some Wave broadband TV subscribers in Jefferson County got an alert for a radiological hazard, which got called an accident by King 5 in Seattle. And after that, another alert with Pepega Clap as the title got sent, and one including the link to Vine Sauce's Twitch. Tweet from the same person who originally tweeted a photo of the radiological hazard alert. Extra source here, here, and here. So there's a bunch of sources. A few other messages were sent out that weren't captured, supposedly from other tweets. The other one captured I can find is the last message. Extra source for here. Also interesting timing. It's Vine Sauce's 10th birthday. And yeah, so I guess it was confirmed. A hack. Vine Sauce was mentioned on the news, and a hack mentioned on King, whatever King is.
So Arab, thanks to the 1372 for a host, Arab, my man, dude. Arab 221, thank you, brother.
That's my roommate.
Yo, Arab, you coming to the cooking stream tomorrow? Dareon, you coming, dude?
Yeah, it's his birthday today.
Are you guys all in Austin?
What?
Yeah, it's Eric's birthday today.
Erab, it's your birthday, man.
Where do you want to do it? Do you want to do it at your house or my house?
Dude, there's one thing I do. I give all my friends birthday presents. Fuck, dude. I got you, Erab.
Wait, where you want to do it today?
Friday. Yeah, Friday night.
So tonight.
Yeah, tonight. We go to S-Fan's house. We can invite ourselves over.
I mean, I'll come.
Yeah, just come to S-Fans, dude, and bring that good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hey, I got you, cuz.
Yeah, my man. I'll throw 10 in. You know what I'm saying?
You already know.
With that said, boys, Saturday no stream. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Saturdays for the boys.
Shit, dude. Yo, Arab, thank you, brother. Happy birthday to Arab221. Appreciate it, man. Arab, I'll see you tomorrow, dude. I gotta take care of the boy, dude. Holy shit! It's his birthday technically today.
Hey,
yeah.
Some Peel's birthday.
Oh, thank God, dude. I thought I missed it. I'm so happy. Okay, good. So we still have time. Thank God. Yo, happy birthday, Rob. Appreciate it, man. Where'd Slasher go? Slasher, stop smoking crack, man. Your hairline's already receding. Your teeth are already gone. Chill, dude.
Stay off the net. The net is bad.
And Slasher takes a fucking beating.
Yo, hold on. Yo, Slasher actually be doing drugs like that?
Yeah, I feel like Slasher do some dark stuff.
Yeah, man, because y'all be calling my boy all type of crackheads and shit.
Yeah.
Any other topics you guys want to cover? Actually, here I got a quick one.
Cool.
This has been going on for a while too. I remember I actually made a tweet right when they introduced the verified badge on Twitch, where the little check mark or whatever. And I saw all these instances of people complaining about it, like, oh yeah, well somebody. Generally, the idea is that they went into somebody else's channel, and then everyone started fucking roasting them, and the broadcaster was like, hey, no fucking partnered badges in here, fuck you, like that. And like I keep hearing about these like, it seems like it's just like a made up story for clout or whatever, that somebody strolled into another channel and everyone said, we don't like no verified badges around here, and like give them a hard time or whatever. It just seems like fucking BS. I don't know.
Verified doesn't even shit on Twitch anymore, bro. I don't know what's going on with these things, dude.
Sorry, I was zoned out for a second. I was reading into this thing a little bit more. This is actually kind of bad, the whole thing. But are you talking about like TwitchCon? Whenever people they talk about how like people who are partnered get treated better or something?
No. It's just about like say someone who has like a verified badge partner or whatever goes into is hanging out like an affiliates channel or something like that, and they're like, hey, what's going on? They've been the idea is they've been saying they're getting backlash from having their verified badge on, but it seems like bullshit. I've never actually seen it happen. So I don't know.
Dude, it's just like some random moron
all the fucking time where somebody talks about it.
Dude, it's probably just some random moron, like every now and then is like, oh man, trying to flex your badge. Like, who cares?
Yeah, it's literally just unpartnered streamers like Slicker. I'm just kidding. No, realistically, realistically speaking, like at this point, badge doesn't mean shit anymore, dude. Like, we have streamers with 3K average viewers, 3K subs. Their top 1,000. They're not partnered. And then we have fucking Instagram models coming over here with fucking 2 viewers and 60 followers, verified, fucking 6 different bounties, 7 Twitch application sponsorships, 8 moderators sitting there sucking their. You know what I mean? Like, suck my dick at this point. Take my verification badge.
You know what we need? We need super partners. I'm calling it right now.
Super partners, baby. I've been fucking preaching this shit since the fucking Noah's Ark, dude. Like, holy shit.
Not as a public thing though, is what you're saying. Like
no, I want it as a public thing. Semi-public.
I think that there should be different tiers of and there kind of are. There kind of are different tiers of.
There kind of are. Yeah.
I know there are longtime partners with better deals, so to speak, right? Like a better rate on their sub or whatever than I do. But it's because they're old Twitch, right? They're
no, not necessarily. There's
some of them, right?
There's a really weird meta right now on Twitch where some people have deals and then some people with the exact same viewer count don't.
Well, it has to do with sub count. I'm pretty sure.
Are you not getting the full 5?
It's sub count. You're not
getting well, actually, I think we can't actually talk about.
It's not. So sub count is sort of an unofficial way for AMs to track performance and decide split, but it's all very unofficial. It really just depends on if you probably Slasher can speak more of this because I'm kind of in a gray area right now talking. Hopefully Slasher can cover me here.
I got a question too.
If you know this.
Well, about what? Yeah.
About the contracts on Twitch and how
I think a lot of it's
paid and some people aren't.
Well, a lot of people have been grandfathered in from having support before. I think if you've been around for a while, I think you're more likely to, unless there's
if you've been streaming on Twitch or Justin TV before Twitch for a long time, then you do have some special privileges, or you have the track to be able to do things that
you have grandfathered VODs and stuff. But I'm talking actually the things I'm talking about are fairly recently, the actual salaried contracts and stuff, people getting paid to stream on Twitch by Twitch. That is a relatively new phenomenon, and that's
really old partners that have that though too. Really old.
Well, I mean, everyone that's getting these deals are part of the same
agencies.
3 agencies. Yeah, it's Loaded, UTA, and then Devin is actually doing. I mean, a lot of this is.
Wait, how did you know that?
What do you mean? I know everything, but I mean, a lot of what Twitch does is in response to what's happening right now. Twitch has to sign these big long-term contracts with these streamers because all the money.
Who's your inside man, Slasher? How do you know things?
Yeah.
I don't know how he knew that. Yes, that's very
Dude,
interesting.
I know
inside
everywhere.
The only way that you can have this kind of inside knowledge is
He would have had to talk directly to Twitch to know that.
No, he would have to have some kind of dirt. Like he's there smoking crack with them, sucking dicks with them. He's doing some weird shit with them.
Well, aren't we all?
Yeah.
True.
Wait, Devin, I got a question. So for me, like, you know, I quit streaming for a while, then I came back, and I wasn't partnered. So I actually recently just applied, and everybody keeps asking me. They go, Ryan, what's the difference between affiliate and partner? And I can never really give them a straight answer because what does getting partner actually do for your stream? Like, what is so powerful about it?
Man,
I honestly can't
question.
even answer the question. I don't.
Funny enough, nowadays, like basically nothing. I think like it used to be that the affiliate like program was pretty different, but now it's like pretty much the same. Like
is there any algorithm? Like, do they prioritize you in their algorithm somehow?
I think partners get the 15-day payout.
Everybody do now.
Everybody does now? Oh, Jesus. They've, like, pretty much merged everything.
Well, if
there's not a big difference between partner and affiliate at this point.
Okay, so the biggest difference that I've seen, like if you're a partner, TwitchCon or whatever, you're not allowed to sit on the affiliate couch. Okay.
So many people got in trouble trying to sneak into the partner.
Some guys say,
I believe you're sitting in my seat.
I'm just kidding.
That's my affiliate seat. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
some people take that stuff so serious. I mean, I don't know. Maybe,
Dude,
maybe.
you want to talk about serious? I've said this before. I'll say it again. Listen. To everyone in my chat, to every affiliate on Twitch, to all of you trying to sneak into the partner lounge, listen, you're risking so much for nothing. Let me tell you exactly what it is for the 70th time. I walk in that partner lounge, first of all, I'm going to tell you straight up, okay? I'm not trying to be ego any of this is going to come off egotistical. I'm so sorry. But listen, it's a bunch of who's. I'm surprised that there's this many people at a partner that I've never seen, known, not even a fucking 1 second clip of. I don't know who the fuck these people are, dude. Like, absolutely unknown. Are these Mixer recruits? Are these fucking YouTube recruits? I don't know who the fuck they are.
I saw like 3 kids in the partner. Like this is like the gated partner area, and I saw like 3 12-year-olds that were doing the Fortnite dance at the last TwitchCon.
I don't know who the fuck these people are sitting there.
What the fuck is happening?
And on top of not knowing who the fuck they are, listen, they're sitting there quiet in their corners as if we're in some goddamn movie set of some fucking like teenage like fucking Glee. And they're about to jump out and start doing some fucking choreography and dance moves. Like, they're fucking extremely clicky, sitting there whispering as if this is some, like, private event. It's the weirdest. It is just terrible, dude. The partner lounge is absolute dog shit.
Destiny made a really good point about, not the TwitchCon this year, but the one a year ago, versus TwitchCon EU last year. It was like, we went to TwitchCon NA, and we were like, what is going on here? Like, who are all these people? Like, who are the people who all does everyone watch? Like, it was just like it felt like we were kind of like in our own world. But then we went to EU TwitchCon, and then it felt like at EU TwitchCon, like we knew everybody. EU TwitchCon was way different for some reason.
Really?
And I don't know why. But
that's so crazy.
Yeah. And it was both in terms of viewers, and now everybody's streams, you know,
that makes
lots of people's streams have grown over time and whatnot.
That's
but also like the streamers that happen to go there, everybody
It's
just happens
because
to
I think
all the small streamers couldn't afford that shit.
Yeah, I think NA TwitchCon isn't even small streamers. I think
It's like,
NA
how much? 2,000 more? Oh, yeah.
I think it's because NA TwitchCon isn't like long-term Twitch people that are coming in. Like, I think it's like you said, all the new ones that just came from Instagram and just quit their cocktail waitressing job and just quit their, you know, high school cheer team and their high school varsity football team, and they just decided to join Twitch because now it's the cool thing to do. So we have a bunch of like one viewer that just started a day ago, right? Whereas in EU, if you're going to travel that far, you've been on Twitch at least 2 years, whether you're 2 viewer Andy or you're 20 viewer Andy, you've been on Twitch for a goddamn long time. You know the emotes, you know the memes. So I think it's just a diversity and different culture kind of thing, to be completely honest. And I started that as a meme and a joke, and it actually went to a serious thing. That's crazy.
I mean, no, dude, I consider all the events in EU better than NA. Like, Gamescom and DreamHack are better than fucking PAX and E3. Like, I've been to
Summer DreamHack is so fun.
Almost 15 years of E3. Like, I've been in them all the time. They're not super fun compared to the European events. Like, DreamHack Anaheim is this weekend, and it's nowhere close to how cool DreamHack Sweden is. It's not even fucking comparable. So I would totally concede to TwitchCon EU being more fun than NA.
Yeah.
Have you been to both? Have you been to TwitchCon EU?
No, I haven't been to TwitchCon EU, but I'm considering going to see if that would be really cool. I think it's way more interesting than NA. NA, because of what Train says, is really like all the popular cool kids from YouTube and Instagram that are trying to do Twitch nowadays would go to the TwitchCon NA one.
Yeah.
TwitchCon EU is much more of the centered home of Twitch, the user base of Twitch, and there's a ton of European streamers that are kind of more core to the fan base that would rather go to TwitchCon EU than NA.
You know what I want to see at TwitchCon? I want to see a TTV lounge. Everyone that's got TTV in their fucking name has to go there instead of the partner lounge.
Holy shit! There was like those games, like the biggest one for that was like Realm Royale. Was that one game where like I would go around and every 1 in 4 names I would see has the TTV in his name, dude.
Oh, that's every game. Fucking that's.
Is it all like it's like shooters?
Oh,
now?
it's fucking
Oh my
everywhere.
God.
There's like
yeah.
It's like gone ironic, and then it's back to unironic.
The worst. It gets worse than that, Sakusha. It gets worse. You want to hear the worst? Yesterday, I remember this clearly. I roasted a guy in my chat yesterday who was shit talking.
Yeah.
He was the worst. So we have the TTVers in video games, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Now, yesterday, I caught a couple kids shit talking me. I permabanned them real quick, dude, because it wasn't the good shit talk where we banter and it's constructive. It was the shit talk where they were just so degenerate and their names were so dumb. I just had to permaban them.
You can't even address it. You're just you're just gone.
No, I addressed it and then I permabanned them. I actually gave him like a 5-second window to talk and then he didn't, so I just banned him. Anyways, the worst are the people who have TTV in their Twitch name on Twitch.
I know, right?
Dude, listen, what the fuck are you doing, boy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I banned the guy so quick. I'm like, the fuck, you idiots.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Do you know what is a problem? I think for newer generation of kids on the internet, we've taken all the good names. I am fucking slash. There's already 4 other slashers in esports. There's already a slasher that is on
that's actually
White
true.
right now. But
Holy
I'm
shit.
forever gonna be fucking the.
Like I wish I could have S fan on everything, but I don't.
No, I mean,
but you are S fan though. There's no other fucking S fan.
Like, there's definitely less names, but like you just got to be creative. Like, how about a banana puppet? Like, is there a fucking banana puppet out there? I mean, of course you'd have to dress up like a banana puppet or something, but you know, you wouldn't have to be banana puppet TTV. And I've seen people take names that were unique and they put TTV at the fucking end of it anyway. It's like, dude, you could have taken the main name. It wasn't reserved.
I just checked. It's taken. Banana puppet.
GoldenEye players always went by the real alias, so I've just been my real name.
Everyone's saying Trainwreckstv. What is
like,
that, dude? Trainwreckstv is not Trainwreckstv. It's Trainwreckstv. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I'm just talking about the TTV.
Wait, so why don't you switch it to just Trainwrecks? We on
too late.
Twitch.
That's
We
not
on
worth it.
Twitch. Why not?
It's not worth. It's not worth. Because
Says
listen,
who?
sure.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth
At this point, I understand that. Like, yes, sure, you're right. Like with most people, they'll understand and they'll come to my channel. They'll know who I am. I get it. But there is a demographic that is like twisted in and out, and like everything you've ever done. It's bound to that, right? Like every unboxing, every funny thing, every story just the echoes of, you know, what you've done, and you change that. You have to, in a sense, that's let go of. It's not fluid anymore.
Are you talking about you
100%.
and XQC? Like XQC should just take off the OW. I know it's from Overwatch, but you should just be Twitch.tv such. What do you mean?
Everything's branded around Trainwreckstv. It's just dumb.
But you're
dumb.
Trainwrecks though. You're
But
not.
here's the thing.
I'm not Trainwrecks either. I'm
Trainwreck.
Trainwreck. I'm Trainwreck. I'm not Trainwrecks either.
Yeah, it's like train. It's the TV belongs to Trainwreck. It's
Yeah, everyone thinks I'm Trainwrecks. No, the S is the possessive form of TV, right? It's the possessive to describe that it's my TV, right? I'm actually Trainwreck. It's just Trainwreck. That's all it is. The extra Z or the S, that's just for the fuck of it. So technically speaking, it'd be Twitch.tv says Trainwreck. The problem is, like, I mean, I've gotten offered to change it. I can change it if I want to. I just don't do it. There's no point.
Devin, do you know if there's any way to get a name on Twitter?
On Twitter,
you can get them on both, but Twitter is a little bit easier than Instagram, but you can.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What Slasher said? Yeah, that's right.
Instagram is the hardest. Twitter is a little bit easier.
Instagram is the hardest for everything too. Like if you want to get verified on Instagram, you have to like fucking speak friend and enter some shit, like some fucking secret door in like a mountain somewhere. It's fucking insanely hard. Even I can't do it. Well,
can you help me?
You guys hook me up with the right guy on Twitter so I can, get that.
The problem is like the meta changes, so like sometimes it's very, very easy to get verified on these platforms, and sometimes it's really, really hard. It just depends on who's leading gaming at the time.
Well, I mean, the most popular Indian streamer on Twitch just got verified, so I mean, I think we'd be able. I would think you guys would be able to get it.
I tried to. I mean, I can help people, but I mean, you could just like send me a message. I don't want to like advertise. Like,
Hold on, dude. Hey, guys, we got a funny comment. Everyone get your little W's ready. We have this guy. Okay, so listen.
Loaded.
I'm not going to even say his name. I'm going to say what he said, and we're going to guess his name. Oh, someone already banned him. Fuck. Damn it. Dude, he says
Quick to the logs.
Incel TV, lol. Not lol W, lol. And then wait. Listen, wait. The best part's his name. You ready for this? Chill Dude 97. You know this guy is sitting there. You know he's 47 years old. He just jerked off to some fucking like 19-year-old porn. 47, his kid's 19 too, sitting in the other room. Like, this guy's a sick fuck, degenerate, miserable loser. Suck my dick, Chill Dude 97. Oh, Chill Dude 97. What are you, an AOL instant message name you transferred from your kid's account? You fucking pussy. Suck my dick. All right, let's move on.
I modded that guy in my chat.
Train, I'm finna dip, big dog.
All right, I'm finna see you tomorrow.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
All right,
see you, dude. Have a good night, man.
Later,
there's Arab. Arab, what up, baby?
Hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Arab. All right,
Happy
guys,
birthday,
ready? 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eric. Happy birthday to you.
We got
Tavalot, Mubarak. Bia Shamar Futkon, Kesadzos and
Deboshi.
Bia Shamar Futkon, Happy birthday, dude.
Happy birthday.
So you're doing a cooking stream tomorrow?
Tomorrow, dude. Yeah.
My birthday? Well, by the time it starts, it probably won't even be my birthday anymore.
True. That's true. I get all my friends. It's something that was instilled with me when I was young. I'm sure it's around town, but I get all my friends a birthday, so look out for that, dude. A birthday present,
right.
I mean.
All right.
So
man.
look out for your present, boy.
All right, I'll see you then, dude.
All right. Later, dude. Oh, that was great. They're gonna fuck.
What? Oh man.
Slasher, it's crazy, dude. It's actually insane. Like, I'm looking at you and I just realized, like, I know you love me. Deep down, I know you have a piece of your heart that actually cares. I mean, regardless of how dumb you think that some of my views are, I know you love me deep down.
I do as much as I can for another human being at this point. Yes, Train,
No, you're here all the time. You chill. Even when you're bored, you're sitting there so cute. Like, you love me. You love me. It's so cute.
Slasher's wholesome because this is like, isn't this the only show you do on Twitch, basically?
And my own announcements to come soon.
Oh, that's sexy. That's exciting.
Yo,
what?
It's funny because every time y'all talk about like streamers and companies and moves and shit, it's like Slasher always has this look like he knows some shit. And he always got this look. He's like,
well, you just wait till I have my own thing on Twitch every day, reporting on Twitch, where I can talk shit about Twitch to Twitch while on. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to blur the line and to like walk the line as close as possible, but just manipulating everything and doing as much as I can to help myself. It's going to be fantastic.
For everything that Twitch does wrong,
they clapping you fast.
Nah, dude. For everything that Twitch does wrong, I think they are very tolerant of like talking against them. I mean, I think this podcast is living proof of that.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. We would all be fucked if the Twitch was
Actually,
like, yeah, I don't want these kind of opinions.
I did meet up with the some people from Twitch's PR team that are kind of like runs everything, and they've seen almost a lot of these episodes lately. Actually,
a lot of people watch this podcast from Twitch. I get told that all the time, And yeah, I mean, it's as much as we give him shit, especially Slasher, that's Emmett Shear's thing. Emmett Shear is like very specific on this. Like the platform should be allowed. People should be allowed to criticize as much as they want. That should never be a bannable offense. Like that's something that he is very adamant on.
There's a difference, right? There's a difference between like being critical of something. Like there's two types of like criticism, right? There's criticism out of hate and criticism out of love. Like you like Twitch, you want Twitch to be better. So like whenever we're being critical of Twitch, we're trying to be constructive about it, right? Like this needs to be better. Yeah, it's not like we're just hating on Twitch.
Dude, this is a problem with this is kind of a problem with the media right now, especially in video games, and we see it in a larger sense. This is why people in the community are pissed off at the media all the time, is you don't have people that really love stuff. Like, I complain about, like, Overwatch and video games all fucking day because I really like Overwatch, the game. Most people don't, right? But I actually like the game. So I want Blizzard to make it better, which is why I complain all the time about how fucking shit they are about handling this fucking game. This is why I complain all the time about like, Epic and Valve and Riot, because I'm passionate about the community and I love video games. I want the community to succeed and the players to succeed. So I'm going to give shit to the developers and publishers that run everything to the fuck ups that they do. Other people that don't like games come in and then they write about something that they don't give a shit about in the first place, but they're just doing it because they realize it'll get some views. And they're trying to put their own like personal agenda, usually it's a political thing, and insert it into this thing that they don't care about. And then they write a story, and usually it has incorrect things in it, and it has some like personal vendetta in it, and it's really frustrating for people. And this is like a bigger problem with, I think, media overall. And this is why I think YouTubers and streamers have gotten so popular, is because people are passionate about the things they believe in, and they'd rather be a fan of someone like that than like a journalist that's writing for a publication.
No, I think yeah, it's knowing how to approach the situation, because you like it means something to you, instead of just like, oh, this is gonna get clicks and whatever. Oh, this will get like the hate.
Fuck, man. I feel like a lot of people are like that, actually, like where they just are really passionate. Even people that are like shitting on streamers and stuff are probably like passionate about the content, but they just don't know how to communicate. And
I mean, just look at Star Wars and Game of Thrones. Think about all the discussion and how much people hate the new Star Wars, which is probably rightfully so, what they did to that whole movie franchise. The fandom of some things in the world is so that it creates an entire huge international community where people are very passionate about little things that are usually in the hands of a few creative people that work for a few companies. I mean, it kind of is capitalism at its finest, and people are so invested in these capitalistic companies that are making billions of dollars off of your stupid emotions because you're so emotional about this fucking thing that someone made to make money, even though it's really cool. And we buy into that, and we kind of fuel that. Like, I love video games, but I know I'm just like feeding the machine of corporate society or whatever it is.
Dude, I agree.
Yeah, how do you feel about that, Fandy?
What?
I mean, I'll tell you how she feels about it. I'll tell you exactly how she feels about it. No, I'll tell you exactly what Fandy feels about it. What Fandy wants to say, but her two personalities are keeping her from saying it. Or we're 12 subs away from 12,300, guys. 12,300 guys. 12 subs. Any gifters?
Oh, okay.
True.
That's like my biggest qualms with Twitch. I don't normally have it because like I'm not kind of in the sites. I'm kind of under the radar in terms of like the moderation stuff. Like I know a lot of people that kind of are a little bit more edgy or kind of like pushing the boundaries a little bit. Kind of get dinged or whatever. My biggest qualms have been with the inconsistency with compression and bitrate. Like, fucking, we need more bitrate, man.
Yes.
I mean, have you seen, ever since the site redesign, some clips look like complete ass. I mean, like, I never have any drop frames. I have a gig up and down. I got a super computer I built for encoding of this shit. Like, I've had to go through so many hoops just to get, like, just a clean. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing, just to get a nice, clean cast, I like the quality. There's been, like, tearing in people's cameras. There's like weird buffering shit that's going on. Like if there's not a lot of movement in the area, like it won't even, I don't know. So anyway, so that's been my biggest issue. Like you can't stream 1080p 60 FPS with fucking 8K bitrate. You just can't fucking do it. No. I mean, you can, but it's not going to it's going to look like shit.
Easy.
We need like 12, 15K. 15K would be mint. Okay. Even an opt-in program, I don't fucking give me 20K.
Here's the thing. I legit think Twitch just doesn't have the resources that like.
Well, they can't give it to everybody off the bat.
They're not willing to, right? Because they like AWS has the resources, but they're just like, fuck that. Like, we're not giving that to everybody. Like,
I can understand that. Well,
the amount of money it takes to like do 12K bitrate stream and real encoding in real time, it's a lot different than like YouTube 4K, right?
Yeah, but think about it like this: out of all the people that are streaming on the platform, there's probably at least a fucking 1,000 people that are streaming 1080p with fucking no one watching. They don't even have their own fucking stream open. They're just like, boom, just streaming into a void. So I mean, resources like that.
Affiliates, do they still have encoding? Do they have encoding options?
They have like advanced, or they have a higher probability of getting transcoding. I don't think all affiliates are guaranteed transcoding though.
Yeah, I guess we're all the way back at premium partnerships, right? Well,
Yeah,
premium partnerships in the sense of like we allow people to like certain people to have those abilities. Yeah.
Right.
Partners have 8K.
Well, no. I'm saying, well, I don't really see a world where Twitch gets their ROI for bringing in 8K streams at this time, honestly, which is probably why they haven't implemented it.
I agree. I mean, because look, this show is the number one stream on Twitch, and it's stuff to shit. This entire show is like
XQC has like a fucking headset and farts into a microphone. Like, it's just like quality isn't. Yeah, exactly. Matter. Like quality isn't like the driving factor of like what brings
but here's the thing, it's like I think at a certain point you gotta have some quality, like
I mean we gotta push the boundaries a little
but
bit.
like with 1080p isn't good enough or what, like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, it's not that
I mean,
excuse me,
like 8K bitrate. Well, 8K bitrate isn't even
it's not enough to do 1080p at 60 FPS.
Yeah,
like
you want to have 9K for 1080p 60.
Yeah, at least. Well, not only that, but a lot of people, if they want more people to accessibly stream on the platform that can't do a streaming computer and whatever else, you can stream off your video card. But the hardware encoding, the NVENC, the new H.265 or whatever, requires a higher bit rate to not look like a fucking blocky, shitty mess.
NymN is actually much better.
It looks better than ever, but it requires a higher bit rate to like scale proportionally, like to look better on screen. You ever see those like the square blocks that make up everything? It looks all like, you see traces of shit. Like, I don't know. I mean, I think like not everyone should deserve it or have it or whatever, but it would be nice to have the options to do 120 FPS streams. A lot of people have fucking high refresh monitors, like for competitive shit. So people like that, like Slasher for, competitive stuff. I mean, there's probably a large portion of people that would love to fucking see and might even pay a premium to see 120 FPS fucking stream in their video player. And it's possible, but we just don't have the bit rate for it. So anyway, those are my own.
Now on YouTube, I'm pretty sure you can do it on YouTube too.
Yeah. So what I was going to say, I mean, part of it's a small part of this, but Activision, we didn't get to talk about last week. Activision Blizzard signed a deal with YouTube over Twitch. Now it was reportedly $160 million over 3 years to move over Overwatch League and Call of Duty League from Twitch to YouTube. Now we talked about this, and I talked about this. Twitch, there's no way they were going to pay the $90 million over 2 years that they paid last. But a small portion of the reason that Activision Blizzard decided to do this is to make a longer-term partnership with Google and a larger-term partnership with YouTube, and the quality aspect was one of the reasons that they decided to go with YouTube over Twitch, because there is higher quality for the broadcast that they're trying to. They have things like replay, and you can go back, and YouTube's player is still better than Twitch.
Definitely better.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you've seen some of the ads whenever ads pop up. Like, can you imagine if you were like higher up at like a Coke or Coke Gaming or whatever, and then you went to go buy, hey, let's see what that ad looks like. You pull it up, and it's this fucking 360p shit. You're like, is that our fucking ad? We're paying all this money for? What the fuck is that? I'd be pretty pissed. I don't know.
Yeah.
So. Coke Gaming, I'm a partner. I'm just kidding.
Well, here's another thing. A bunch of people are saying you can already do 120 FPS. You can already do that.
Yeah, you can, and it looks like fucking shit at 1080p.
It looks terrible. Exactly.
You have to downscale it to like 720 to even like think about it. But yeah, it can be done. It can be done.
Everything comes down to ROI, dude. Like at the end of the day, I just don't think they make enough money off of it to justify it anytime soon.
Right.
Like from an engineering perspective, it's just such a resource intensive that like, and the problem is too, like if you want to do 8K streams, you actually don't have to sell Twitch on it. You have to sell Amazon, and that's annoying. right? Because you have to convince Amazon why to donate all that bandwidth, because that's what the partnership is about. That's hard.
Yeah, I can see that. But at one point you could stream up to 10K bitrate, and then more people started doing it, and then they put the hammer down like, hey, if you're streaming more than 8K, like it would literally fucking just shut your stream would just
It goes down to like 720 and it looks really
right.
good.
Right. It would you start dropping frames and shit. So put a hard stop to that.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are my qualms. Is like quality, like headroom. Like is it always gonna look like this? Like eventually, like is 4K streaming? Like, I mean, obviously now it's not like really reasonable, but I mean, we got to think about the future of this. Like, it can't just be 720p 60 FPS forever. Yeah.
I mean, why not? Like,
because it looks like ass, man. That's why. That's why. It looks like shit.
Yeah, but it doesn't but it doesn't make an imprint on content. Like, that's the thing. Is like the website is not going to be meaningfully better if it gets like a zillion p, because people are still watching XQC fart into a microphone at whatever.
Not everyone is watching.
No, everyone is, like, literally everyone. He's the most popular stream on Twitch. That's the point.
Okay.
Is it? Yeah, like.
I think you're kind of thinking like within a box, though. You have to understand that. Like, there's a lot more to Twitch than even just this. There's a lot of people that come for like quality broadcast and production. Think of like people that like high production streams.
I can just disprove this right now. 95% of streamers right now are between 0 and 5 viewers. The top 5% are like a little bit over that. If you're within 400 viewers, there's 1%, and then if you're within 700, it's 0.0001%. And so out of those broadcasters, almost nobody focuses on production quality. You can look at all the top streamers, and they don't have huge production quality streams with like fucking massive studios and shit like that. Look at Soda Pop and look at XQC. Look at Trainwrecks, right? Look at like if we could just go down the list, you can look at like the top 20 people on Solinome, and you're not going to find anybody like that.
Devin, dude, can you imagine how nice a fart would sound with 384 kbps, dude?
Well, that's a legit argument. Okay,
that's some big audio bit. Right?
I mean, at that level, dude, I'm pretty sure we can imagine how it smells.
That'd be like freaking. That'd be like the whole Maxell commercials with like the TV coming at you and the big boombox. It'd be like that, or the big speakers.
Or like, imagine if we could see Devin dancing in 4K, like live.
Oh my god,
dude! Imagine if the White Knights could see titties in 4K.
I guess
3D projector streams where the stream happens right in front of you in your living room, and then you can actually like stand in it. How about that?
Yo, that shit would be crazy.
Yeah, imagine how many more Instagram models get partnered instantly, dude. Holy shit. That's crazy. Yo, Tarkov. Sakusha Tarkov?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dude, it's like 5:40 a.m. premiere.
That's right, boy. That's the best time to play, boy.
It's about to be 5. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, we go play. Let's go play Tarkov at like 320p, just for old time's sake. That sounds good.
I mean, look, I don't want to like completely blow at you, because I actually see your side of it, and I think like what you're basically saying is like, if we are to evolve as a platform,
right,
like we ought to stay. Yeah, we ought to stay to like the quality that the rest of the industry is, and I respect that. I totally know that.
That's all it is. I get where you're saying too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like I guess like from the position I'm coming from is like I want that to happen. I just know that
it doesn't
Twitch
seem
is
reasonable.
Thinking, well, they're thinking in their head like, well, how does this make us money, right? And it's just gonna. I hope your reality happens. Cool. I'm just not. But I get what you're saying, and I agree. I think it's like some of the engineering on this platform and like how far behind it is when you really think about it. It's like
this kind of crazy.
Yeah. We're like years behind on some shit compared to like other, like some of the stuff that Facebook and like, as much as we meme them, some of the stuff that like the actual tech behind like Facebook and caffeine and like these like are pretty crazy. Like they're pretty profound like technology improvements on live streaming.
Even if you think about like Instagram 6 years ago, imagine how much shit they added, like compared to like Instagram 6 years ago. Like, it's so much new shit.
Wait, is there?
Yeah, Instagram in 2014 was way different than it is now. You didn't have live, you didn't have stories, You didn't have 60-second videos. You could only do fit. Could you even do video?
Yeah,
Wait,
they couldn't do video.
I didn't know about any of this stuff.
Abdu is 100% right. Like there was like IGTV came along. There was there's Instagram stories, right? Like the point being, like Instagram has fundamentally changed as a platform over the years.
Yeah.
The experience of watching Twitch is,
It's the
to
same
Sequentia's
shit.
credit, is like completely the same.
Yeah.
It's guy in a webcam in a fucking corner watching Gordo. Like same shit fucking 7 years ago, dude. Like,
Even if you think about it, S-Fan, like when you first started streaming, how long have you been streaming exactly?
Like 2 years on Twitch. On Twitch, actually, on Twitch, yeah, 2 years now.
Okay,
Someone lived by a train.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
Okay, how long
where
have
the
you?
fuck do you live, bro?
Yeah, that shit was.
Where do you live?
He got a soundboard or something.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I got my mic muted.
Train.
Oh,
Actual
okay.
train.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, like even if you think about it, like people that were streaming for like longer, 5-6 years, nothing has changed in their routine as far as starting the stream. Like nothing is new or been added. Maybe they have better equipment, maybe they have better sound, but it's just still the same shit. You go to OBS, start stream,
Right,
stream.
like the core of it
It's
is
like
the same.
it's no new shit on Twitch where we like, oh yeah, we gotta try that new shit. I mean, there's a scam train, but it ain't really like
There's beta products like watch parties, but it's like, where are they? Or like, there's ideas, right? But they're just these sort of half-baked kind of like 10% done things that we know nothing about. Like I remember from the TwitchCon, they were going to make channel pages where we were going to have like an offline channel page that we could put a video on and be like, hey, here's what our stream is about. That would have been cool. Where the fuck is that? Like all the stuff that got announced for TwitchCon is nowhere.
Yeah, the only thing is
the
they
status thing too.
yeah, they just hide how many people you follow now.
Yeah, that's like the major change they made. They're
Like,
why did they do that? Were people getting harassed?
And they just slipped that shit in. They ain't say shit. Did they even say anything about it? They just slipped that in like, oh, can't see who you follow.
I mean, that was actually
I was clowning on kids.
Yeah. I really don't like that they got rid of you can't see who they follow anymore.
That was like part of my content way back. I'd be like, all right, let's hit a round of who's that following. All right, we got like, and it would be
Yeah, like they just slipped that shit in like,
my man. Hey,
did I use it right? I don't know.
Yes, you did. Hey.
Okay.
Yo, Trey could be asleep, snoring. You say squad W, he like, my man.
Hey, my man.
I mean, we actually talk about it on the show, but these are interesting times for Twitch, like as a company right now. It has been rather difficult for them to expand and grow out of just the gaming and esports audience. Just chatting, they're trying to make it a thing, and it's working. It's the number 1 or 2 section every day on Twitch, just about every day, behind League of Legends or whatnot, depending on the day.
League of Legends
or
is
Fortnite. I mean,
no. You were right. League of Legends it's dude. League of Legends. Just sorry to like put this in there.
Sure.
They've grown 40% in the last month. I have never seen on Twitch an older game. Yes, an older game actually grow at that rate. I have no idea what's going on.
That's crazy.
League of Legends is killing it.
I mean, it's
people playing
number
it?
one. Dude, it's the number 1 esport in the world. It's
I know,
been
it has been.
It's the number 1 video game in the world. And that is not stopped in the last few years.
What's really weird about it is the hours watched are up 40%, but the actual number of broadcasters is down 4%. So what it means is, like, for whatever reason, a bunch of big streamers have gone back to playing the game.
I mean, look, that's something he's playing League of Legends, and everyone, his whole fucking subreddit hates him. It's like the worst time ever. It's like the whole Destiny lefty arc plus him playing League of Legends is probably the most frustrating thing I have also personally ever witnessed. Please stop playing League, Steven. We all love you.
Dude.
We all love you, Steven.
Hard agree, dude.
Do you guys know Raven, by the way? Raven BTW?
Yes.
He made a website called twitchfollowing.com. And you can type in somebody's name and see who they're following.
Yeah, I use it.
There you go. I didn't know this existed.
I use it to clown on people. Yeah, that shit talk on my channel.
Oh, that's such a smart idea. That was a problem, man. He solved it.
Yeah, well, there we go. So now the problem's solved.
Yeah, but it's just it was so much easier to do it through Twitch. It's just like you got to go out of your way. I don't even know Twitch following.
Man, I had this cat that would come into my channel all the time. rocking his partner badge, blasting his own emotes and shit. And it'd be like
God.
weeks of this. And I
Fucking
checked
hate that.
this guy wasn't even fucking following my channel. I roasted that motherfucker so hard he never came back.
Dude, good job, man. I fucking hate people like that. That it's the affiliates that come in with their one emote. They're like, "Hey, go!" Like, yeah, it's just so annoying. Oh my god! Like,
This happened yesterday to me. It just happened yesterday. Yeah.
did it? Yeah.
Yeah, his name was. I mean, I like the guy. His name's Baked Penguin, and his like 4 viewers came in for like 3 hours spamming his Tony the Tiger emote, saying some dumb shit.
Yeah, that's even the step up from it is when like they'll do a raid on you and it's like 4 or 5. They mean well. It's like it's like adorable in a way, but just adorably obnoxious. Like a kid like barfing on your like it's like they come in with their 4. They're like, this is the Shadow Dragon raid, like, and then they like spam like that, and you're like, God damn it, dude!
That's
Like,
it, dude.
Yeah. With the
I
one
let it happen
Holy
only
fuck.
because I remember like being that size and how fun it was going to like if one stream you had like 20 viewers instead of 10, it was like so fun showing that you have like a 20 viewer like army. It was so I let him do it yesterday because like I remember it was fun for me, so I let him ride it out. But yeah, it gets annoying if they keep going. Like these generates like he gave me a rate of 20 and like 17 of them stopped after the first minute, which is good, right? It's appropriate. There's 3 degenerates that kept going for another 6 hours. I just banned them. I said, fuck it, dude. They went from my intro before recap all the way to the end of my case opening, spamming the same fucking line.
Oh my god.
Shadow Dragon
There it is. Loud and proud raid.
Oh, I saw that last night when I was watching you. That's what that was?
That's what that was, yes.
Shit. Yeah, I remember that, dude. I was like, God, and they kept going for like, I was like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, you've got these like just super fans that are like coming into chat. Oh man, that's funny.
Well, here's the thing. Like, it's not that, like in this situation. I think they were trolling because Baked Penguin's like a really good editor of mine on my Reddit, and the guys that were spamming it forever were the ones they're like tier 1 64-month sub to me. So like they were just trying to trigger me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you guys, whenever you start up Windows, speaking of like ASCII, like spam and chat, whenever you start up Windows, well, they have like these nice pictures of like nature and shit. And then like the top right corner, it says like what you see. And every time I see that, I always think of like a big ASCII cock and chat, It's like, do you like what you see? I'm just like, no.
Do you like what you see?
Yeah.
Dude, this is insane. I've sat here and I ran a case simulator on my right monitor for the last like hour, dude. Listen to this, dude. This is insane. So
case simulator?
A case simulator.
Yeah. Like, bro, you open.
Dude, listen, dude. I'm checking the odds of cobblestones, dude. Listen to this, dude. $20,000 spent, $233 earned. Profit minus 99%. Dude, these cobblestones are a goddamn scam. Even in this case simulator, I'm trying to do a simulation of what I should be opening to make maximum profit on my streams. And dude, this is insane. Cobblestones are just a waste of my fucking time.
You are
deep.
It doesn't work like that.
But that D-lore,
Train, it doesn't. What the fuck are you? You are
like.
Okay, by Train, I want to thank you for funding the Counter-Strike prize pool in esports. You're doing a great job, I think, giving money back to the professional scene.
We have brought that scene back. I mean, not to be Andy, but
no. I've heard this on your stream a few times. You're fucking insane. Counter-Strike is saving you. You're not saving Counter-Strike, Train.
No, we saved Counter-Strike, dude. We saved Counter-Strike.
No.
On this subject too, like we're definitely I feel like we're definitely in a drought of fucking games right now too. Yep. Like the last thing that really came out that popped, like Tarkov, there was a big like push for it recently with the Twitch drops. But Tarkov's been around for a fucking couple of years now.
Hasn't it felt like that for a while?
Well, dude, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it has. There hasn't been anything like new that's popping. Like I remember when Apex Legends dropped. When the Apex Legends dropped, everybody was fucking, and then like the game just. I don't know. I just felt like I never wanted to fucking play it again.
Dude, I think it just happens like 4 or 5 times a year where something comes out. Yeah. Everybody and their mom plays it, and then they realize they either suck at the game or they don't like it, right?
Okay, wait.
Suck, right?
Squisha, what game are you from?
What
is your like history of? What is your main?
Oh, I mean Rust. I played a lot of. I worked on like Daisy mod stuff like Daisy Epoch. I played a lot of survival games. Tarkov. I played PUBG and all that. I killed Ninja at the Gamescom 2017 PUBG Invitational. Okay,
I mean, honestly,
that's how I met Ninja actually. But
considering Tarkov is like that whole innovation of like the old DayZ trying to merge
Right.
things, I would think this would be your main game. I assume this is your main game.
yeah, I mean, I play like Dead by Daylight too. I play a lot of variety shit. I play all kinds of stuff. Play League of Legends, Magic the Gathering, Conan Exiles. I was big on that when it came out.
I mean, honestly, like as fan and train, all you guys complain, but for me as a first-person shooter player, these last few years have been fucking. Fortnite took over the world, and it was the main game. PUBG first took over, and it was the main game. That's why Shroud, took off or whatever. Then you had Fortnite take over. Then you had Apex Legends drop. Counter-Strike is still doing really incredibly well. Rainbow Six is still doing really incredibly well. There's Overwatch that is also out. And then for me, you all talk about there's not going to be any games, but the thing that I've been talking about on Twitter, Project Ares from Riot is coming soon. Beta is coming soon. Invites are going to be out soon. And as I said on Twitter, it literally will be the biggest first-person shooter in the world in probably 1 or 2 years. Now that's a bold claim there, but
that is a pretty bold claim. I mean,
considering the international appeal and it's made by Riot Games, this fucking game is going to take over Train. I'm even from what I have heard from my sources, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a skin system very similar to Counter-Strike. I'm sure there's going to be some type of case opening thing or whatever the fuck they do for their game, and you can spend all that money you're putting into Valve and Counter-Strike and to then put it on Project Ares cases and skins.
The problem with Riot is no. The problem with Riot is Riot's not going to. Riot does
be able to might be able to trade. Yeah,
Riot,
that would be
Riot does like set skins, like the same for everything. Like there's no RNG, there's no like risk reward. It's just
Maybe. Now, you are right. It could totally be like League of Legends, and it might not be like Valve's system at all. But the people that are working on Project Ares are longtime Counter-Strike players. They know the Valve system every way. Like, there's going to be a buy menu in Project Ares. There's a lot of ways that they're taking things from Counter-Strike into the game themselves. It wouldn't surprise me if they try to make the skin system more like Valve and less like League of Legends. And because they know that there's a reason why Counter-Strike skins are so popular in that way. You are right, it probably might not happen, but I actually think they might try to do something. I'm not totally sure.
If they did that, bro, I would fully transition my support to that game. That'd be so fun.
If it's anything like Overwatch or like Team Fortress, I don't think it's going to do very well.
No, the game is more like Counter-Strike. The game is based on search and destroy or planting the bomb. Yes, that is the base part of the game. There's going to be a money system like Counter. It is going to be 12 rounds, 24 rounds, total, not 15 for 15 for Counter-Strike, not 30 rounds. So the game's a little bit shorter than Counter-Strike, but it's the same 5v5. It's going to be more like Counter-Strike with abilities, which is, I guess, but you can't spam abilities. You have to buy them from the buy menu. This is what my sources are telling me that have played the game so far. So there's going to be more like Counter-Strike with a mix of like Rainbow Six or Overwatch, but you're not going to be able to spam abilities. There's no fucking ultimates. It's not going to be like Overwatch where there's shields and shit. It's going to be a more tactical game with some magical powers, to replace grenades and smokes and mollies. You're going to have things like, revive or, that wall of water or whatever the fuck you saw through the trailer last time. And really, honestly, that is the fucking wave. It's not Battle Royale. People are already upset at playing Battle Royale games. They don't want to play Battle Royale. It's fucking boring. And the most fun
I don't know. Call of Duty BR sounds good. It's coming out soon.
No, dude. It'll be dude, it is cool, but I'm bored of Battle Royale. As a first-person shooter player, I find Battle Royale much more boring than a standard 5v5 competitive mode, and nothing is better than planting the bomb. There's a reason that Counter-Strike has been the main fucking game for 20 years. There's a reason that Search and Destroy is the most popular game mode for Call of Duty for the last 15 years. It is because of one fucking game mechanic, is that is planting the goddamn bomb, attacking and defending. And that is always going to be the best way to play first-person shooters. So that it makes sense that this is what Project Ares would be doing.
Yeah, I like the idea of like innovating on something that already works and making it better. I think that's super cool.
Any like multiplayer game that came out like within the next couple weeks, because we're in such a drought, like it doesn't matter, like fucking they can make a killing just because everyone's like wants something to fucking play, I don't know. Anyway,
One game that caught my interest was Diabolical. I was planning on playing.
Dude. My buddy Too Good has been making this fucking James has been making this game like in hiding in secret in Sweden because I just talked to him last week. For the last like 4 years, he launched that Kickstarter. He's been working so hard, and his mini team hiding there, coming out for Dota a little bit over time. But Diabolical will be out pretty soon, and I'm gonna fucking help Too Good as much as I can make that game, because I come from the Quake community. That's my fucking community. I played the most skillful game of all fucking time. Fuck Counter-Strike as much as I love that shit.
Quake
So yeah, I know. So because Quake is the franchise is so fucked up, there's a really good opportunity right now for Too Good to come in. Even though arena shooters aren't huge, he can do a good job, and I'll fucking help him. I'll play the shit out of Diabolical.
Yeah, I really want to play it as well.
I played Fortnite with him at the very beginning, like right when the Battle Royale came out, like right when squads like launched. But yeah.
What, Too Good?
Yeah. Tell him to hit me up, man. Tell him send me a message.
He's like probably on right now, fucking around.
Dude, I love seeing the yellow come in a case.
You're addicted, bro.
Dude, it's so
Dude,
fun.
Quake, dude, enemy territory took over my life. It was around, I guess, 1.6. Everyone was playing 1.6. I'd already played fucking Counter-Strike mod for Half-Life and all that. And when enemy territory like dropped, like I literally played that fucking. I mean, I was always playing Return to Castle Wolfenstein multiplayer anyway, but enemy territory was like so groundbreaking at that point in time.
Is, to me, one of the best team-based games of all time. A lot of people say like Team Fortress 2 and they like that class-based shit. No, it's really Team Fortress Classic, the original game, or Return to Castle.
Yeah,
that was real shit.
Mm-hmm.
We're fucking old, bro. but really, if you want to get into a game, the next Twitch meta for a video is going to be Project Ares. I am 100% sure that will be the number 1 or number 2 or number 3 game on Twitch for the next long fucking time.
And when is it gonna be?
I've heard beta kind of. I don't have an exact date. We should be hearing more details, I think, on March 12th is what my sources say or whatever. I believe it's mid-March. I'm not totally sure. I have to find out, but we're going to hear more details about that soon. And then probably the fighting game, whatever they've been working on. I don't know as much about the fighting game because I haven't been doing investigating. The fighting game is coming along pretty well too. They're also making a Diablo-like fucking game too.
Yeah, an ARPG. Yeah. They're basically planning to simultaneously sweep esports and all the major titles. It's pretty impressive.
I mean, they like spread themselves. They've got to be spreading themselves thin in some area.
You know, they have a big ass team. Like I think Riot is something like 2,500 to 3,000 employees. When you look at it from the perspective of like a publisher studio, they're pretty fucking big.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I agree with you. Like, I don't know if they have expertise in all those games, but everything they've produced has been pretty impressive.
Well, I mean, the first-person shooter game has ex Counter-Strike pros and the guy that made Cash.
They're making the right hires.
Yeah. So, and the fighting game team has the founders of Evo, and they've, the founders of Shuriken, the guys and they built the game themselves too. So they built a really good team around the fighting game team and the Project Ares team. I don't know about the Diablo clone team, and TFT seems pretty good. Riot is in position to fucking take over everybody. Valve has gotten complacent, and Valve totally fucked up Artifact. Dota Underlords is nowhere near as popular as it should be. Dota 2 is doing okay, but it's a little bit on the downswing, and Counter-Strike is doing amazing because Counter-Strike as a game is still fucking fantastic. But in general, Valve has really let the ball go. Which is why Half-Life Alyx on VR has to do really fucking well. I think it will. But it's
notice how we're not even talking about Blizzard.
Yeah.
Dude,
Blizzard now versus Blizzard 20 years ago, dude. Think about it.
Man,
Is it mostly Activision Blizzard though?
Everyone just got real depressed.
But the thing is,
I'm playing WoW right now. It's crazy.
Like it was almost like not exactly, but it was almost to a small degree, kind of like what Riot's doing now. Where it's like they're just kind of getting into everything and then just kind of like kicking ass.
Yeah, no, Riot is in such a good position with Valve and Blizzard in different ways on the back foot to really to get in here, because Epic has been hitting Valve in a different way with how popular Fortnite. So Valve has been feeling pressure from a lot of different sides. Blizzard has been fucking up, obviously, in so many goddamn ways that we talk about on the show every single week. That Epic that's why they've been in a good position, and now Riot is could have the biggest game in multiple genres in the next year or two.
Yeah, I made a YouTube video about this. It was literally like Riot Games sets up to destroy like all esports, like just take it over, and it's exactly about this. It's because I think their strategy to go for all of the categories of game that are the most esports friendly is super deliberate. And what I wonder is if they'll actually start franchises in every single one with the intent to just own it.
100% they will for
You think
Ares.
so?
I don't think they will
Yeah.
for TFT. I think they'll keep TFT more of a pub fun game, and I think the
Yeah.
fighting game probably will go because the fighting game people I don't like franchising. The founders of Evo hate that shit. I don't think the fighting game will. But
I wonder what'll
100%
happen
sure.
to Runeterra too. Like if that'll actually become a thing.
It seems okay, right?
I
It's
don't
not
know.
going to be. It's not going to beat out Hearthstone or anything, or Magic the Gathering or whatever. But it'll be all right.
Magic Esports has been looking up. The $300,000 World Invitational was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Except for did you see the casting desk? They put it out in like the wind in Anaheim. They put it out in like the middle of the Anaheim like courtyard, and it was like blowing wind while they were trying to talk, and like people's hair going everywhere, and like Day Nine's like, what the fuck is going on, dude?
Oh, it was for Magic.
Yeah.
It was over the weekend.
Like I got into Magic the Gathering, the one on the arena when it launched. So I was relatively new to the game and like playing drafts, having a good time. And then like I played in the Twitch Rivals for it, which was fucking the worst thing I've ever done. I had to go on a 5-minute delay, and I'm playing against fucking world champions with a constructed deck fucking passed down from like their great grandfather and shit. I got fucking like every single move they took 3 hours, and I was just getting fucking wrecked by everybody. It was a waste of time.
Speaking of the earlier thing we were talking about regarding Twitch, things Twitch needs to fix. The biggest thing in my opinion is this delay thing. You should be able to add delay live and remove delay live. Like if they can somehow figure that out, it would be so fucking great.
That's one of those things that might seem simple, but probably has like a really hard, like a really hard explanation as to why that technically can't be. Something to do with like space and time or something.
Yeah, you're completely right. That's what it seems like. It seems like there is like a space and time like contradictory, like paradoxical shit. Like
that's some Stephen Hawking shit, dude. Like, they're gonna have to like figure out.
You're completely right, dude. It doesn't make sense when I think about it. Like it sounds simple when I first think about it, and then I suddenly try to like incorporate it. I'm like, wait a second. A delay. If I start stream and I add a delay, what would I have to do? Black screen, but then.
You got like the Twitch
where's that 5 minutes going?
Hot time machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm not even sure what the fuck's going on. Yeah.
I should be able to subtract delay from my stream that already happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure what. Yeah, how would you?
You might be able to do that disconnection thing, like actually unplug your router and then like.
At Nerd Fusion, we have a studio stream we run. So like when we do things for sponsors, we have like a red button that you can hit. So everything is delayed 8 seconds. And if you hit the red button, it just shuts down fucking everything. And that's if somebody like accidentally says the N-word or something. We just like go code around and the whole studio shuts down.
I was going to say like, delay with a dump button would be really good.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do it. Like most professional broadcasts, like if it's not imperative that you're responding to chat like every 2 seconds, you just add like a kind of a menial delay. That's what network television does too. Yeah.
Well, I mean, then shit, you should just get Destiny a big red button, and then he'd be fine.
I would. My finger would be on. If he was ever in the studio, dude, I would have a guy that's whole job, like the fucking guy that carries the briefcase around with the president with the nuke codes. I'd have a dude that's following me around at all times if Destiny's in the studio to hit that fucking button instantaneously, dude. I'd be on that fucking shit. I'd thumbtack that shit. I'd contract it instantly.
Shit. Well, it was a good podcast.
Yeah, man.
It was fun.
It was.
What a good time.
It's late.
All right.
We got
any Twitch Primes in chat? Twitch Prime?
Any leprechauns? Any yacht owners? Any
Lamborghini owners?
Any Yenniers?
Any gold dragons?
Any big titty lovers?
Hey.
Any gifters? Guys,
Hey, who's this guy in chat keeps asking why did she wait, hold on. Let me read this fucking moron.
Why does the creature look like Warmup?
What the fuck?
Why does Squishy look like Ron Burgundy and Nick Offerman?
Why do I look like Bradley Cooper? I don't fucking know. Okay, buddy. I don't think I'm related to him though. I don't think I look like him. Anyway, so
holy
Bradley
shit.
Cooper.
Yeah,
I like your production quality.
Huh? Thanks.
Yeah, dude, there's some good production quality on Twitch. Mine is complete dog shit.
Are you fucking like Bradley Cooper too?
What'd you say, Slash?
I was asking if he's fucking like Bradley Cooper too.
You know what's crazy, dude? Your name's Rod, and the only Rod I've ever known is Iranian.
Oh, that was not the direction I thought that was going.
How'd you get the name Rod as a white man?
It's like I was like, oh, there you go.
The one time train you had so many lead-ins, you didn't take it, dude. I don't understand.
Like, how'd you get Rod as a name as a white man?
Dude, Rod Patel.
Well, you're right. As soon as I came out as a baby, I saw I had a fucking gigantic dong, and I felt like.
And I named myself. I learned the English language. It was my first word.
Dude, Rodney Dangerfield was a legend.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Wait, is your name Rodney Slasher?
No.
Okay, yeah, it's just Rod. Yeah, that's crazy.
No Roderick, none of that.
I'm gonna check this out. Hold on. Rod name origin.
Roderick would be fucking Pog though.
No, fuck that too.
That'd be so cool.
What about Broderick? What about Broderick?
Roderick.
Would you like your name to be
I
Roderick?
think I know one of those. That's not cool. I don't think. Is that cool?
What if your name was Jameson? What would you think about that?
I would think you peaked in high school.
I should be a stripper.
Do you have a friend named Jameson that peaked in high school, Train?
No, I just think of the whiskey, and the whiskey definitely is it's like a college drink max. Anything after that,
dude, that's a porn. That's a porn star or a stripper name.
That sounds nice.
Like Jameson Franklin or something.
I hate that I have to like change like the high school thing to college because obviously you can't drink in high school. But since I'm older now and I go back to high school, like I refer to high school as like, you know, when we used to drink, it sounds weird, so I have to say college. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because it sounds weird.
Yeah.
Don't say you drank in high school because if you say you drink in high school, then statute of limitations hasn't worn off yet.
What?
Yep.
I used to drink Everclear in high school. Are you crazy?
Doesn't Everclear?
I couldn't do that shit now though. I tried it like I don't know, like 5 or 6 years ago. It was like, what was I thinking, dude? I can't breathe.
Wasn't there a time where Everclear or what was that one alcohol that had like a hallucinogen in it?
Moonshine.
Absinthe.
Absinthe. Yeah, absinthe.
Well, dude, that was from that movie Euro Trip.
But it doesn't really do it. You gotta do ayahuasca if you really want to.
Oh, baby, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, but ayahuasca is dimethyltryptamine. Ayahuasca is dimethyltryptamine. That's different. That's literally you're intaking a huge amount of hallucinogen. Like that's way different. Like absinthe and alcohol.
That's the shit.
See the absinthe thing. Have you ever hear the Mitch Hedberg a bit on that? He's like, y'all ever drink absinthe? He's like, it's supposed to make you trip, and you end up just drinking a bunch, and then trying to make yourself trip, laying on the floor like, why is the floor as low as I could go?
Fucking Sequish. You just gotta love this dude. Look at him, dude. He's such a.
I mean, it was a scuff delivery. You know, no one's. You know,
Nah, dude, I love you, dude.
God rest his soul, Mitch Hedberg.
I love this guy, dude. Someone mod this guy. give him moderator chat. I love this. I actually love you, dude.
Only you can mod it.
I love this guy. Hello, me. Moderate him myself.
Oh, man.
I'd ban half these motherfuckers in here. No, I'm just
kidding. I died. Hang
on.
You could, dude. Like, dude, that's the like. You can, depending on how if you get moderator here. Like, I just post toucans, but like Richard Lewis, dude, he goes in like to hand combat, like some 1917 shit. He like goes into the chat and just straight up 1v1s people all day on the podcast. It's fucking amazing. Holy
it's
shit.
so true. It's so true. Yeah.
No,
one guy said something about him and like.
No, here's Richard Lewis. Okay, here's Richard. I love Rich to death. I love Dick to death. Right? Like I love this dude. But like, here's what he does. Okay, listen. He goes, train. He comes to the podcast. Train. Your chat They're the biggest degenerate, scumlord, piece of shit, small dick, cock sucking, bad breath, whale looking, fat fuck, dog breath, dog paw, fish hook, fish eyes looking motherfuckers in the world. Then someone goes, fuck you, Richard. You toxic fucks permaban. It's like, listen, dude, if you don't want this to happen, don't enter my podcast shit talking. He always starts it, dude. No one says a word to him until he has to start it, dude.
Yeah. I was actually, the things that he was mentioning, I was looking for it in chat. I never like saw, maybe it was like somebody that already got hit, or it was just like one comment. It's like, hey, KY, you know, whatever. Yeah. I don't know.
Like in my
like, trip though.
Like for me, I'm just sitting I'm just sitting here talking, and someone says some dumb shit, so I respond to them. Like they engage with me, I respond back. Richard engages, and then they respond back, and he bans them. There's a big difference.
If somebody pisses you off in your chat, you know what you need to do is you need to go and you need to ban them, not in your chat, but in everybody else's chats. So they have to watch.
He does.
They have to watch you, so you punish them.
Hey, my man, listen, dude. Hey, my man, hey.
Dude, he does. Trainwrecks came into my chat once to say one thing. He's like, yo, Devin, mod me here or I won't mod you on my channel. I'm like, all right, that's fair. And then he leaves. And then I'm positive he just comes in occasionally just to ban some rando that pisses him off, dude. Like, that's like, Train's got like his fucking, got like the beat on all of Twitch, dude.
Because listen, S-Fan timed out corrections.
I did it as a joke. He said banning users isn't funny, so I banned him and then unbanned him.
Oh, you're about to get the whole cancer on you, dude. Corrections. Oh no.
I banned him and then unbanned him as a joke.
No, but seriously, listen. No, dude, listen. Here's why I do that. Okay, so it depends. So if someone does something that's bad in my channel, I won't ban them in others. But if someone does something bad in my channel, that if it happens on another channel, it can be like it stress the streamer out because like TOS. Then I ban them everywhere to make sure that doesn't happen.
Right.
So I do that with like F-word donations. I get the email from SCUFFED, and I give it to my friends. I'm like, yo, this guy's snuck in the F-word with some weird characters. Here you go. Like. Or I get some people that come from other streamers, and I could tell they're the main channel of their stream, right? And they don't like me because, right, like for obviously like maybe rivalry issues or whatever the fuck these weirdos see, right? There's weird like narratives they have in their heads. So I find the channel he mains in, and I'm like, you know, this guy came in my stream, tried to ruin the stream, tried to ruin the vibe. So I go ban him in his main favorite streamer's channel. And hey, I get a message afterward, apology, 6 paragraphs, just full sorry. Mom comes talking to me, like, let me suck your cock to unban my child in that channel. I'm like, all right, fine. Like, it's that deep, dude. These fuckers. I found every goddamn way to combat these pussies.
Do you guys remember the clip of the guy who was like, he was playing old school RuneScape, and he was like, hey, why are they banning me? It was like some guy, he was on a Discord call, and it was like some guy that he modded, and then he unmodded, then everyone else banned him. The guy was like crying on a Discord call that he was getting banned.
Oh, I saw that. You're right. Wait, what was that?
Yeah, it was from RuneScape.
Yeah, whose channel was that?
Oh God, does anyone know? Somebody could probably
it was
pull it up.
Bathrobe Dwayne. Bathrobe Dwayne. Was it him? Yes, it was Bathrobe Dwayne.
It was a pretty timeless clip because like the guy, he sounded the kid that was getting banned. He sounded just like the kid from that Fedora Tricks YouTube video.
Any gifters, guys?
Any leprechaun?
Somebody find that clip.
We're almost at 12.5K, boys.
I thought you were almost to 13. You going down?
Dude, I dropped down to I dropped down to 11. I dropped down to 11.2K 3 days ago, dude. We had a big fucking resurgence, dude.
Because they come in waves. Yeah.
Gotcha. What do you guys think of this question? What if getting banned in chat also banned you from watching the video?
Yeah, it also banned you from watching.
If you got banned in chat, what if it also banned you from being able to watch the stream? Period.
Holy
fuck. There's so much like workaround stuff for that it almost.
Well, they were just not
incognito.
Chat. I'll tell you what.
Here's the thing. Like that's a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is. Chat. I'll tell you what. I'll add in a secret recipe at if we hit 13K subs. Not only will I do Dr. K interview, I will have. It'll be a duo Dr. K interview. Me and Slasher will both get help from Dr. K in one stream. I'm going to have Slasher sitting next to me. Wow. We're both going to talk about our drug addiction, and we're going to get over it together as one. That's the deal. It's locked in. Clip it. Slasher cannot leave. He cannot go.
But,
this is yep.
No, but
yep.
So
Dude.
Oh, go
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
I was gonna ask, like, what is everyone playing right now? I'm interested. If you guys are playing things, playing games.
I'm doing
Holy
web
shit.
hours.
I'm working, dude. I'm at 26 emails right now. I'm so
Really?
fucking
Okay.
happy.
You're really not
Holy
playing anything?
shit.
Wow.
Oh, hold on, wait, guys, time out here, guys, time out. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry, guys. We have
Yep.
Splashy MRNFL. You know, love you, brother. He says, "What's Fandy's Twitch?" Well, let's see here, Splashy. If we were to logically figure this out here, we have nameplates below the names. Okay, so we know SFanTV's Twitch is SFanTV. Abdu2Beastie, when we tried this all out. So I'm guessing, if it says Fandy right there, I'm guessing Fandy isn't her real name. Who the fuck names her kid Fandy? So what else could that be, Splashy? Let's think about this. Fandy could be her nickname maybe, but why would they put it on screen? What could it really be? Oh my god, that's the username, dude. That's it right there, Splashy. Type that in. There you go, buddy. All right, continue.
Wait. Yours says 8.
Yep.
I feel like I'm the underdog in this fight, but like, dude, I really want a shadow ban feature. I think that'd be amazing if you could shadow ban people.
Yeah,
Like,
because then people won't realize.
dude, I just want that one sucker to be like fucking shouted into the void forever. Just having no
That'd be great.
idea.
Shadow ban would be amazing, yeah.
Yeah, God, it would be so good. It would be just fucking incredible. And there are like ways to tell if you're shadow banned, but the average idiot won't be able to tell. You know,
Right.
Like, yeah, it'd just be so amazing.
Yeah.
Shadow ban is really effective on other platforms. People are really stupid and they don't know that they're bad.
Yeah, the people that are saying it's already here, so they're referring to like an LSF. We actually didn't get to this. I had it in the show notes last week, but they're referring to an LSF clip where a guy was doing a shadow ban thing. Let me explain how that works because I may or may not have been a part of an experiment where we created Twitch accounts and wanted to see what would happen if we got banned in multiple channels. What ends up happening is if you
Devin may or may not broke TOS one time.
If you create an account and then you get repeatedly banned in multiple channels on the same IP, Twitch will actually shadow ban you. That's what that is. But it's not like an automatic. It's an automatic algorithm based feature. I think as you get banned in a certain number of channels. So let's say you create an account brand new, and then you start spamming something that's like some auto mod word, and you go into 6 channels and you get banned. That's when you get shadow banned. That's how it works.
Wait, hold on. So somebody could be typing in chat right now and they're banned. They don't know.
They're shadow banned.
Well, yeah, you won't see the message. And like, I saw the same thing, and I was gonna like talk about it more, but I think like the more you talk about it, the less like effective it is, because people that would normally be shadow banned will try to like find ways to circumvent it.
You
saying
so
it's kind of like a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
like
dude,
even
all of you guys saying that, you realize like there was a high chance with like when there's 10,000 viewers that there's a good portion that because there's a good chance there's a good portion that are shadow banned and don't know it. It has to be the case. Think about it.
Yeah. There's like that one guy. There's probably somebody who's been posting like just dicks. Just fucking dicks for days. He's like, man, I'm getting away with this shit, but like no one actually sees him putting all the dicks in there, you know? Like he's been crafting for quite some time, you know?
Did you turn your chat that you auto-modded Monka W? So if they've been typing Monka W a bunch in your chat, they're probably shadow banned on the website.
Yeah, I haven't seen Monka W at all.
Yeah.
I mean, the crazy part
not
is
even one
like the crazy part is the shadow banning thing isn't even just a feature for getting banned. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have noticed. Have you guys ever gone into any garage contestants chats? It's as if you're shadow banned unless you have 5K plus viewers. Or anyways, I am so sorry. All right, let's move on here. Okay, dude.
Go play some Tarkov, dude. It's late.
Yeah, basically.
You guys should play. I'm tired.
Yeah, because as I look to my left, I was walking down the block, and then my building has bricks, and Trainwreckstv be streaming this joint every week, and I was wiping my face, and then after I took the water, I drank soda that day, and Devin Ash, you were saying?
Wait, what?
What?
I love it. I agree fully with all.
I mean, I completely agree. I mean, the only thing I would think
For
is
sure, bro.
I think S-Fan would have more to add. S-Fan?
I don't know. You can really look at this from like a few different ways, and I know there's been a lot of research done on this, but I personally am not the kind of person that can really speak to this properly. Train, do you want to go ahead and continue?
Yeah, realistically speaking, I would like to go in and let you guys know what's going on, but all I can really think about is how great blowjobs are if people swallow. But I wouldn't know as much, so I'd like to pass this over to Sequisha.
You know what? I got nothing.
Great job, everybody.
Okay.
Great podcast, guys. Good job, everyone. Please follow. Please follow everyone's channel, guys. Twitch.tv/Sequisha. SEQUISHA. Follow him. He's a good guy. He's a great person. Everybody, if you go on his channel, you spam.
We do got a game soon, Train. We got to play Tarkov soon. I'm just
play,
fucking fast
go and play it now. All right, just kidding. No, I'll see you soon. Yeah, we'll play soon. Yeah, okay. We'll play. Yeah, fine. We'll play one game CS. Then I gotta go to bed.
Then you can open cases. An open cases, Train.
Yeah, well, I gotta take. Yeah.
Dude, is it daylight out? Fuck.
Twitch.tv/Fandy FANDY. If you want to see a pair of good.
Yeah, dude, that's how we actually know the show's on when it gets to
If you want to see some good goddamn personality, Fandy's got two of them sitting right there on her head, in her skull, her brain, the two hemispheres of her brain, her left hemisphere and her right hemisphere. Everything. They are intelligent, smart, filled with a lot of brain matter. So please check her out. Twitch.tv/Fandy. Twitch.tv/SFanTV. Also two personalities, and those personalities aren't in the head. They're in and on the chest. Those huge goddamn boobs and breasts. I want to suck those areolas until they fucking bust white milk in my mouth. SFanTV.
With the titty jumps.
Hey, my man. Twitch.tv/Devin Nash. If you ever have a date and she's too horny, bring Devin Nash around and she'll dry up quickly. Check him out. Twitch.tv/Devin Nash.
But yo, Trey, let me say something real quick. Yo, Devin Nash, keep pumping that content on YouTube. I'm enjoying all of it, bro.
Thank you so much, man. That means the world. Thank you.
I love Devin, dude. I just love it. I'm happy you can take my jokes.
2 minutes or less, guaranteed.
Yep. Twitch, well, except for Bose. You and Bose connected, so that was actually different. You actually made that one. Yeah, you aroused that one.
Bose is awesome. I've known her for a hot minute. She's fucking super cool.
Yeah, she's
man.
great. She actually gets like she supports me, and she always sends like articles defending like Squad W. So she's awesome. Guys, check out Twitch.tv/Ryan Lockwood. A lot of you can't last 112 in bed, but he can last 112 in GoldenEye and more. Twitch.tv/
A legend, dude. Pleasure to meet you, man.
Ryan Lockwood. And the 5 gifted subs, guys.
The 5 gifted.
My man with the 5 gifted. You know what that means, guys? He's put you in a weird position where you have to all give 5 or more to me. Otherwise, you're pussies. Okay. I'm just kidding. Twitch.tv/Abdu2Beastie. We all have our friends, and we have our one friend that plays World of Warcraft. That's Abdu2Beastie. You know where I was going with that joke, but I didn't say it. My man Abdu, thank you for being here. You're always a great Sequisha with the 5 gifted subs, baby. My man, hey, listen, it's too late now. Hey, boys, listen, hey, bring him in, boys. Hey, Slasher, I want 5 from you, dude. Twitch.tv/Abdu2Beastie. Please check him out, guys. Please, Fandy with the 5 gifted subs. Damn, now you're really fucked. Fandy, Sequisha, and Ryan Lockwood with the 5 gifted subs. Abdu's thinking, God damn it, I can't do this. S-Fan's like, what the fuck? Devin's like, well, technically with the analytical process, I've spent exactly 6 hours on this podcast, which is equivalent to $25. So I've already given my 5 gifted subs.
Actually, it's even more simple than that. I actually already donated all my money to Amaranth's sleepover stream, so I'm sorry. and the week before, I gave it to Hot Chubby, so.
I'm surprised she's doing another one. She did one last week, I think.
Dude, it's actually so smart. Oh my god!
Like, is she just farming?
She's if you actually watch it, she is making so much money. People are just donating shit, and
really?
She has all these incentives. You can donate for her to sleep longer or less time.
Wait, someone just said, wait, who's this guy? $50 for a shout out. Hit me up. I'll pay $500. All right, yo. Spongeshine.
They for her to sleep.
Hold on,
Wait.
Spongeshine, LOL. Hey, I'll give you a fat shout out. You give the 100 subs, fuck the 500. Just give the 100 subs right now. I will fucking give you a shout out you've never seen before, boy.
I'll turn my stream on, go to sleep right now. What you mean?
Yo, my man.
Amaranth,
for a snore.
Wait. If we pay Amaranth enough money, can she just never speak on and she'll just sleep the whole time forever?
I don't think so.
I slept on stream before too, but like,
I'll defend Amaranth till the end of the end of the world, dude. She's a hard worker, and I mean that.
I mean, listen, dude.
I'm not. She
puts in more hours than.
I
ain't knocking it, but I'm just like, yo, that's.
I'm not gonna shit talk at all because I'll be real with you. Her sleeping streams still have more content than my awake streams. So hey, I give her that credit. She's that's more content than me.
But she legit has like this. Okay, so right now here, I just pulled it up. It's every 20 subs is another hour of sleep. Yeah, you can like donate for incentives, and
wait,
people
20 subs for an hour?
Yeah, feels like a lot actually, or feels like, or by a lot, I'm just like it feels like it should be more.
Is there no cap?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, what if they just keep donating and she has to sleep?
That's what I'm saying. 20 subs an hour. That's like she can be put to sleep for a long fucking time, man. That's crazy.
They said put to sleep. He like,
let's put her to sleep.
It's hard to sleep for 5 hours.
Holy shit!
I don't know much about her, but man, that one clip always sticks out in my mind where like she doesn't chew the pasta or whatever and just swallows it.
Oh,
that was crazy, man.
Hold on, she just swallows it.
Well, yeah, it's like she didn't like chew like noodles, but I guess you don't need to chew them. Your body breaks them down or whatever. But that was fucking weird, man.
Yeah, I think that like from a marketing standpoint, this is literally the definition of passive income. It's amazing.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
Yeah, it's actually nuts. She's literally just asleep, and people are donating. And I'm looking at her chat. I'm looking at her chat right now. Here's the quality like stuff in her chat. Did she fart?
Oh, stop. We're done. We're done. Drop it. We're done. I'm done. I'm finished. Okay. Guys, twitch.tv/slasher, twitter.com/slasher, twitch.tv/Ryan Lockwood, twitch.tv/Abdu2Beastie, twitch.tv/Devin Nash, twitch.tv/SFanTV, twitch.tv/Fandy, twitch.tv/Sequisha. Follow them all or I will find you and suck on Devin Nash's dick. All right. Later, guys. Have a good night.
10,000 subs away from 10,000. Please follow me. And
Me
here's
too.
my cozy ending of the
Guys,
stream.
I'm 9,800 subs away from Trainwrecks. No, thank you very much, Train, for having me on as always. It was awesome, dude.